Rock me.
We're back with a man who single-handedly saved over 500,000 New Year's Eve parties. Howard Stern.
Parties. Rock me, douche. That's it. Oh. Yeah. Bringing you a little of that alternative music, Robin.
Just a little, though.
Yeah, just a little. We don't bring you too much, otherwise people tune out. It's a tricky balance on this show. We give you just enough music to keep you entertained. We can make a whole bunch of new musical intros, Freddie. I could give you a list of songs that...
You've been listening to music?
Yeah, that have been particularly pleasing me.
Great.
Hey, just a couple of quick things here before I give you the show rundown today. First of all, yesterday I'm at home, and the New York Post was calling. Well, actually, Gary called me. You know, Fafa Fui, our producer.
Mm-hmm.
He called me about 100 times while I was home to say that the New York Post and various publications were calling because they felt what Jennifer Flowers said on our show yesterday was front page news.
What did she say?
Well, you sound like me. I said, well, what did she say? Because I don't know. What you mean? There was news there and we couldn't figure out what it was?
I don't
know. Yeah, I didn't know what she had said. They said for the first time ever, Jennifer Flowers admitted that there was nothing distinguishing about the president's penis.
Oh.
And that would refute what Paula Jones has been saying. So, the Baba Booey says, can they have the tape confirming that statement? It's about 20 seconds worth of tape. They need to hear it. I said, you know, if it's that important, a story, okay. I mean, let them have it. What do I care? History. I can't stand in the way of history.
Want to be a part of it.
If the president's... I said, you're kidding me. And they said, yes, it's a front-page story. I said, Gary, they can have the tape, but tell them if they run a picture of Jennifer Flowers, put my picture next to hers. Because, after all, I don't want to be overlooked.
It's your story.
I'm the reporter who uncovered this. I'm the reporter. I want some credit. Since I'm not being paid.
You didn't ask that my picture be there, too?
You know, Robin, at that moment, I didn't think of you. I didn't know if we had a good picture of you. It was at your house, and I didn't know if we could get it in time. So, next time. Next time it'll have to be you. I should demand,
like we're going to get a scoop again.
I should demand Bozo the Clown's picture next to Jennifer Flowers or something. And I said, oh, okay. I said, all right, fine. Calling. Then Gary calls me back. He says, yeah, they're appreciative. They need this tape, blah, 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 blah. They don't know if it's going to be a front-page story, but okay. So anyway, I get in this morning. I said, I have to read the paper. I got to see how exciting this is. In all three newspapers, I don't see anything about Jennifer Flowers.
Well, we gave it to the Post and we gave it to Jennifer's managers. They were calling. They said, papers, news organizations were calling them from all over the country.
Did the Post call you?
Yes.
And they said this is an important story?
Well, then the guy called back and said, well, I don't know who told you it was the cover, but that's what the original message was.
Yeah, but I don't even see it in the paper.
It's not in the paper. Where is it?
Papa Boo, you think you were scammed again?
No, I know I wasn't scammed again.
You think that was Joe Pesci calling?
No.
It was Lindbergh.
Because it went through my mind this morning as I'm reading. I go, uh-oh.
No, I left you a message yesterday, too.
You did?
That it wasn't going to be on the cover. Ganji didn't give you that one, huh?
No.
I left you a message saying, Ganji, make sure...
No, I just said no, I heard.
The message was that it wasn't going to be in the paper?
No, he told me it's not going to be on the cover.
The guy said he was going to try to get it in the paper.
No, try. Now it's, because Gary was like, I have to speak to Howard, there's an emergency.
Well, that's the message that was left.
What do you mean the guy's going to try and get... Who needs him to try to get in the paper? If it's a legit... I would have just said, forget it, you can't have the tape. You're not clear with me. The guy called and said, I'm going to try and get this in the newspaper? You mean, that's a big difference between this is a front-page story and I'm going to try and get this in the newspaper.
He said it's big news. I think it'll be in tomorrow.
Oh, really?
That's what the guy said.
What is the guy's name?
Oh, I got it written down.
Yeah?
You know, the guy.
And how do you know he was from the New York Post?
What do you know I know? No, I called back and checked. They have a Washington office.
Washington office. And the guy answers the phone. Hello, New York Post.
Call information. Come on.
New York Post, Washington Bureau.
Hold on, Ma. I'll be right with you.
Yes, Mr. Bowie?
Yeah, Jackie. You guys...
I don't know, but I don't see anything in the paper. Yeah, Jackie, you guys are dicks. It's the guy. All right.
Don't be mad at me they didn't put it in.
No, I'm not mad at you. It just seems to me that even the story here changes.
How many papers called? You said a lot of papers.
No, the guy called, and then Jennifer's manager called and said everybody is calling him for this tape.
Yeah, I think Jackie called for the tape.
Yeah.
Hey, I can put it out. Hey, it was just weird that suddenly Gary comes in here this morning and says to me, the guy's going to try and get it in the newspaper.
The guy said
It's a big difference from the way you were on the phone yesterday.
But I called back. Howard, I called back.
Wolf, I have to talk fast. Front page story.
But
20 seconds of tape.
But I called back to explain that it wasn't going to be that way. I called back and left that message for you.
Well, whatever. Anyway, I don't see the story.
It's not in the paper at all.
Personally, I was shocked. I was like, why would this be a story that she saw? We know she saw the president's penis, but evidently it was a big story. So I don't know.
Evidently.
I don't know. It's a big story over at Gary's house.
I just answered the phone.
All right.
The rest is out of my control.
He gets excited. That's what happens.
Yes.
And he gets me excited. I get wild. I go, oh my God, this is big news. I said, I can't believe I didn't have the ability to discern that this was big news.
Yeah.
The message said they want to put it on the front page, and I didn't want to blow the opportunity. That's why I get excited.
Okay.
How would you like? What would you like me to do? Ignore the message?
No, it's just the next day when I talk to you about it and I get you in my eyesight.
But I left that message.
You
no, you're missing.
your
I
whole
left
story.
the message telling you that it wasn't as big as they originally said.
No, but today you're telling me the guy said, I'm going to try and get this in the
But I left that whole message explaining that.
What? Explaining what?
Explaining that.
No, I spoke to you. You said it was going to...
And then after that, I spoke to the guy
the message was that it was going to be in the newspaper.
But that's what the guy told me. He thought it would be in.
Yeah, but now today you're telling me a whole news story.
No, the news story is he thought it would be in. It wasn't
No. Your first story was it's going to be on the front page.
Right.
Okay. You called Ganji back and you said, hey, it's not going to be front page, but it's going to be inside the newspaper.
That's
that
what
was
the guy
message.
said.
Fine. Today, you come in here and you have a whole news story. Your news story is, hey, I spoke to a guy on the phone. He's going to try and get this story in the newspaper.
No, he said he thought it would be.
I don't need stories in the newspaper.
He said he
but
thought
you said something else.
That's not what you said, Gary.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, he said he thought it would be in.
Right, but this is 3 different stories you have.
Well, this is the one I'm sticking with.
What is the one you're sticking with?
Today's story.
He thought it would be. He said.
Today's news.
No, he gets completely wound up, and then like you get a hold of him, and it's like, hey, the guy just said he's going to really try hard to get it in the newspaper.
You're going to have to just calm Gary down and start questioning.
Yeah, I know. I got to learn to calm him down. Because I figure, he's checked us all out, and suddenly his whole story changes. Okay, so I'm a fool.
Kiss my ass, Robin. Kiss my big white ass.
Is it white?
It's hairy, so it's hard to tell that it's white.
My big Spanish-looking ass.
He changed this story 4 times since he walked in here. Am I right, Jackie?
I don't know. I'm very confused.
All right, yeah, you feel like you've
no, because it initially sounded like they were prepared to run the story, and all they needed the tape for was confirmation. Like, it was ready to run, but you know what? We better make sure.
Right.
Well, maybe the guy,
and then the front page. Then the second story was it's not going to be front page.
Did it ever dawn on you that the guy
it'll be on the interior.
You're such a cheating bastard.
And then goodbye. Goodbye. I'm out of here.
Like we need him for the rest of
Yeah, right. Oh, don't leave.
Call him up.
And I always love that whoever he's talking to is the guy.
Yeah, the guy
said.
The guy. Some guy.
It was the guy who told him it was Madonna's sister.
Who is this, Captain? Yeah, the same guy. Is this Captain Janks? Or Captain Janks' sister?
Look out. Here's the man who drives zookeepers to the point of suicide. Or even landscaping. Captain Janks.
Yes, good morning, Ken.
All right, Captain Janks with his own jingle.
Yes, how are you this morning?
And it's true, he hates the morning zoo as much as I do.
I hate all zookeepers. Lanigan, Brother Woozy, whatever.
Right, we hate all zookeepers.
A lot of them.
We hate zoos.
We certainly do, Howard.
We're anti-zoo.
We attacked weeds all weekend, Howard.
Did you really?
And Rochester, we were up there for the Howard Stern party.
Yeah.
Myself and Kenneth Keith Callenbach went to the local radio station and took over, Howard.
Really? What did you do?
We were playing our own music. We were playing Ozzy Osbourne and Judas Priest and all kinds of inappropriate music and talking about Brother Weeds on their own station. We had a ball, Howard.
All right, very good.
Jackie even did something that was very nice, Howard. A couple got married in the hotel where we were staying.
And you gave him a free CD?
Right. By the end of the night, he was dancing on one of the tables in the reception.
Oh.
Yeah, well, he's wild.
He certainly is.
Hey, so... there he goes. Anyway,
life of any party.
You made a phony phone call to a TV show that had Tony Danza on?
Yes, AM Philadelphia with the loser Wally Kennedy.
All right, AM Philadelphia had Tony Danza on, who you know used to be on Who's the Boss. He had a skiing accident where he almost lost the use of his legs.
Yes, he's looking pretty hard too, Howard.
Is he?
Well, he looks like he's been through hell.
Yeah, well, he crashed into a tree.
Yeah, he has been through hell.
Yeah.
Pipe in his back.
He's been through a tree.
He has a pipe in his back, Fred says.
He's the king of Channel 9.
Yeah. Oh, you know, it's kind of weird, like, he says he wants to go back and ski.
He has to get over that fear.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Get right back on the horse.
Yeah, get back on the horse.
You don't encounter a ski slope everywhere you go.
Yeah, I think you can skip that horse. But anyway, go ahead. Let me hear what happened.
Oh, cool.
Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Do you like Howard Stern?
Yeah, I have to admit, I do listen to him.
Great. How about you, Wally?
You know what I do? I really do. My secret's on. No, I think...
Tchaikovsky sucks.
See, the problem isn't Howard Stern. The problem is some of the clowns that listen to him. Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is
It
Diane.
never happened to me before. I'm so excited. What? Somebody said it's happened to me about 10 times in the last year. Welcome to the club, buddy. Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Welcome to the club.
Who's the buddy?
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Welcome to
10 times. He must have lost count. I call him once a week, Howard, for the past 5 years.
Well, you don't want to bring that up.
Ooh.
Well, Tony Danza excited to be to have a Howard Stern phone
It is
call.
an honor to get a Howard Stern call.
Why wouldn't a Tony Danza come on this show as opposed to AM Philadelphia? I'll never
What is he
understand
doing
that.
on AM Philadelphia?
Yeah, why is he on there?
Well, he has a movie out about a baseball team, and he also he actually owns a baseball team or hockey team or something.
It's really weird. There's a guy I know who drives a car, and he was driving Kiefer Sutherland.
Yes.
And I just said, he's going on the Today Show or something. I said, why do these guys always do the same shows? It's always boring, doesn't get anyone excited about their movie. But they would never come on a show like this, where people might actually get charged up about seeing their movie.
Well, he admits that he listens, Howard. I'd really like to see him on the show.
Yeah, I mean, if you're listening, like I'm reading the paper yesterday, right? Another story about Farrah Fawcett Majors. This time they're saying that she's got a crush on me.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now listen to this one. This you got to hear.
Boy.
Listen to this.
He's really getting worked up.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to.
Man.
I'd love to nail her. Rumors have been fueled by Les, but when Farrah Fawcett heard that she and Shock Jock Howard Stern were in the same building on Friday, that's when I was doing the Tonight Show and she was doing Conan, she went bananas, creating speculation that she might have a crush on the guy. I mean...
You mean they're thinking she would leave Ryan O'Neal for you?
Yeah.
Ryan O'Neal, I thought she was going out with the $6 million man.
No, she was married to him, but she left him.
For Ryan O'Neal. Now she's thinking of leaving Ryan O'Neal for me.
And you would get Redmond?
I would encourage you to do that, Howard.
Yeah. She
You're
needs
a classy person.
She needs a good father for those kids like me.
Redmond.
She could be the first lady, too. Governor over New York.
Yeah, she'd be my lieutenant governor.
No, your first lady.
Whatever. Fawcett was appearing on Late Night with Conan O'Brien about the same time Stern was paying a visit to Jay Leno, who was in New York to try to grab some of David Letterman's action. As soon as Farrah did her thing with the ever-boring O'Brien, she dashed from the set in hopes of catching a glimpse of the elusive Stern.
You're elusive.
Yeah, I am. You know I'm a recluse.
You're harder to get to than Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah. She was running around the building looking for me. Damn if I had known that. More likely, she jumped ship rather than risk snoozing through the rest of O'Brien's sleeper perched on the on-set couch reserved for the post-interviewed. What's funny is that O'Brien's staff tried to shield Fawcett from Stern to protect her from encountering the king of the uncouth.
Jerks.
And all along, she was trying to meet her favorite radio star.
See, they could have gained some perks by making that happen.
Meanwhile, in another studio, gubernatorial hopeful Stern was telling Leno that he wanted to make like Angela Lansbury and change costumes during the show. He did so once during a break, then on camera with supermodel Paulina Porzakova.
Porzakova.
He slipped off a pair of his pants and then went into another.
That was a hilarious appearance, Howard.
Unlike Bill Clinton, thank you. Unlike Bill Clinton, Stern didn't wear boxers. His black bikini briefs were seen, but who cares? We already know he has little to hide, confirmed by Paulina.
Ooh.
And it says, speaking of Stern, the Simon & Schuster editor of his bestseller Private Parts is moving to... Look at this. I'm like...
You're the mogul who's making everything happen.
Yeah, look at this. Philadelphia Daily News. I'm a force to be reckoned with.
I heard she got a talk show, Howard.
My girlfriend, Farrah Fawcett.
Your other girlfriend?
My other girlfriend, Judith Regan, is doing well.
She's the one you'd go to first, right?
Yeah. If my wife and I should... Well, if my wife gets cancer and dies very soon, I would go to Judith first for some sex. Although I called her yesterday, she was too busy to call me back. That was the first time that ever happened.
I saw on CNN Showbiz today that she's actually going to have a talk show, Howard.
Well, no, but according to her...
Or it's going to be like an anchor type of thing.
I was talking to her. She's been telling me about this deal for weeks.
Yeah.
And she said, well, Fox hired her. They're going to give her own book publishing label. They call it an insignia or something.
Right. She'll be on the book.
Yeah, it'll be called Regan Books. Hey, I better call. So there'll be Regan Books.
Roger Riddle's 4.
And then she's able to make movie deals and TV deals.
Anything she wants.
Yeah, right. She's running the Rupert Murdoch empire. And then on top of that, she's going to be the host of a 60 Minutes show. No. She's going to be a contributing correspondent. Yeah, you know, like Diane Sawyer. Like one of the guys who goes out. Yeah. And get the story.
Yeah.
You got that Kenneth Keith down.
Yes, he was with me all weekend, Howard.
She better hope that her boobs and ass don't fall at 40 years old. So, otherwise,
Do you
Rupert...
need those?
Rupert, oh, yeah. Rupert will throw right out.
Sign up quick.
Because when I was having my dealings with Fox, Mr. Murdoch asked me about Judith.
Oh, I was going to say, he asked you about your boobs and your ass.
No, he asked me about her boobs and ass. He wanted to know if they'd be falling if he's going to invest all this money. But I don't know. I don't know if I believe Judith. I don't know if it's all real, because she says she's going to be making millions of dollars and,
Yeah, she said it was a once-in-a-lifetime dream and that it was something she's always wanted to do, and now she'll be able to do everything.
But the point is, who is she?
I don't know.
Except my editor. That's the weird thing.
I just heard of her when she started working with you.
Yeah, the headline in the Post read Howard Stern's editor. Before that, nobody was hiring her to be on TV. Like, how did that all happen?
Everything you touch turns to gold, Howard.
Except you, Janks.
Well, I have a record deal, so.
That's true. Even he got a record deal.
That's right.
Yes.
You forget.
Kenneth Keith Callenbach's getting one, too, Howard.
No. What's he going to put on record?
He's going to have a band called Kenneth Keith Callenbach. That's it.
Really?
Yes.
And who is signing him?
They're passing out record deals like candy over at Atlantic, Howard.
I think Rupert Murdoch is signing Kenneth Keith.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be funny, though. I'm going to help him.
Who's he going to be with, Atlantic?
Yes. That's what I heard.
That's a very prestigious label with a fine history.
It was.
He hooked up with it at the taping of Stuttering John's video.
Is that right?
Yes, he met the owner or the vice president of Atlantic, and he offered him a job or something.
I'll tell you one thing. That's a record I would buy.
It certainly is.
I would want to hear it.
Kenneth Keith Callenbach's very funny.
Yeah.
Should have seen Howard at the press conference this weekend in Rochester. He threw up all over John Wayne Bobbitt.
Is that true?
No.
Is that really
There's a lot
true?
of people angry at John Wayne Bobbitt, Howard.
No, wait a second. Is that really true that Kenneth threw up on John Wayne Bobbitt, or are you just making that up?
He out of his eyes, and he started hacking. You know how he hacks after he does that?
Yeah, and he puked?
Yes. Well, it was almost a puke.
Oh, I don't believe
I think
this.
he stopped himself, his mouth filled up, and then he swallowed.
I was sitting there, he was sputtering, and Bobbitt was next to him.
And did he puke on
I
Bobbitt?
yelled, Kenneth, blow some smoke out of your eyes for the press, and he did that thing, and his face got all red, and all of a sudden he just... And, the stuff it wasn't puke, but it was the sputum,
Pre-puke.
Yeah, pre-puke. Thank you, Robin.
The spray,
That's a medical term.
The spray.
The
dry heave spray.
I had real puke on my foot.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
He
that.
puked on my foot on TV. And
there was a lot of pre-puke, and then he puked on you.
And then Channel 9 wouldn't let me show his puke. They put a blue dot over it.
Yeah.
And I said if I ever put out a tape of those old Channel 9 shows, I'm going to show Kenneth Keith puking on my feet.
Those are classics, Howard.
Yeah.
Those are certainly classics.
And it was one thing at Channel 9, they shot well. You saw everything.
Oh, yeah, we were all...
You could tell what he had for lunch.
You sure could.
Kenneth Keith Callenbach, during the course of the weekend in Rochester, probably ordered about 15 to 20 buckets of shrimp to his hotel room.
Channel 9 had this weird thing where if you cannot show body fluids on TV.
Coming out of the body.
Yeah, so I was surprised to learn. I always thought that was like urine or duty.
Yeah.
But it was, puke was considered one.
Yeah, who knew that?
Yeah, who knew that?
Remember, because the guy who swallowed the light bulbs ran into the bathroom, and that was such a heavy segment we couldn't use it.
Well, it was real weird. It was, the first time it happened was when Kenneth Keith puked on my feet, and I said, this is the funniest TV moment I have ever seen. Funnier than when Dean Martin put his ashes in George Gobel's cup on The Tonight Show. So I said, this is really funny. This guy just puked all over me. I'm a host, and this guy just vomited on me. So so Channel 9 starts editing it. I go, wait a second.
Where's the puke?
Where's the singularly most funny moment ever on television in this show? I said, no, that's a body fluid. So I argued and argued and finally got it down to like a blue dot. They prismed it like with cubes.
Right.
So you could see that something was going on. Then they were way too uptight on that channel.
That was our first meeting with him, too, right?
Yeah. Then, no, that was the second one.
No, yeah, it was the second one where he gulped all that water.
Yeah, if it had been the first, then I would have talked to him again. Then, the second puke thing that happened on Channel 9's TV show was I was doing a sketch with Linda Blair for The Exorcist. And this time we had fake puke. I was going to puke, and they had this long meeting that I was puking and showing body fluids.
Now, don't they show The Exorcist on TV?
Yeah, of course. Well, that's what I said. And they were like, no, we don't know. I said, it's fake puke. It's not real puke. They go, yes, but I wonder if... They were all confused by the fact that it was fake puke. And I thought it was the funniest thing. It took a week...
to get the okay.
On the puke. But it was fake. But that was a whole big decision because they were afraid that if they let this puke through, other vomit would wind up on the show.
Yeah, vomit would start to flow.
And they even said, if we're going to allow vomit this time, but there seems to be way too much vomiting going on. This is it on vomit. So then we had this guy on who could swallow whole light bulbs and Rubik's Cubes and junk.
And coins and bring them up in order and all kinds of things.
And then he could drink lighter fluid and light it on fire. And
Did he drink fish, too?
Yeah, fish. But it was not a magic trick. It was like the guy really does it. The guy's named Stevie Starr. He's really good. So afterwards, I heard he goes into the bathroom and vomits. Now, to me, that's validation that this guy's for real. Because you see him vomiting up all kinds of stuff.
Right, he's got to get all that crap he just took in out.
Yeah, all the lighter fluid and all that stuff. So I said, hey, take a camera and follow the guy. And it was great. I mean, it made it all authentic. It was great television. And, of course, they said, no, we are not showing vomit. I said, okay, we're going to cube the vomit. They go, this time, you're not even cubing the vomit. We told you the last vomit with Linda Blair, that was it. So I threw a tantrum and said, that's it, I'm not allowing the show to air. And they went, okay.
Oh, man.
So then you saw the guy go in the bathroom, and then there was a big black screen. I don't know if anyone remembers this. And all you'd hear was him vomiting.
You could hear vomit, you couldn't see it.
You're allowed to hear it. Because it's theater of the mind.
Because I remember that whole controversy about, you can see, we'll follow him with a camera to the bathroom.
Yeah.
But then that's it. We can't go inside the stall with it.
And by the way, it's only because it's me. All the other shows show vomit.
Well, they don't seem to have any trouble with fake body fluids like blood or anything like that. Bleeding is fine.
Yeah.
Because we could always bleed on the show.
I want to be the first host to make duty on this show, but they said, no, that's body fluid. I said, no, it's not a fluid, it's a solid.
It's liquid,
it's gas, it's everything. It's all different. It's like the universe.
It's alchemy.
It's made up of gases, solids, and fluids.
He's like the solar system.
Yeah, it's the black hole.
It's like the magic 8-ball. You don't know what's going to happen.
Right. I'll tell you, though, with that Channel 9 TV show, I spent more time on the phone than on the set. No one will ever have any idea how many hours I put in just on the phone trying to convince them to run stuff. I mean, endless hours and hours and hours. And I got so tired of it.
And you'd think you'd have an argument won.
Yeah.
And then you'd go home, and it would start all over again.
Yeah, because a different guy would take it up.
Howard, they didn't want you to do that this week.
Howard, I've argued all I can, and you're going to have to do it yourself now because they won't listen to me.
I've taken it on the chin.
Yeah, I mean, I think I primed the pump. They think that I'm on your team and I'm management. I'm supposed to be on their team.
I put a crack in the wall. You're going to knock it down.
Okay. I'm really on your side, but I can't let them know that.
You're a great guy. They're a great guy, but I don't know. I'm only one guy.
I'm really on your side.
I got to take a back seat on this one.
I know, right? All right, so anyway, I spent a lot of time on the phone, but, it's weird. You know how we just got new FCC fines, $200,000 more? I wish we made as much money as we are fined.
Yeah, that would be a nice little pittance for Jackie.
So now we're up. I found out what the total is. It's $1.8 million according to some newspaper article.
Right, because that's why I kept asking. I kept seeing totals, and they weren't over 2.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's right, because I've seen totals at 2.1.
Really?
Yeah.
Because what I've seen in this last go-round is somewhere in the 1.7 to 1.8 range.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure no one breaks my record before I leave radio. So I got to get it up around 2 or 3. Somewhere in the 3 range.
Yeah, 3 would be impossible to beat, I would imagine.
Yeah, because like Babe Ruth, when he got beat by, Mickey whatever his name was, Roger Maris, Hank Aaron.
And all those others, yeah.
I want to be the guy who's, the Babe Ruth of radio. I never get beat. I want to be Hank Aaron.
You want your record to stand for a long, long time.
Yeah. But you know what's weird, though? Now, listen, you explain this to me, okay? So I keep getting fined by the FCC. There's millions of broadcasters out there doing all kinds of raunchy stuff. Oprah Winfrey won 4 Emmys yesterday for all her crap that she puts on TV. She's Little Miss Wonderful. Meanwhile, she's up against Donahue, and I'm saying Donahue invented this whole running around in the audience with the microphone, and Oprah's winning all the awards. Boy, if that isn't a kick in the pants.
Well, Howard, somebody else invented the talk show, but if you went on in late night, you would win.
That's right. That's right. But at least I would do it a little different.
Well,
She'd just do it.
She does it different.
Yeah. She wears a dress. He doesn't.
There you go.
Do you think Oprah Winfrey would have you on, Howard?
No.
No. She's a big baby. Anyway, and by the way, she will get fat again. You can even see it. You can see it in her arms.
She's fat now, Howard.
What?
She's fat now. She was in Philly the other day, Howard, doing a tour with her television show.
Yeah, she got heavier.
And
she's already heavier?
Oh, yeah.
I went down there to ask her what she thought about you.
You asked her what she...
Well, I went down there, too, but we couldn't even get to her, Howard.
Yeah.
Right.
Security was too much.
Anyway, here's my point. Public television. Listen to this. There's a show they're running. A guy wrote me this. He says, Howard, are you aware that on the current Prime Suspect 3 series being shown on PBS, now this is government television, the same government that is fining me for supposedly bad words. On PBS, at all hours, sometimes as early as 8 p.m. when children are viewing.
Prime children time.
The following words are being tossed around like popcorn on this show. A foul word for penis. Let me see how I can tell you what the word is. It starts with a P as well. Usually you call this to someone who's a real skunk.
Okay.
And don't ever prick your finger because it will bleed. Do you get the idea of what the word is?
No. What is it?
All right. Now, the S word and a slang term for oral favors, oral sodomy. That a woman, when a woman, with a B, and the other initial is a J.
Okay.
All right. Those are 3 of the words. This is exactly the way the words are being said. No blipping out, nothing.
They're full out.
Right. Now, do you think the FCC knows about this?
No.
Do you think the FCC has done anything about this airing at 8 o'clock at night during family hour?
When they themselves say language should be restricted?
Yeah. Well, how come if I don't have a case in court for selective enforcement, I don't know who does. I'm going to save this letter.
You should get a tape of the show.
Does anybody have a tape of that show? I'm sure no one does because nobody watches that garbage.
Well, that's why the government doesn't know about it.
Nobody has the good sense to complain. So the name of the show is Prime Suspect 3.
Prime Suspect 3. I don't even know what that is.
It's on PBS, public television. 8 o'clock at night that runs with all the foul language that they say is going to ruin the country. But evidently the government runs it itself. So why is the government not being fined for these programs? Why is Infinity Broadcasting only being fined? Because I talked about a woman shaving. For God's sakes.
You've never used any of those words.
No, I haven't. But I might have talked about going to the bathroom, which will kill any 2-year-old. If you talk about going to the bathroom, because nobody does it besides me.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't know where the room was if you hadn't mentioned it.
Yeah. I might have said bowel movement. You got to read these complaints against me. It's just the funniest stuff you'll ever read. You'll go, this is ludicrous. This is 2-year-old stuff. This is for babies. This is what little kids talk about.
We sit around talking like kids.
Yeah. But no one wants to admit it. We sure do. All right, Captain Janks, thank you.
Hello, Mother Angelica.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Do you agree with Howard Stern about Kathy Lee Gifford's baby being the incubus?
Do you know what you're saying? You want to put it in my language, sweetheart?
Okay. Do you agree with Howard Stern about Kathy Lee Gifford's baby being the incubus?
We'll say a prayer for whatever you said. Will you write me a letter and put the whole thing on paper? Maybe if I could read it, then we could give you an answer, okay?
What's so hard to understand?
What is it, Mother who?
Mother Angelica.
Put it on paper, dear.
She's the one with the giant cross. It's a cross bigger than the actual one that Jesus was on. You've seen her.
Yeah. It's like Mrs. Butterworth.
Mrs. Butterworth with a giant cross, and it's made out of wood, and it's like, here's an old biddy who, devoted her life to not having sex with guys, and just this beautiful cross.
It's on a long chain.
God bless her, she deserves a cross 3 times the size. I mean, she hasn't gotten laid in like 500 years.
And probably ever, Mother Angelica.
Right. And that cross, she's always sitting down. You can see she's all bent over from that cross. From that cross, her spine is a question mark. For God's sakes. Jesus himself would say, who needs such a big cross? You're only...
I didn't want to carry the one they gave me.
Right.
Why are you wearing it?
Wearing it. Oh, listen. Oh, I got to say, she loves Jesus more than anyone on the planet.
You think?
Oh, absolutely. And what she's talking about on that show, I don't know.
Well, she doesn't know either. I mean, she doesn't recognize the term incubus.
Incubus is one of the words that the Bible teaches us. And Kathy Lee Gifford is one of our big icons. How can you not know?
Mother Angelica doesn't know these 2 terms?
She hasn't heard the incubus theory on Kathy Lee Gifford? First of all, let me clear that up. I never said that her children were the incubus. I said it would be interesting if Giff had the demon seed and her children turned out to be the 7th sign.
It was a theory.
It was a theory. It was a theory based on stupidity. Nevertheless.
Just a little speculation.
Right.
Dream.
Yeah. You think Mother Angelica would have sex with Jesus if he came back?
But that's who they're for, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's their bride. So if Jesus ever does return, which I believe Jesus will return.
He's going to have... You know what? He's going to be David Koresh.
Right. So you're saying she's spread and ready for Jesus.
Moving up.
No wonder Jesus doesn't return. Look who's waiting for him.
Oh, man, I should stay right where I was.
And you know who's going to be at the front of the line. Not the novices.
No.
Those women who've been waiting.
For 80 years.
These nuns who have been waiting 80 years for Jesus.
Oh.
Me first.
I've been waiting.
Mother Angelica here.
Oh, Crust City. All right, let me take a break.
We'll have to start creating some miracles.
Yes. Let's take a break, and then we'll be back, and we'll take some phone calls right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
Swear to God, that's true. Every movie I see, the most tired plot of every movie that I see, it's the same plot every time. When you see these police movies, or detective movies, or murder mysteries, it's the same one. It's always the federal guys, the feds, can't cooperate with the local police. And the local police are always smarter than the feds. If I see one more movie where the feds come in and they can't cooperate with the local police...
They take over the case and screw everything up.
I'm watching that Bruce Willis movie, the one that the good one.
Die Hard?
Die Hard. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, you got to think back there. There was a good one.
There's one local black cop who's got brains. Everyone else, the feds are the Keystone Cops. Everyone else is a moron. Nobody knows anything. There's only one guy. He's eating donuts. He's the guy who knows everything. He's the guy. Every movie I see, the feds know nothing. They're like baboons.
But there is a case to be made. Look at how much crime there.
Maybe. But here's the problem. I've never seen a plot line like that. It's unbelievable.
Maybe it's based on fact.
Boy,
These criminals are always masterminds. They're always geniuses.
I'm so into filmmaking now. I'm like totally immersed in the Hollywood scene.
Are you studying the art?
Oh, man.
Your art?
I've been talking with writers, directors. Yeah, I've got, I've got my big screen plans laid out, and this is what I'm focused on. I'm focused to the point of distraction.
You no longer are doing radio.
No. I do not want to be referred to as a radio personality. I am now a screen presence.
A screen presence?
Yes, and not even an actor. I'm a screen presence.
Well,
that is my title now.
Do you have a shooting schedule yet?
Baba Booey. First, we have a writing schedule. And then we have a shooting schedule.
Well, I thought that because of
the only thing I'll be shooting is you, because...
I thought because since you are king of all media, because of your very busy schedule, I thought that you might have A block of time laid out.
We have a block of time. Baba Booey's not entirely incorrect.
Is that true?
Yeah,
First time.
First time. Let's give him a round of applause.
Not even Gary's right. Gary's not entirely incorrect.
Right. We have an estimated time of arrival. We have a game plan as to when this.
You want to be and ready to shoot.
That's right. So I'm immersed in this.
And so now, what are you doing every day, Mr. Screen Presence?
Right now, I have been preparing for a series of meetings that I'll be taking. And
preparation for the meeting.
Yes, I'm preparing for meetings. And I am writing down my thoughts.
And then there's somebody else writing down their thoughts?
Right, my overview, if you will, my grand plan. And then
treatment, would you say?
It wouldn't be fair to call this a treatment because this is unlike any document that has ever been written in the history of film. But my film will certainly be different.
There won't be any feds in it.
No feds and local police fighting. I assure you of that.
All right.
All right. And David Hasselhoff will not be drilling through sand with his head.
Come on, that
rescuing
was good.
people. No, it's just not happening. And it won't be like Eddie Murphy, who ran out of stuff to say and just runs around in a car blowing stuff up. God, he lost it. What's the matter with him? Do something new. Get a little motivation. There's people putting up money.
He acts as if there's no more stories to be told.
I know. Wait till you see the scene I have written. I morph into Fabio for my dream sequence.
Oh, stop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you morph.
Yeah, I morph.
They did that to you last night.
Yeah.
On hard copy.
Yeah, hard copy, we're going to get the piece. It's really a visual thing. They did a piece on... Since I'm running for governor, they gave me a makeover, and it was really funny. All these really big designers were drawing pictures of me with my new look.
Yes.
Me as Kevin Costner. I feel like that one guy goes, "This is the Kevin Costner look." I see Howard in a very tapered suit with the hair. Like Kevin Costner doesn't have any hair.
No, what was it? First it was the Mel Gibson look.
Yeah. Then the next thing I knew it was a Michael Jackson look.
And they do a Pat Riley?
Yeah, Pat Riley, where I had almost no hair on my head.
That's right. That was the one they said that was most like you, where they slicked your hair back.
Yeah, and that was really attractive. It looked really good. I'll stick with my look.
This would work for Howard.
It's kind of funny, too, because I've been thinking about cutting my hair, but not drastically, but, cutting off 2 or 3 inches. Maybe a little shorter.
I didn't like anything they had done.
No. I look a lot better with long hair hiding my face.
Just because you can't have a long-haired governor?
Yeah. Yeah, all of our great governors were long-haired.
But the morphing was funny when they put your head on, your Fabio's hair on your face.
But the funniest part is why I want to get the tape.
What?
At the end of the spot, that really good-looking piece of ass that pretends to be an anchor woman.
Yeah, the one
Maureen,
Terry Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
The one that Peter Jennings used to write letters to.
Yeah. Did he really?
Yeah.
What's with him?
Do you want the tape? I have it.
You got the tape?
Yeah, I brought it.
Oh, cool.
Want me to have it dubbed off?
Yeah, I didn't know you had it.
Why didn't you tell anybody?
Nobody asked.
Yeah, he always brings stuff in. Anyway, so let him dub it off. At the end, she goes... The other anchor guy, that guy who came in here and I was real mean to, what's his name?
I forget his name.
Bob. Let's call him Bob.
Okay.
Barry Nolan.
There you go.
He goes, "Well, what do you think of Howard's new look?" And she said, "Well, I really like the way Howard looks. It's just fine. I just wish he'd show off his beautiful eyes more."
He really does have beautiful eyes.
I got a feeling I could bang her.
Sure.
She wouldn't do Peter Jennings.
Yeah, but, he's boring.
He's stiff.
Yeah.
I just happened to turn on TV, and I heard that, and it sounded to me like he was trying to set her up to trash you.
Yeah.
And she went the other way with it.
Yeah, she was horny for me,
You think they don't write everything?
I think that, I think that hard copy...
I think that was a genuine moment, Ron.
Yep.
I'm with Jackie on that.
I'll give that.
That seemed very genuine from the heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think hard copy... It's so, going out of their way to kiss your ass because they had a bad relationship that they probably told her, you better say something nice.
Yeah, I'm feeling real positive about hard copy. They've been doing some nice pieces. It used to be, I used to turn off every TV in the house when hard copy was doing a story on me because it was real embarrassing. But I think we called kind of a truce. And I got to admit, I do watch it every night because it's better than Entertainment Tonight. Because at least they deal with, it's almost like National Enquirer for
Entertainment
TV.
Tonight has turned into a commercial for what they're covering.
Yeah, it's gotten quite dull. I don't even find myself watching it that much anymore. I watched the first 2 stories and I'm out of there.
Yeah, and last night they were following themselves around at Home Improvement.
Yeah, that was weird. I still can't believe Tim Allen is successI'm anyway.
It's not him, is it?
I hope not.
Can't believe it either.
He's a good guy.
Good guy, but why can't I get a show?
So I'm watching...
Why can't I wait for that?
Anybody who's been busted for pot is a good guy in Jackie's eye.
Absolutely.
Hey. Go.
He sold it.
So, I'll get to that guy on the phone in a minute. We're going to take some phone calls in a second. But, it's real weird because my in-laws are over for the next couple of days. I got my mother-in-law, my father-in-law. This is my worst nightmare. They're nice people, but, you know, it's just too many people. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, Bruce.
Did he arrive? Oh, he's here.
Yeah, and my sister-in-law, Betsy. What?
It's just funny. It seems like they come a little earlier every year.
Yeah, you are right.
One day earlier.
You are right, sir. You are right, sir. And you got to understand.
He'll be living there all the time.
You know, I basically spend my whole day I have a little office in my house, and I sit down there.
It's not little. You're implying that you were in a cramped space.
It's the biggest space in the house. I built myself a huge bat cave, so I can just be alone.
Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah. Jackie, you've been down there.
Yeah.
Robin knows. It's got locks all over it, and you can't even get into it, and it's all black.
It's your bunker.
It's a bunker. It's got the nicest furniture in the house. It's
That's the real house.
Yeah.
The rest is an addition.
The rest I don't care about. I tell my wife I don't care if it blows up. I pretend I'm Katie Beers. I've just been thrown down a hole by a guy. So my hole has everything.
It's fully equipped.
I got CD, I got computers, I got TV. I got everything. TV in the computers. IBM hooked me up. I got TV.
Do you have a refrigerator down there?
Yes. I have everything. I don't have cooking facilities down there, but I'm thinking of adding it.
Canned goods.
Yeah, I've got a bunker. And I go down there, and I sit there, and I think.
Yeah, we don't know what he does.
Yeah, I'm on the phone mostly. And then when I'm not on the phone, I'm watching TV. So
when does the thinking come in?
During the TV. It's a whole process I go through. So when my in-laws come, I feel this pressure that I have to run upstairs every half hour or so and just say, hey.
Let them know you're still there.
Because I know they think I'm hiding from them specifically, which I am, but I hide anyway.
That's your usual behavior.
Right.
You wouldn't be roaming around anyway.
Yeah. And I do have a lot of stuff to do, particularly with the movie and, you know.
Well, you're a screen presence.
I'm a screen presence now. I'm a force in the industry. I can't wait till my movie comes out. I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. It's going to be big. I know it. I feel this one. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. And I'm no Ralph Cramden.
This is not another one of those get rich.
Yeah, right. It's not one of those get rich quick. You name another star in Hollywood. Now that I'm in Hollywood.
Oh,
officially.
I thought this was New York.
You name another star in Hollywood that could go on pay-per-view for one night and have the biggest pay-per-view gross, all right, in the history of pay-per-view. You name one.
You're absolutely right.
Could Bruce Willis do that? Could Eddie Murphy do that?
Could all the Baldwin brothers do it together?
Yeah, put all 3 friggin' Baldwin brothers.
4.
Whatever. And put them on pay-per-view and let them stand there naked. Balls ass naked. Let them stand there and see if they can do anything. The only other guy I could think of that even comes close that could possibly do something like on the scale that I did, David Hasselhoff with Baywatch.
Well, he's doing it.
Yeah, he sure is.
Sure, it's going to be a big success.
Oh, yes.
Did you see the commercial yet?
No, I don't want to see that.
I got to bring that to you.
Too big.
You watch this show.
I'll be too jealous. You got to bring me the commercial. I want to play it on the show. I'm going to give him a free commercial.
It's incredible.
There's nobody in show, but it's going to be big. God bless Reicher Entertainment and David Kirkpatrick. So, I can hardly wait. It's big. It's big, 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 big.
So anyway, you were saying...
Yeah, oh yeah. So, you know, I lock myself downstairs, and then my in-laws are over. My mother-in-law. How are you, Howard? And yesterday my wife had some girls over for her birthday, including Robin. Robin was over the house. and my mother-in-law, and my father. So you saw the scene out there.
I was very proud of you yesterday.
Yeah.
You stayed out for a long time.
Did you notice, though, I eventually disappeared downstairs?
Yeah, you did. You finally caved in.
And did you see my move? I go, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And then I just disappear?
You just disappeared.
Yeah, right.
He was gone for, I don't know where you were. You just sort of,
I was
your
hiding.
presence was missing after a while.
Because I can't take it. Did you see my mother-in-law parading around with the baby? You would have thought she gave birth to that baby.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question.
Yeah.
Are they within listening distance of the show now?
Who?
Certainly.
Oh, my in-laws? No.
You mean down in Florida?
Yeah, I was just...
No.
Oh, no.
Because Orlando...
That would add a whole nother...
No. I'm
because
thank
they'd
God.
have opinions on everything.
No, I refuse to allow Tampa to carry our... Because they get radio out of Tampa.
Okay.
No, I'm not... Screw the FCC. I am not allowing
You're
us.
banning.
I'm banning us in Tampa. I don't want to hear from my in-laws. So anyway, they're in town. So everywhere I go, they are. And yesterday was unbelievable. So and every year they come, Jackie's right, they come earlier and earlier and earlier. It used to be for Memorial Day weekend they come for the 3 days. Now they show up on Wednesday. The kids all show up on Wednesday. And now it's turned into a week of family fun.
But wait a minute.
So
you said that they follow you around. When you disappear downstairs,
no.
they don't follow you.
Here's what happened. As soon as I come up, I'd started to get hungry. So I figured, hey, it's like 4:30. My wife has served them a huge lunch, and they've been eating all throughout the day. I'm going to sneak into the kitchen. Because you know me, I don't eat that crap my wife serves. I just, I do my own thing. Mm-hmm. I'm always on a diet. I'll sneak into the kitchen, and no one will bother me. I walk into the kitchen is empty. I see them, they're all out doing things. As soon as they see me go into that kitchen, boom! Everybody's in there with me. I said, I know it too, and it irks me.
Do you make noise?
I'm so quiet. I close the door. I sneak around my own house, and I just go, I'm just going to make my dinner. I'm just going to make my dinner. I start repeating it like a mantra. I'm just going to eat my dinner. I'm going to get my dinner together, and I'll run back downstairs, and I'm just going to heat it up. But they're like white on rice. My brother-in-law Bruce spots me, and like my brother-in-law Bruce is in the travel business, but sometimes he plans trips for radio stations and stuff, so he thinks he's like in the same business as me, and he waits to get his hands on me. And like I was walking up the steps, and I heard him like in the living room talking to my wife about, I called Peggy Panache to see if I could. I heard him doing his. I just said he's talking about radio. He's going to get a hold of me, and I see him. He stares at me. My brother-in-law stares at me. He stares and watches my every move. So when I get into the kitchen, all of a sudden, the only person in there was my daughter Emily. Suddenly, boom. My mother-in-law comes in with the baby because she loves to be in the room with me to show me that she's holding the baby, that the baby loves her. See, darling? Look, she won't leave my arms. And then she goes, do you want to go to Daddy? And the baby's like, no. And she's like, she wants Grandma, Grammy. They all were like this. They were all like this. Robin's laughing because she knows. She knows. Am I right?
Oh, I just remember she's like a homing pigeon.
Yeah.
She knows everything. When I was leaving, Deborah's bus pulled up.
Yeah.
She was out the bus didn't make any noise.
Right. No one knew.
She was out the door like a shot. I've been waiting. But, and she loves the kids. God bless her. She loves the kids. Yes,
but
wonderful.
she loves the kids like a stalker. Okay? It's an obsessive love where she can't even talk to another adult when the kids are around. Or if there's another adult around, she begins to show everyone how much the children love her. Mm. She loves to show. And she loves to show me. It's a scary love, Robin. It's not a normal love.
No, stop it.
It's really weird. But I don't mind because it gives me free time. I know I'm going to have a wonderful weekend because I'll sit poolside and I'll relax and, and if everyone leaves me alone, I'll be just fine. So, what does that sign say, Fred?
It says fine.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ignore it.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of talking.
It's your show.
Right. It's my show.
The last time you were here, you promised us that you were going to hide a microphone and capture something.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, Jackie.
Well, you've got plenty of time this time.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. So, I got to do it. We got to plan that one.
After all this, if I ever actually heard tape of her.
Oh my God!
Look, the baby loves me, darling.
You would go out of your mind. Because you know, Rob. Didn't she come up to you and show you how the baby loves her?
She came over with the baby and she said, You see?
Right? You see? Proof. This baby loves me.
You see?
Yeah, she wants to be the most loved by the children. And God bless her, she puts in a lot of energy. You know what?
She works at it.
The kids, because she'll sit down there and play endless childlike games and cut out paper mache. It's like having a kindergarten teacher 24 hours a day.
For hours.
Yeah, and by Friday, by tomorrow, she will be so exhausted she'll walk around bleary-eyed and barely able to talk. I
don't know how she keeps up the pace.
And what she'll do, by the time she goes back to Florida on Monday, she'll be sick. She'll be so sick she's going to miss like a week of her life. You know what you might, like a campaigning politician, she'll go through that house with those kids. But I love it because it affords me a free time.
Well, I have to commend her because she lavishes attention equally. I didn't think it was possible. But she does not miss.
And she has endless energy for this nonsense. And she's barnstorming from room to room, like with the kids. And then she starts yelling at my father-in-law, which is the best.
What?
Bob, be a grandfather. Bob, be a grandfather. Because Bob likes to mellow out and read the paper and just hang out. He really, guys aren't into it.
He's a great grandfather for older kids.
Yeah, and I pulled her aside and said, Bob's the kind of guy who likes to hang out with adults. You know, he's not really into like sitting and conversing for long amounts of time with the kids. And when he does converse with them, he gets them all pissed off and crying.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because he always says the wrong thing to them. He like starts teasing. He likes to joke with them, and he thinks that like he gives a joke. I don't even know what he's talking about, and the kids get all confused and get upset.
Oh no!
He tortures them, but he doesn't know he's doing it. He's an innocent. Like he'll just like because he talks real soft, and he'll say, "Yes, did Aunt Betsy tell you she ate a dog?" Something like but like he's kidding around, and no one knows it, and the kids get all upset that Aunt Betsy ate a dog, and
a little too sophisticated.
Yeah, right. A little too sophisticated. But anyway, so I make my move up from my basement into the kitchen. Okay, I make my move, and I figure, well, it's 4:30, no one's going to bother me. My brother-in-law catches me, he runs in. Next thing I know, my mother-in-law's in there with the baby doing her thing. Howie. Do you believe how much? Do you love? And then she starts talking to me. Even though other people are talking to me, she's talking, and the other people are talking, and now no one is listening to each other. And suddenly, I just want to get the rice, the beans, and the salad, which I eat every night, into the microwave, heat it up, and get downstairs. But suddenly, it's a press conference. Everyone's been waiting. It is a press conference.
So, like, they all moved into the kitchen now.
Now, I open up the refrigerator. My brother-in-law is in the refrigerator with me looking through to see what I'm going to take out. My mother-in-law's watching me put the rice and the beans in the bowl, commenting.
Well, is this a new concoction? Because she surely is interested in the new recipe.
Yeah. And she's already started. We must have time to talk. We must have time to talk. And it's like, no, we don't need time to talk. We never have time to talk. You're with the kids. And it's all right. I'm not looking for time to talk. I talk enough. So then I maneuver through the kitchen. I'm making the food. I finally get the food. I sneak the bowl out of there. I get down like a hungry dog. I'm walking. I make my way to the living room. My father-in-law's following me. He's got something to tell me. He goes, he talks in a monotone. So he says, "You've got some collection of movies down there." Now I'm nuts. Now I go nuts because my father-in-law is not allowed into my office without my permission.
Is that right?
Yeah, because he goes through all my shelves and starts looking at all my stuff. And I have stuff down there. I don't feel like sharing with my father-in-law. It's a manly room where I am. That is my castle.
It's your domain.
Yeah. It's like I wouldn't go into his bedroom and start shuffling through his stuff.
You wouldn't open his drawers.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'll start going through his underpants drawer. Look for his rubbers. So he says to me, "You've got some collection of movies down there." So I go, "Oh, so you were in my office?" Yeah. I go, "Hey, man, what are you guys going through my stuff down there again?" Because what happens is they all take the movies out of there, and I never see them again.
Yeah, you can't find anything.
And some of them I haven't watched yet. I like to be the first one to watch it. Then all of a sudden, Bruce, my brother-in-law, says, "Can I ask a favor?" I go, "Yeah." This is 2 seconds they're in the house. "Can I have a book, one of your books that you wrote? So can you autograph it? Because the guy at the airport helped get some tickets for, Bob and Norma. And I promised him a book, an autographed book. I said, wait a second. Let me get this straight. You're in the airline business. You're in the ticket business. You have to get some free tickets or something. How does my name work into this? How does the guy even know that I'm your brother-in-law? How does my name get worked in? What do? You go up and say, hey, this is Howard Stern's in-laws, and we need plane tickets, and I'll get you an autographed book? I mean, is it that direct? Or does it happen like the guy does you a favor, and then you go, hey, by the way, you know who my brother-in-law is? Howard Stern. I'd like to give you an autographed book. And then I have to fork over a book and autograph it?
Yeah, he doesn't buy the book.
Yeah, I mean, where's the benefit in all of this for me? You know, no offense. You've been in here 2 seconds. Can I have your new video and poster, too?
No, he did.
Yeah, he's already put in requests. But I know enough to, like, wait till the last minute. Like, maybe he'll forget about it, or I'll just give it to him. Because if I bring up a video and poster for him, then right away my mother-in-law is going to need them. I need those, too. I don't have one, darling. And we have friends who want to see it. Oh, and it's just like, and then she gets real needy and needs lots of stuff.
Oh, dear.
You know, they have.
Now stop that. They don't do that.
Oh,
do they really?
No, I'm making this stuff up. I'm so creative that I can create a fantasy world.
Well, I just have never seen this.
Slow them down.
Oh, they were so proud of you yesterday.
Yeah.
There they are.
They're the happy couple.
Every time you and Allison were together, so there they are.
I know, my mother-in-law, and every minute my mother-in-law comes up to me and says, every time I see your wife, that of course it's her daughter, every time I see your wife, she gets younger and younger and more beautiful. You better watch out. They're always telling me I better watch out. Meanwhile, I'm the one who's got all the broads flocking to him. But they're always telling me I better watch out. Right. I think she's got cataracts. I'm the one who's getting younger and more beautiful.
Oh, you.
No, I met your daughter when she was 24. She was much younger back then. Don't tell me what I know what I married. But every minute, she is getting more and more beautiful. You better watch out. Watch out for what? What, she going to dump me for some other loser? Yeah. She's getting younger. She's a fetus.
Yeah, fetus.
Fetus, yeah. Fetus, yeah.
Yeah, fetus.
Every minute with that routine. Oh, your wife looks so beautiful. I think they're afraid every minute I'm going to leave her.
Yeah, what are they trying to say?
They can't figure out why I haven't dumped her already. It's a pisser. Oh, there's a guy on the phone. What the hell? Oh, this guy. Let me take a break, and you got to hear this guy. This guy was jogging.
Yeah.
He ran into President Clinton.
Really?
Yeah, this is a cool story. And then he got so starstruck, he forgot to ask Clinton about me. But then, as he was jogging, Dee Dee Myers jogged by. That's the president's press secretary, I guess?
Yeah.
And she had plenty to say about me.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can just jog right up to the president?
I don't know, but he was involved in a special situation that he got to, you know. I guess we get
sounds odd.
Yeah, there's a whole thing. But he'll tell you the whole story. Anyway, when I was with my in-laws last night, though, they like to watch TV stuff of mine. They want to see tapes and stuff, you know. They like to sit around and watch me. So I called down and told them to watch hard copy. That was the point of the story.
Right.
Because I called down and I just said, hey, watch hard copy, because I saw it was going to be a fluff piece, thank God. So they all liked it and everything.
Well, you know, I was sitting there thinking about it. I said, I wonder, now this is, you didn't even do anything to instigate this story.
No.
Now people are just going around trying to figure out ways to bring your name up and talk about you.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Feels very good. I guess I must be a very important man.
I said, wow, this is pretty incredible when, you know, like you don't even do anything and are expecting to be on TV.
All I know is I'm laying in bed and that piece of ass, Terry Murphy, was, I mean, that's some piece of ass.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a piece of ass. And,
Jackie. When he says it sounds so dirty.
Yeah, I know. When Jackie says it's like, he's raping someone. But the point is, she said on TV last night that she really digs my appearance. That's what I want to play for you as soon as Ganji gets me the tape.
It was pretty funny when that other expert said that you had a strong jawline.
Yeah, which I don't.
What is she talking about?
Hey, she's in love. And don't ruin it by pointing out my weaknesses.
Well, I just want you to know, don't put yourself in her hands.
That's
she
why.
Can't even see.
No.
Do you think the Beavis and Butthead crowd would still vote for him if he actually wore a tie?
I like his look the way it is. I would like to see his eyes, though. He really does have very nice eyes.
That's nice to know.
I thought there was more to it. It was the way she was saying it. You had to see it.
It stretched out for you.
Yeah. You know what? In my mind, she had said a lot more than just that. Isn't that weird?
Oh, I don't think that's weird at all. I told you. What did I say to you the moment we were talking about it? I said, you blow it up. You make it sound so incredibly.
You thought she said, God, I got to sodomize that guy.
I mean, you got woozy when I said, did you hear what Terry Murphy said on Hardcover?
Yeah. I said, she wanted it.
Oh, man. I said, Howard, come on. She didn't say that much.
She said she likes my looks.
I thought it was longer, too.
Yeah, me too.
I remember.
You have to see her say it. There's a look of love.
She did have a big smile on her face.
Yeah.
You know? She had that look of love.
She has the same smile when she's announcing an axe murder.
Thanks. Let me take a break so you can hear this guy who jogged. And actually, I am quite happy that my in-laws are in because it makes my kids happy. And,
oh, yeah.
And it makes me happy, Robin.
Look, they're beautiful, wonderful
They are the most wonderful in-laws you could ever ask for.
I just think they're wonderful people.
That's right. That's right, they are.
A joy to be around.
My wife threw herself a birthday party because I wouldn't throw her one.
That was wrong. I meant to talk to you about that. You're supposed to throw that party.
No, she even said, if you throw the party, you'll invite like 3 people. You won't know to invite anyone.
Look, you were supposed to throw her the party she wanted.
She threw herself the party she wanted. I was a sucker who paid for it. She threw her own birthday party because she knows I'm such a lazy hump that I'd never do it for her. So, because I told her I was against the birthday party. I was the one saying this is wrong. I don't believe in birthday parties except for me. She threw her own birthday party. And it was real nice. And then my mother goes, you have to make a speech. I go, no, I don't. Not in front of all these yentas.
Oh, that I wish I had on tape.
I have it on tape.
You do?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you got to bring that in.
No,
everybody would want to hear that.
Yeah. Would you kiss my ass?
Come on, Howard.
No, it was between me and my wife and her yenta friends.
If you had heard that, Jackie, you wouldn't be so embarrassed about your I'm sorry, Nancy.
Really?
Yeah.
You better bring that in.
I had to profess my love in front of her dumb friends.
You got to bring that in.
All right, let me think it over.
Oh, Howard, I can't believe you're withholding.
Didn't you like? I got up and I went, I don't know what to say. So I said, okay, let's break down into groups of 3 so we can all sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat. I had the whole crowd singing Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Hey, come on. Wasn't that touching?
That was funny.
All right.
Started off good.
Started off good. Yeah. Then I did. And I had them, and they were going for it. I had them singing.
People started grouping.
Yeah, they grouped. It was and I was leading like Mitch Miller.
I got a stupid ass.
But it was really weird. Like everyone wanted me to get up in front of Allison's friends, all these yentas who really aren't even friends. They're just people we know through the kids and the school and stuff, and get up and profess my love for her.
How many people are we talking?
20?
Oh, no, lots more than
30.
that.
30.
I would say more.
40. 40.
This is
Did you say 40?
I would say about 50 people.
Okay.
50 women?
50 women.
Who?
My mother goes, you have to get up there and make a speech. I go, why are you such a pain in the ass? When did you become my boss? I'm 40 friggin' years old. When are you going to get out of my tuchus?
Oh, jeez.
She was like running the
You have to do it because it's your wife, and you got to make a speech. So I said, I don't know what I'm going to say. So I start getting up, and I'm rambling about Jackie Onassis and about how those bastards...
You were doing killing time?
I was killing time. I get up there, and I go, listen, this Jackie Onassis, that really pissed me off. For 2 kids get up there at that funeral in front of the whole world, and they don't even have a... I said, they are the waspiest. They get up and they're reading from the Bible instead of saying something warm about their mother. It shows you she raised them like cold fish, like she was. I said, it's unbelievable. They get up at a funeral and they got nothing to say. Nothing to say. They're going to read from a Bible. Drone on. 2 parrots. I mean, the poetry was very nice, Caroline Kennedy, but she didn't write the poem.
She couldn't even read it well. At least pick a poem you understand.
Yeah, at least, I would like to give her a test. I think she's as bright as her brother. I'd like to give her a test, see if she understands the meaning of it.
I don't think John knew what he was reading,
nope.
and she didn't know what she was reading.
Those were not two people who sounded like they knew what they were reading. Someone gave them something to read, and they read it.
Yeah.
I mean, they did. So I got up and I just said, I'm going to say something from my heart. And all of a sudden I was like, so I was goofing around a lot, talking about I'm going to evaluate my wife on a year-to-year basis now that she's 40.
Nobody even understood that. They didn't want to hear jokes.
They didn't want to hear jokes. They weren't laughing. I just said, now that she's 40, I'm having a very happy life, but I'd like to have the ability to evaluate on a year-to-year basis, just in front of her friends. You see the whole place going blank, They don't understand humor.
Were you the only man in the room?
No, there were some other guys. There were some other guys.
Well, there was Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph. And he's barely a man.
Sitting on the fence.
Yeah, right. I'm not sure what he is. And my father was there, and my father-in-law, and my brother-in-law,
Did Ralph have to make you
I think at that time there were about 5 men in the room.
Yeah, 5 men in the room. But it was mostly yentas, all sitting there who only pray to God that their husbands will say something to them.
And also who lived for the moment to sit there and judge you. Like
yeah. This was the judgment.
I'm trying to picture this.
And it'd be bad enough I was a regular guy. But now I got to get Howard Stern.
It's Howard Stern.
The guy who spanks women on the air, who's talking about all these babes he can get. Let's see if he really loves his wife. And they evaluate love on what you say in that 3 minutes. I could go out and beat the crap out of my wife with my shoe, and as long as in those 3 minutes...
What you're willing to declare in front of a friend.
Yeah, are you willing to declare your love?
On the line.
Yeah, right. So they all get misty-eyed. Bunch of crabs. Bunch of 40-year-olds standing around waiting to hear love talk. Making me sick. I hate this.
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, did you talk to one individually and pick on him at all?
No. They were like loaded for bear.
Yeah, they wanted to hear love talk, and I just said, hey, my wife gave me 3 beautiful children, and they're like, oh.
So there was an agenda.
Yeah, and I even showed a picture. I was thinking, because I was convinced I was not going to talk, so it wasn't like I had a lot of thought into this. As soon as they said you got to get up there, I was like, I grabbed the wedding album. My wedding album. I said, "This is what my wife married. Look at what I look like." So I owe her. Here's Exhibit A. Yeah, and I just hate that. I'm a guy who broadcasts on a microphone in a closed studio or to a TV camera because I'm basically very, very shy. And Robin, you know this to be true.
Well, that's why I was enjoying it.
Yeah, I know you were. I was watching you the whole time. And she's like, oh, right center stage.
I was not.
Oh yeah,
hiding.
yeah.
You couldn't even see me.
So you were doing a show.
Even Robin was embarrassed for me.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want you to come up there with me and help me. Put some words into my mouth.
But it was like even that, when you first started.
Yeah.
You were standing there and you were talking, and making light of the situation and showing the wedding picture and everything. They didn't care.
No.
They were like, cut to the chase.
Yeah, profess your love.
Get to the love talk.
Profess your stupid love for your stupid wife.
They didn't want to hear your stupid jokes.
So I had to get up and say how much, she means to me.
Was she sitting right in front of you?
Yeah, and she was acting all embarrassed, like, and her friends are like, oh, he really does love her. I got to prove to the yentas that I'm in love with my wife. I'm sitting there with her day in and day out. Smelling her when she farts, watching her eat her food. I watch her come down in the morning with no makeup on.
Listening to her snore.
With the belly hanging over the panties.
Oh, God.
Well, after the kids.
Stop it.
And you're going to tell me whether I love my wife? I got to profess to you yentas whether I love my wife? That's what I really wanted to say.
That's what you should have said. Because that speech you gave.
I've been asked to get up here and profess my love in front of you women, and I refused to do it. I thought they were going to hook me up to a lie detector.
It was a cold room.
There was a cold room. But then I won him over when I said,
You did the right thing.
Yeah, I did the right thing. I listen, the poor woman. She's married to Howard Stern. I got up there and I just said, oh, do I love her. 3 beautiful children. She gives me love. And I kissed her in front of them. I even put my tongue in her mouth.
She made me a beautiful home.
Yeah.
Beautiful
home life. And I'm like, meanwhile, I'm downstairs hiding from everything that's supposed to be so beautiful.
Right after this, he disappeared.
Yeah, and I just went down and I went, what I just did for that woman. That was her gift. And that's what that party was. It wasn't for my wife. It was to get the friends all in a room and hear me profess my love to her.
I didn't even know you were going to be there.
That was the focus of it was mandatory that I'd be there. I wanted to be in California in the worst way. I was dying for a meeting. That's why today on the show, some of the girls are going to stop by. I'm going to butt bongo them. I got to get back down to business. All right, I got to really take a break.
You really ought to bring at least a part of it. You know, where you're
just
professing your love.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll do it. You've convinced me. It'll be good radio, even though I'll look like the biggest schmuck in the world.
Is it on videotape?
Yes, it's on videotape.
I knew that.
Bastard. Yeah, I'll give you a copy. Show your dopey friends.
We'll watch it in the office.
See, I mean, you can always play that, and then to make yourself feel better, you can play Jackie's apology.
Oh, you are something.
We'll get her. We'll get something on her.
Oh, yeah.
Someday,
I'm calling. Troy Roberts. Love
Hey, you guys have been harping on that lately.
Oh, I'm going to get that video of her in the shower with that boyfriend. I know that exists.
That's got to show.
I'm going to see that. Sure. All right, we're going to take a break, and we got to take a break here because I've blown off every commercial, and we'll be back right after this. I want to talk to this. We got excuse me. We got a lot going on. There's some girls here, of course.
You were serious about girls.
Well, the girls who are coming in are Tempest, who we know, and also from the New Year's Eve show, Nicole Bass, the weightlifter.
Oh.
Because they want to go to Cleveland with us, and they're going to tell us what they're going to do.
Okay.
But on the phone now, not only the guy who met Dee Dee Myers, but my mother. Now, I just did 40 minutes of material about my family. My mother doesn't call in during that.
No.
She calls in afterwards. She's probably sitting at home going, I'll call and give a piece of my mind. But I'm done with that. I'm not. Ma, your timing really is awful.
My timing is awful?
Yeah. If you're calling to... I just did a rap about my wife and the family and all that, and then you call in. I'm done with that.
Well, I just want to say...
Yeah, what do you want to say?
You ruined the beautiful thing you did yesterday.
Oh.
Why did you do that?
No, you got to analyze what that was.
Oh, please. I just can't believe
my mother comes up to me. She is something else.
Like a little
You know something, Ma? If I don't feel like getting up and make a speech about my wife, why do you feel that you have to tell me to go? I know when to make a speech about my wife.
Would you have done it anyway?
That's not the point. Why do you think that it's your place to tell me what to do?
Well, I made a suggestion.
I'm 40 years old now.
How old?
No, she said, you better go make a speech about your wife.
An order?
Oh, this was several weeks ago.
Oh.
I know you're going to make a speech about your wife. Meanwhile, my father don't make a speech about my mother ever. Ever.
I probably don't deserve it,
Yeah, well, stop working my head.
Oh.
So then I get up, and the speech was all about, you know what it is? All of my wife's friends.
And I know you don't mean a word you're saying.
All of my wife's friends, all these yentas from Long Island.
Yentas?
My wife had a palm reader at the house. She had a palm reader at the house, to read people's palms.
Yes.
Like a little gimmicky thing at the party. It was very nice.
Yes.
The yentas were beating each other's heads in to get there first. My poor sister couldn't even get her palm read. They were pushing each other out of the way to get their palms read. The yentas
couldn't get their everybody had their palm.
Yeah, but it took a long time.
I didn't get my palm read.
Right.
I just decided I wouldn't get in the line and fight.
Because you don't feel like getting knocked over.
It was your choice, Robin, but you certainly could have done it. And it was a very lovely touch, and it was a very lovely party, and my son behaved very nicely. And now he ruined the whole thing.
Well, how did I ruin it? By exposing what that was?
By opening your mouth.
So anyway, my wife has a bunch of friends, and I would say 60% of the women there have husbands who cheat.
Oh.
Okay, and I'm being conservative. Now listen to this. But they all sit there and they're all, poor Allison, she's married to Howard Stern. Meanwhile, they'd all give their left breast to be married to Howard Stern.
Oh, sure.
Because, believe me, I'm a harder worker than their stupid husbands. And let me tell you something.
Bargain, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
With the way you carry on.
And then, you know what it was? All of them, Howard Stern, he always with the girls on the radio,
Yes, it's a little disgusting.
Yeah,
already.
it's disgusting. Wait till you hear the rest of this show today.
Wow.
I need a dose of my manhood back.
I tell you something.
I got Tempest here. I'm going to make out with her right on the air.
I don't know why you waste your energy on that nonsense.
I'll tell you why I do.
Yeah,
because you emasculate me, and I need to get my masculinity back by having girls around me.
That's how you get your masculinity
Yeah,
back?
you're damn right it is.
No, that's not how you get your masculinity.
I've been married for 20 years.
I don't know what you're trying to prove.
And believe me, my father's totally emasculated. He's even looking feminine.
Howard, you really?
What are you talking
about? My father begs me every time he sees me for a date with Sally Kirkland. Is that true or false, Mom?
Yes, that's good. Let's have a date with Sally Kirkland.
Yeah. My mother wouldn't let him near her. But my father's head would explode.
How would I prevent that?
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
That whole scene yesterday of me getting up and making a speech about my wife was so I would get up there and profess to all of her stupid friends that I love.
I think they're a lot smarter than you.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think so, Howard. One by one, I would take them.
See, this is why I had to get out of the house. My mother wonders why I had to leave home.
Stupid friends.
Every summer I had to run off to summer camp. I had to get away to rest.
Yeah.
And my poor father, she tells him what to put on his fork.
House. You love the house.
My father goes to eat. My mother says,
like it is.
Ben, put this on the fork and eat this.
Oh, yeah.
Runs the guy's whole life.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Oh, you are so right.
And then I get up and I love my wife, I love my children, she gave me a beautiful home, blah, blah, blah.
Well, it's all true.
My mother comes up to me after, that was beautiful.
Put up with your nonsense.
Any woman on the planet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Name 10.
Name 10? 5? Amy Lynn Baxter.
Oh, please, Amy
Tempest.
Lynn Baxter.
Jolynn.
I don't even know these people.
Tawny. Stacy Galena.
Yeah.
Patty Smythe.
And neither do you.
The woman on hard copy.
Yeah. Woman on hard copy.
Hey, you know what,
You know what people say to me?
Why don't you hold up...
Allison must be a saint.
Yeah, I always hear that. Allison must be a saint.
Well, I hear it.
Why is that? Why must she be a saint?
Because of the nonsense that you carry.
Oh, please.
And we're just praying in this family that you become enlightened very soon.
Well, it's not going to happen.
Oh, it's going to happen.
You know something? I'm more enlightened than my mother, than my wife, than anyone in the whole family.
Everybody can have and nobody can win.
My mother thinks she's enlightened. She's completely obsessive.
Your mother is a beautiful human being.
Thank you, Rose.
No, she's not.
She is.
My day.
My mother's a saint.
You are.
You know my mother's like a saint Bernard, because she never stops barking orders at me. You know, you ought to hold up cue cards for me, so I just say everything perfect. Listen.
Everything perfect. Well, I just wanted you to.
All right, I got to go here about Dee Dee Myers. I got girls here to interview. I have things to talk about in Cleveland. All right, I'm busy.
Very busy. Very busy. Very busy.
So you liked my speech yesterday, my wife, huh? So that means I love her.
Finally came through.
Yeah, that means I love her, right? Because I made a speech.
You knew that you had to come through.
All right. Go, boss, Dad.
You rose to the occasion, and I'm proud of you, Howard.
Thank you.
But don't ruin it by saying things you don't mean.
All right. Very good. Right.
I love you.
I love you, and go, boss, Dad, around for the rest of the day.
Well, of course.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. My father's the most miserable man on the planet.
Oh, stop it.
He really is. I never seen him smile.
He was a very happy man yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
He was speaking Italian.
I know. He always slips into it because he's trying to impress my mother. Speaks in Italian. Maybe she won't understand something he says. What is it?
You're going to go crazy when all these girls come in, because I just realized as you were talking, Amy Lynn's out there.
Yeah.
Tempest is out there.
All women who would marry me.
Those 2 girls that came in and got naked for you.
They're here?
Yeah, they're
all right, quickly, because we have to decide. We have to decide what girls are going to Cleveland with us. But let me just hear this quick story. This guy's been on hold for like an hour. I hope he's still there. You there?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
That's okay.
I had a little nervous breakdown on the air.
I was enjoying it.
Let me ask you this: you live in Washington?
No, I live in L.A. in Santa Monica.
Okay, so the president goes out for a jog.
Right, he's down at Venice Beach running.
Yes.
And I am running about 50 yards to the left of him, and I didn't even at this point know it was the president. I just thought it was somebody in the Steve Martin movie down there doing an interview.
Right.
So I look over again, and I could see that it was the president. I recognized his legs, those.
He's got those big, beefy legs.
He's a pretty big guy.
It's for a guy who runs that much, you think he'd be a little thinner.
It must be true what they say.
What?
That he's not jogging.
He's not. He can't be. I know that it's impossible to jog that much and still be that heavy. I mean, when I used to jog, and I would jog miles a day, I could eat anything I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, tell me. So you see him and you get starstruck, so you don't say anything to the president about me.
Well, I saw him, and I was like 50 yards away, so I ran over to him, and I was running up to him. The Secret Service was really cool. They let me come up to him and everything.
They just let you run right up?
Yeah, I ran right up, and I stuck my hand out, and I said, Mr. President, I'm flattered to meet you. And he said, thank you. And I shook his hand, and I turned around and started running north, running up the bike path. So
you run into Dee Dee Myers?
Well, actually, I ran about 100 yards, and I decided that was my perfect opportunity to represent you. So I turned around to go back to him. And I went back, and...
now they know you're a nudnik.
Yeah, see, it's the going back that gets you into trouble.
All right, you go back, and we'll get to the point, yeah.
Okay, so he was getting in the car where his brother was waiting for him, so I kind of blew it. So I was running, I just turned around and ran north again. I ran about 2 miles, and I could see Dee Dee Myers coming towards me.
Dee Dee Myers is his press secretary. So you run up to her, and what do you say?
I ran up to her, and I said, Dee Dee Myers, and she said, yes. And I said, I just met your boss down by the pier, and there's a very important political issue I didn't bring up with him. And she said, what is it? And I said, the Howard Stern FCC issue. We really need to have the president get this 81-year-old man off his butt.
Yeah.
And she said, well, the president has a lot of problems right now. Mm-hmm. And
she's going into it with the jogger, yeah. Yeah.
So I said, well, it's just not right, is it? And she said, the president, he really just doesn't want to get involved. And
oh, great. Great.
Is that it?
Is that really true?
I swear to you, this is so true. And
well, did you tell her he should get involved? Like maybe this is the First Amendment?
I said, don't you believe in the freedom of speech? And she said, of course we do, but Howard does need to turn it down a bit.
Can you imagine?
Free speech, but turned down.
Of course we do, but Howard should turn it down. I tell you something. Wait till he comes up for re-election. Watch the votes. Watch what happens.
It's like a reflex. Of course we do believe in free speech, but Howard should tone it down.
It's all right. Keep creating me as an enemy. That's all right. I will say...
There's no such thing as limited free speech.
I just found a reason to stay on the radio till 1996. I'm sick of this. What is it, Fafa Fooey?
It's so funny. I was opening an email. We just got an article.
Yeah.
And it talks about how, the FCC's all over you for what you do, but Bono goes on CBS and yells out the F word. They're not on delay, during the Grammys. Yeah. And nobody, finds them.
No, well, PBS is running a show with, I should show you the list at 8 o'clock at night.
They have a tape.
Yeah.
They know it's in the tape. They plan to run those words.
Yeah, and they keep running it over and over again at 8 o'clock at night, which is considered when teenagers watch TV. If you're going to, I don't want to get into it. You know what? It's bumming me out. Dee Dee Myers.
The president doesn't want to get involved.
Well, what does he want to get involved with?
Doesn't want to be president.
Yeah. If you don't want to get involved, what are you running for? It's a fairly important issue. And it's a perfect issue for the president to say, what's this nonsense? We have a First Amendment. Yeah, forget that guy. Okay, hey, thanks. Thanks for telling me the story.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it up.
Hey, I'm not done.
Oh, go ahead.
So she said he does need to tone it down a bit, and I said, well, don't you believe in turning the dial? And she said, well, he is on public airways.
No, so she doesn't believe in turning the dial.
Right.
So
he's on public airwaves.
I kind of just stood there. I was a little stunned, and then she said, well, he did the Don Imus show. And I said, so? I said,
Yeah, but that's irrelevant, because he's irrelevant.
And then she says, well, listen, I'll tell the president about this. And I said, yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
And she said, no, really, I will.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
Maybe the president should be aware of this already. It's a major issue. Maybe from all the jogging she's received brain damage. Yeah, I'm becoming more and more disillusioned with our president. I really am. I had such high hopes, and I'm disillusioned over a very selfish reason. I admit it. I have a very narrow agenda in life. Hey, if you can help me, great. If you can't, I'm against you.
Well, what is everybody else about?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone pretends like they're not. And I feel very disillusioned at this point. I let him jog. He should let me talk. So this is a great issue for a president. Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
Can I give my company a quick plug?
All right, since you said stuff, in my favor. But, you should have been armed a little better. You should have said, hey, wait a second. How come PBS is running these programs? Why are they selectively going after Howard Stern? Doesn't this bother you at all?
In fact, you should jog with a packet.
Yeah, in fact, I'll get you a packet. You keep jogging up and down that stupid beach. All right, quickly, your company.
Anyway, I work for L.A. Baker Electric and our sister company, Beverly Hills Electric in Beverly Hills.
Is that an electric company?
Yeah, we're an electrical contracting company.
Oh, okay.
All right?
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Howard.
It's really funny when people plug their business, and I always go, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I mean, how do you do him a favor? Does he own that business?
It's probably flooded with calls right now.
Going, hey, way to go.
No, what's funny about it? Yeah, what's funny is that it's like we heard you on the show. What do you do? Well, anyway, I got to take a short break, and then we should talk to what's going on. Basically, is I found another excuse to bring women into the studio. That's basically it. I'm interviewing for Cleveland. We're going to be doing a huge show out of Cleveland June 10th to celebrate our #1 status. And there's only a certain amount of seats on the plane, and I've asked some of the girls to come in and explain what they would do. And
yeah, we have a limited number that we can allot.
Yeah, and you know what? Orlando has never heard me actually butt bongo someone.
Well, I wish you would butt bongo Nicole.
No, I don't think so.
You got Amy Lynn here, you got Tempest here, you got Elaine Beastie here.
Really?
Yeah.
Elena.
And then Elaine Marks will be here in a little while, because
really?
Put the kid, to daycare.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't Elena a little upset?
Yeah, we'll get into all of that, Robin, right after these.
And Elena did something that'll upset you. I'll tell you when you come back.
All right, would she get married?
Practically.
Really?
She's got the ring.
Oh, that's
She's engaged?
Yeah. Is that really wise?
Through her tongue.
Yeah, right.
All right, we'll take a break.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
All right.
Well, let's say.
What the hell was that, Robin?
What was that?
That was Fred. He does female voices, male voices, the whole thing. He's very talented. Yes, Gary.
There's a very funny scene going out in our guest lounge. Because there's Amy Lynn and Tempest and
all strippers that I love.
Yes.
Is there some competition going on?
Well, it's really funny. The two dog walkers came in that were here a few weeks ago, and I walked in and they looked really depressed. And I said, what's the matter? And they're like, oh, we don't know Amy and Tempest were going to be here.
Well, hey.
Oh, those are the two girls you were talking.
Like you could tell, you could look at Amy, and you can already tell she's not wearing any type of undergarment.
Right. Amy was a Penthouse pet. I guess she still is.
Yeah, she still works for Penthouse.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. When she walks into a room, and Tempest walks into a room, and Elena walks into a room, and a lot of women get intimidated.
Tempest and Elena are strippers, but Tempest is done September 1st.
That's right. She's still getting
strip?
out of the business.
Right. She said she's getting out of the business.
So who's coming in first?
Your choice. Wolf's choice.
You don't want to have them all in here together?
No, I think that ruins it.
Oh.
I think each girl should have a pitch as to what she's going to do in Cleveland.
All right. It's just funny to me that the two dog walkers, they were intimidated to come in here first because they knew about these girls. Now to see them with them.
Yeah, I know.
Very funny.
I can tell you right now, nobody knows. They keep going, Gary, what should we do? And I was like, that's what you guys got to think about.
All right, where's Amy? Bring her in first. Let's get her first.
Well, we haven't seen Amy.
Yeah, and then Nicole we have to get into. Nicole Bass, the weightlifter. I think she'd be fun to bring to Cleveland.
She's a great girl.
Yeah, and you know what? She doesn't stir any sexual feelings in me because I still think she's a guy.
Oh.
Which is cool.
It's funny because I went out there to make a phone call.
Yeah.
And all the girls in there, so I kissed Amy, just on the cheek, and kissed Elaine and kissed Tempest, and then
now you have
Nicole
to kiss Nicole.
And I said,
what about me? Hey, Amy Lynn.
First, I want to hear the other girls.
You do?
Yes, hi, I want to kiss you.
Oh, okay, you can go.
That's a good start.
Yeah, kiss me.
Pack your bags now.
Oh, I need you so
now
bad.
Now declare your love.
I love you so much. Are you smoking cigarettes?
No, everybody else is.
They are?
Smoke, yeah. Hey, Howard.
She really is acting like she wants you.
Go buy a ticket.
Yeah, look, buy her a ticket for Cleveland. Oh, she's like a little Annie Fanny. She walks in here with a big chest.
She's really acting like she wants you.
I think you really are in love with me, maybe. Maybe you finally realize I am the man for you.
Finally, after all these years.
I could be so happy with you.
After all those other schlubs. Good morning.
Would you really be faithful to me? Like, let's say my wife dies and we get married.
Yeah.
You swear you'd be faithful to me?
I promise.
You wouldn't get tired?
Wasn't she faithful to all those other guys?
I was.
She was for like a few weeks, and then you went on to other guys.
Yeah, well,
I always forget how beautiful you are until I see you. And you know what? I don't even masturbate to Amy's image because I feel
Not
like...
in a long time?
I don't ever feel like she really likes me, like she really loves me.
You
she just,
used to, didn't you?
No.
Never.
I always kind of feel like, do you know when I realized it? No. She was once doing her strip oil show where she was stripped down, she was all oiled up. She was doing it for a bunch of guys I know. And Neil told me, hey, Amy asked that you rub some oil on her butt.
Right.
And I went over and I said, she really wants me to do that? I said, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Because, he was lying to me. So I go over and I start to rub it on. And she took her hand and smacked me. And you think if she really loved me, she was really horny for me, she would have let me rub the oil on her butt.
Well, maybe she was afraid of what it would look like in a situation like that.
Oh, yeah, it might have been in front of your friend. Would have been embarrassing.
I would have got you turned on.
Really? Yeah. That's what would have happened.
I was afraid of myself, Howard.
I don't know how you can't get a good man. I don't get it. I think you just...
She goes after the wrong guy.
Yeah, she really does. Because she's so good looking.
Men out there.
Jackie, she's like in a coma.
No, I'm looking over. Her breasts look a lot bigger to me.
I was going to say, they look different.
Yeah,
you know
I went on the pill.
Oh, did you? Oh, now you're on the pill?
Yeah, to regulate me.
Oh, God. So you mean I can have sex with you without a rubber?
No, not these days.
No, I'm clean. I'd have to worry about you. You wouldn't have to worry about me. Come on, 20 years I haven't had sex with a different woman. If anything, I have to worry about you.
As far as birth control.
I would take Amy right to the gynecologist. She's been with lots of different guys.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
You're single.
On the pill and you're not having sex.
No, it's just to regulate me.
What do you mean? What, you were irregular?
Yeah.
Your period?
Yeah. Listen, God, Howard.
I don't like to think of...
But everybody thinks I had a boob job or something. I'm like, no, they're just growing.
It gets big.
No, they're the same one.
Wow. I can see them? You don't care?
No, I don't care.
Let me see them. Oh, when she gets naked, I go weak. Wow, they're beautiful. They are so beautiful. And those implants they don't ever hurt you or anything?
Yeah.
You don't feel any pain?
Nope. They grew, though.
Do you still feel sensation in them?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
More so.
Can I see that?
How about you, Howard?
What? I am so aroused right now. I can't even sit still. It's painful when I'm near you. So you want to come to Cleveland with us?
I love Cleveland.
No, this is the first time she's ever
really asked to come with us?
Anything like this.
No, I love Cleveland.
Would you mind sharing a hotel room with me that night?
Because we don't have many rooms.
We don't have many rooms. It's very tight. Double beds. I wouldn't do anything to you. You just have to. I'd have to give you a bath.
Bathe me and wash me. And...
I want to do something to you. And I don't even feel comfortable doing anything to you because I feel like you really don't love me. You would marry me, but you don't love me.
Oh, God.
Now, wait a minute.
I have to love somebody when I marry them.
Now I know, like, we were doing a photo shoot for my book.
But you were so in love with everyone we've ever seen you with.
I know. I picked the wrong guys.
Amy's the girl on the back of my book, on the...
Yeah.
If you see her, she's serving me a drink. And even when we were doing the shoot, she was, like, in a bikini and stuff, and I was completely hot. And, like, she doesn't even, like, rub up against you.
Well, you said about that day, you said that, she's not into me because there she was.
I respect Howard. I don't go after married men, though.
Why does everyone respect my marriage so much?
I don't go after married men, and I respect the fact that you're a good husband and all that, and you've got kids, and I respect Allison. That's why I don't go after you.
Really?
Yeah. But if you were single, I'd consider it.
You have never gone after a married man?
Never gone after a married man.
All right, can we pretend...
Don't think it's right.
I would like to see how you are as an actress. As you know, I've signed to do a movie. With a $15 million...
try out for it.
Well, good. I admire your acting abilities. I do. I'm a fan of your acting. I've never seen you act, but I'm a fan of it.
You've seen some of her movies.
Where's your shoes?
They're in the other... I brought my rollerblades. Actually, I was going to rollerblade on stage in Cleveland because I rollerblade really well.
Rollerblade nude?
Maybe her and Rob.
I was thinking, I'm
not getting on rollerblades for you guys again.
Hey, can you guys do a lesbian rollerblading thing? What was the last thing you did in Penthouse? Was that one of those love sets with another girl?
Yeah, actually, I just shot another layout for Penthouse. That's why I have a new key.
With another girl?
No, by myself.
Oh, really?
A new centerfold?
I think so, yeah. It'll probably be a centerfold.
They should put her in every month. They should put her in every month.
The Amy page.
Oh, man.
Amy page.
Yeah, it should be like, how...
All right, here's the scene that I want to talk to you about. In my movie, even though I'm a married man, in the movie I have many fantasies about different women. Because I'm on the radio, and obviously it's a great torture. So what happens is, suddenly, my wife dies of cancer.
In your fantasy?
Yeah, in my fantasy. I would never really want that to happen in reality.
You're not killing your wife.
Yeah, right. I'm not going to kill her. So now... Oh, no. What, you don't want to audition?
She doesn't want to do a love scene.
I can see what it's getting to. Okay, keep going.
So in other words, you come. I'm on the air. You walk in and you say, Howard, I just heard you're single. Come over. Sit on my lap. You start to passionately kiss me. You whip off your top. You start
wait a minute.
undressing me.
Ask her what she would do if you were suddenly single.
He just gave me the answer.
No, I'm giving her a scene.
No, but I really would like to know the answer to that question. She claims to be in love with you. Let her show you.
Yeah, the movie is NC-17. So it's all right. You can do whatever you want.
NC-17.
Yeah, it is. It's an NC-17.
They've got the X for this one.
Yeah, no. It's an NC-17. All right, so you are the woman of my dreams in this movie. All right, because after all, my wife has died. And now I'm prepared to
improvise a little bit.
You can improvise. Are you an improvisational actress, or are you...
No.
Do you like to be told exactly what to do?
Yeah. I like a script to follow.
You must be a real treat in bed, Amy. What do I do now?
No, that's
I'm so good looking. Really? I don't know. Yeah. All right. Do you want to try out?
Sure.
You do?
Yeah.
See, she wants to be in the movie very badly. Well, it's up to you.
Well, who doesn't? It's going to be a great movie.
What do you mean, who doesn't?
It's going to be a hit.
Yeah, everyone wants to be in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be the biggest box office draw of all time. Whoever gets it, it'll be like a Sharon Stone part for you.
I truly believe this. It'll be a great...
So you better really pull out all the stops.
That's right.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't get really nervous about movie parts like that. I figure, like, if it happens, it happens. I'm not a starving
but I have to know that you can do the scene.
Don't you want the job?
Yeah, I want the job.
All right, let's act right now. Let's act, all right? All right, so now you've learned my wife is dead.
Okay.
All right, my wife is gone.
Do I actually have to get up and go over and attack you? Is that what you want?
Yeah, no, we want to imagine what that'll be.
Just stay right over
there.
there.
Movies. All right, you ready?
I have to stay here?
Amy Lynn.
No, Amy, you're supposed to act.
I'm not even going to tell you anymore. I'm not telling you what you're supposed to do. It is your role. I want to see. I'll know who's right for the role.
Oh, God.
It's either going to be Amy or Tempest or Elena Beastie, Miss Howard. It's going to be one of them.
Somebody out there knows.
And I'm really sweaty and upset because I had to dig the hole for my wife because I'm too cheap to pay for the funeral. All right? All right. I'm just sitting here doing the show. Hey, Robin, look who's here. Amy Lynn.
Hello, Amy.
Hey, Amy. Amy must be here to console me about my wife. Amy? Did you hear the bad news? My wife just died.
I heard. I feel so sorry for you, Howard.
Don't you?
I'm here for you.
Oh, yeah.
You've wanted me for so long, and now I'm all yours.
Oh, thank God you're finally here.
I'm all yours. I'm here for you, Howard.
I don't know. I'm so upset about my wife. I don't know if I'll ever love another woman. I don't know.
All those fantasies you had about me will now come true.
They will? I'm afraid to act. I don't know what to do.
Well, I'll show you.
All right, show me what to do. Yes. Yes.
She wants a talking part. I can see it.
Wait, she's good. No, she's doing it. I don't need so much talking. Oh, yes, Amy, I've waited so long for this. I waited so long for this.
I'm yours. Oh, take me, Howard. I'm yours. Take me. Oh, Howard. Yes.
Where are you kissing?
I don't know. I think I went too far, whatever I just did. Oh, Amy, I've waited so long. I love my wife, and I miss her. Oh, is that it? It's over? Okay, good. Good audition. Oh, Amy. Yes, you got the part. She got the part. I think she got the part. You wearing underwear?
Your hair's a mess.
Are you wearing underwear?
No.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
Now, where's your hand to determine that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to check out if there's underwear on. I don't know.
No, there's a G-string there.
Did you watch me on Jay Leno?
Yeah, you were great.
Oh, good.
You were great.
Yeah,
what did he say?
Undressed and everything.
Okay, you saw?
Okay, she did see it. Got to check everything.
I say Amy goes to Cleveland with us.
What is she going to do for the Cleveland audience?
Yeah, what are you going to do for the Cleveland audience? Who cares?
Who cares?
Oil stay here till we leave.
You want me to do my oil show in Cleveland?
See, I don't know if we could. See, we're going to be outdoors in Cleveland. I wonder, like
early
if legally we can do that.
She could do it in a bikini.
Yeah, in a bikini.
In a bikini you'll do the oil show?
In bikini bars, yeah.
Bikini bar.
Although that's not really good for radio. You know, there's going to be people listening.
What if she did it before the show started to warm up the press?
Yeah. Actually, I have a place to take you to in Cleveland. The Crazy Horse wants you there. They'll have like 25, 30 nude girls at like 7 o'clock in the morning if that's what you want.
She's got to go.
And they'll massage us?
Huh?
And they'll massage us?
Yeah, and it's right downtown near the radio station.
Ayo.
Yeah.
See, I think it'd be more fun to go to someone's house and have like listeners massage us. But if Amy's there...
I'll teach him how.
All right. Let me take a break, Amy. I got to go interview other girls. You know that.
Yes.
But I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Is it me or is she
you know how you're supposed to run?
Yeah, she's more anxious than normal. She's
hungry again.
She's hungry again. Yeah. She's back in the business.
Back in the business.
The old Amy.
Took time off to have a baby. Now I'm back.
Now you're back. God, she's perfect.
You know what you're supposed to say to each girl as they finish their audition?
Yeah.
You did very well, and you'll be hearing from us.
Yeah.
Don't make any decisions now. We'll let you know.
That was a good love scene, though. You were writhing around in my lap.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was cool.
That was fun. Did I arouse you?
Yes.
Good.
You did.
I did my job then.
You did it well. Oh, Amy.
Howard, I miss you.
Now that my wife is gone, I'll only use my left hand with you. I want to keep my wife's smell on my right hand. Because I promised her that. I promised her that before she died.
The right hand is hers.
The right hand is hers. I can only make love to you with my left hand. That's why the movie is called My Left Hand.
Plastic bag.
A big plastic bag over my right hand when I make love. All right, listen, Robin, we got to take a break. When we come back, we have to talk to the other girls what they're going to do in Cleveland.
All right.
And go through their auditions.
How did Amy find out about this? Did somebody call her?
I called Gary and I said, I want to go to Cleveland.
Really?
He said, well, come on in and audition.
I think the people of Cleveland would like to see you, especially now that your breasts are bigger because of the pill. Yes.
Wild?
Hey, you know, Amy, maybe if you just have sex with like 3 or 4 of the guys in my audience from Cleveland to thank them for, if you don't mind.
I can't do that.
Come on, you're on the pill.
Yeah, but it's too scary these days.
Yeah, but if they're really good-looking guys, you know.
Nah.
All right, Robin, we got to take a break. We'll be right back.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
And Jackie has a new Wild Comedy CD out for $10 plus free shipping and handling. The price includes full-color Jogger catalog. Call 1-800-323-5464. Tomorrow night, a big show at Vinnie Brand's Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey. For dirty jokes and info, call 516-9221. All right, Robin, let me just talk to the rest of the ladies, see what they're going to do in Cleveland.
What are you doing? Giving them short shrift?
No, not short shrift. Amy is such a girl. We're in here discussing her. And, I mean, because, you know, she's like the best-looking girl.
I walked in and Jackie was saying, you know, at first I thought I was just horny, but I guess her breasts really are bigger.
Yeah, oh, that's nothing. That's what he says in front of you. I got into a 10-minute discussion with Fred and Jackie about, I said, look at Amy Lynn's ass in those shorts, and look at the top. And Jackie goes, yeah. And Fred's like, yeah. And then I said, if she was on her period and had diarrhea.
Oh, stop
Now listen to this. Would you do it to her?
The conversation went further than...
It went a lot further, but that's the cleanest part I can bring up. It got really sick in here. It got really sick. Like
yes, but that's the first time. What about 2 years down the road?
Fine.
You're fine. I could never get tired of Amy. That flat stomach and the big breast and the beautiful buttocks. That stomach is as hard as a rock.
There is nothing foul about that.
And then in the commercial she says, oh, yeah, I haven't met a guy yet, and I'm going to be hanging out in the Hamptons.
Yeah, what was your long conversation about?
Well, don't act like there was something wrong with it.
I had to break it up.
I'm trying to help the girl with her career.
Oh, you're so sensitive.
No, she says to me, I'm going out to the Hamptons this summer, and I'm just going to lay by the beach. Maybe I'll meet a nice guy out there. And I'm actually getting jealous. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And I'm standing there getting jealous that she's going to the Hamptons, like she's my girlfriend. She goes, maybe I'll meet a nice guy out there, and I'm bartending out there, and I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, she is obtainable. She's obtainable.
She's looking, in fact. She's practically desperate.
And she's telling me she'd do it with me. And even though it's for shallow reasons that I have a radio show and I'm successful in my career, who cares?
It's still Amy Lynn,
right? It's still Amy, and I'm having fun.
That's right.
All right, bring in someone else to torture me, Gary. Quickly.
Even if she loved you madly, you couldn't feel it?
No.
So some nudnickel stumble into the bar and...
Right, and get her, because she's... Oh, Elena. Hi, Elena. I love Elena, too. Elena has her belly button ring on, and Gary's dragging her in with a dog chain.
Amy who?
Yeah. And Elena has she is featured on our new video.
Yeah.
And backstage, my favorite moment with you is when you're on Tiny Tim's lap and you're completely naked. And
my favorite moment with you is when I was on my knees in the Baba Booey song.
Yeah, we had a good time. You even know how to please me with my pants on. And then also, and she looks like Shannon Doherty, except better.
Yes. She's not Shannon Doherty. That's what's better.
I want her job.
Hey, you know, I haven't done anything wild for Orlando, and Elena's always up for it.
Who's Orlando?
Orlando's a place.
Who is Orlando?
Orlando is a radio market.
It's a city.
Yeah. That's where Disney World is. You don't have to think. I just want you to look good. I want you just to have fun. That's all. I don't want to fill up your head with facts.
Please don't.
You look so good in your clothes.
Thank you, sweetheart. I look good out of them, too.
You do. You look. She's really comfortable naked. She was running around on the backstage tape, which is available at 1-800-52-STERN. Elena is running around backstage naked, and she looks so comfortable naked.
She looks like she has clothes on.
You have no inhibition, right?
No.
None?
No.
And she's...
None?
None. She would do anything.
Try me, Robin. Just try me.
She would do anything lesbian-wise, as many guys as she can handle, you know, in a night.
I want Amy Lynn.
She's hot, isn't she?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, everyone wants her.
You gotta take us both. You gotta room us together.
What I would do if I was single,
you can convert her?
I would get Amy in bed with Elena.
You think that's possible?
I know I can do it. Now with my new powers as a movie guy.
A screen presence.
Yeah, I mean, are a lot of the girls excited that I have a movie deal now?
Yeah, as long as we're all going to be in it.
Right. Oh, you're in it.
Oh, honey.
I might have to audition you if you don't mind. Now,
all I want to ask is why did you disappear from the bus on our way back from Albany?
Because I was...
Because there was no microphone on it.
No, I was with my friends, and they drove up there. They drove all the way up there, and I figured I'd go home with them.
You didn't want to be with Howard.
You didn't want to be with Howard and Jackie and
Howard,
Fred?
he slept the whole way home.
Oh, don't tell anybody that.
No, he didn't. He slept the whole way there.
Yeah, I did.
He was awake on the way home.
And there were no girls around to rub me down.
I left my baby oil and my baby powder on the bus.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, well, it didn't do us any good.
Nobody found them.
So anyway, the point is, when she's running around backstage on the tape, and she's putting the, by the way, for anyone who saw our New Year's special, this is all new stuff. She puts one of the girls in her bathing suit.
Yes, that's
a
my
really
favorite
good. That's
moment.
a favorite
That's
moment.
one of the funniest things.
But you were pretty high. You were loaded out of your mind, and you were on top of Tiny Tim. And that to me was really amazing
well, when
stuff.
she grabs Tiny, that's a pretty interesting moment.
And then Tiny starts looking at her and goes, "You're a very lovely girl. Very lovely." Have you seen it yet?
Yes, I have.
Isn't it wild?
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah,
you're
he's
so
trying
naked.
to advise her on her career.
Yeah. A lot of ugly guys like me, when they get a beautiful woman on their lap, want to advise their careers. It makes us more handsome to the girls. So.
You look very good today.
Do I really?
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
I've never seen you in your glasses.
Oh, yes, I'm very handsome.
Very handsome.
Yeah, a lot of girls don't realize how handsome I am. All right, you want to audition for my movie?
Sure.
Or you want to be butt bongoed?
I want to audition for the movie and be butt bongoed.
Ah, right answer. Ambitious.
All of the above.
All right, now here's the scene. It's a fantasy scene. I guess you heard it.
We were laughing.
Okay, in the new movie, here's what happens. My wife has died. All right, it's a fantasy.
Okay.
And now suddenly I'm single. And this thing's rated NC-17, so feel free to do whatever you have to do. And all of a sudden, you come in and say, "Hey, Howard, I want to be your new girlfriend." And you go wild, weeping uncontrollably. "I need you. I want you. You can't keep your hands off me." All right, do you understand?
Gotcha.
Have you ever acted before?
Yes.
Okay.
I was actually in one of Amy's movies.
Really? Okay. Well, I hope you don't mind you have to audition, even though I know you.
That's okay.
Right, Robin?
Well, you have to see
That's
how
okay. I kind of like the premise.
Under pressure.
All right, and then you whip off your pants, and I say, "Okay, I'm going to spank you because you're a bad girl. My wife just died. You shouldn't do that." And we put on some music, and I drum on your ass to the music.
Okay. Okay.
Now, when I drum, do you want me to do it hard, or
I can do this.
Do you want it hard, or
I'll scream harder if I need it hard.
All right, and scream, "Sugar Daddy Master, you have your bad girl wants more." If you don't mind.
Oh, boy.
Hey, it's in the script.
Got to do it.
My Sex King.
What song? What my sex king? Can you say "My Sex King"? I want your.
My sex
I
king.
want to be spanked harder.
I want to be spanked harder.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, in that forum letter, it was to wipe out. So
Well, I got it.
Do you have Wipeout? All right. Don't play it until we get into the spanking part. I'll remove my rings for the scene.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you don't
And also call me King of all sex kings.
Okay.
All right, here.
Okay.
Give me a
King
love
of all
painting.
sex.
All right, are you ready?
Where's my script?
No.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you feel uncomfortable improvising?
Absolutely not.
Are you getting nervous?
All right.
Oh, no.
All right, begin acting now. Is that how you do it,
Oh,
Robin?
Howard, my sex king.
Come over here. Where are you? What kind of acting is this?
See, all these girls want speaking roles.
She's acting like someone
How
across
do
the room.
Guys, take off your headphones. No, take off your headphones. You don't need headphones. You don't need to hear. I need to hear.
Coming over the console.
All right. She really wants to be in the movie. I can tell. See, you know how to act. All right, Howard. I can't believe you're.
What? Are you doing her part or your part?
I won an Oscar.
You're a great actress. She's perfect for the movie. You really are perfect. Now, act a little, please.
Oh, Howard. King of all sex kings.
Yes. Oh, I feel so guilty. I feel terrible because my wife just...
bark like a dog.
All right, take off your pants. You're a bad girl. You're coming on to me. My wife just died. This is some movie.
Yeah, it's obviously got to have a soundtrack.
Elena just kicked into the emergency broadcasting system. You hear it going?
You keep banging that thing.
Yeah, it keeps going. Come here, baby. Wait a
Spank
second.
me, Howard. Spank me.
Really?
Yes.
All right, Fred, quick, hit Wipeout.
Yes.
Hey, you wearing underwear?
Yes.
You are?
G-string.
Should I really spank you?
Yeah.
You want it bad?
I want it bad.
Yeah.
I want it bad.
A lot of the girls are losing the plot of the movie. My wife has just died.
I don't think your wife had anything to do with that scene.
Console you.
All right. You've been bad.
I've been such a bad girl, Howard.
This is like a bad porno movie.
It is. I said it has to have the right soundtrack.
All right, are you ready?
Ready.
Hey, give me that other mic so I can mic her buttocks. I will spank her to Wipeout. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me turn that up. I'm talking to this. I can't spank you. I'm a bad girl.
I'm a bad girl, Howard. Spank me.
Wasn't he supposed to call you sugar daddy?
How come your pants aren't off? Why am I spanking you with your pants on? What kind of acting is this? I told you the movie was NC-17.
Jesus.
All right. Whoa, what a butt on her.
She's acting foolish.
All right. You like to be spanked?
I love to be spanked.
You do? Beg me for it.
Spank me, please. Now. Harder.
Are you getting turned on, honey?
Yeah.
You are?
Oh, Howard.
Hey, she's a good actress.
So bad.
Here, I'm giving you more. Wow, your cheeks are really red. Are you done? Hey, she's a good little actress. I think she's digging it. You want more?
Butt bongo me, Howard. Harder. Howard, you're really good at this. You have to rub
Don't get out of character.
How was that?
That was great.
I think she's really burnt out, though.
All of a sudden, she wasn't in character anymore. Until that scene, that camera stops rolling, she is supposed to be in love with you.
I'm totally spent.
You're in love.
How was that? Good for you?
That was wonderful.
Look how red her cheeks are, Jackie.
Let me see.
Turn around. How's that?
Holy cheese.
I got too into it.
Oh, man.
Hey, but she said she wanted it.
She kept saying harder, didn't she?
What a body on you.
It's like a tomato.
Looks like some other guy's been beating you, too. Look at that.
What, she got bruises?
Yeah, I see some bruises on her. Have you been
What's
getting
going
beaten?
on?
She's showing me her, what, I can't say anything? All right, okay.
What?
All right. Anyway, what are you going to do if you go to Cleveland with us? Will you do something for the crowd?
Oh, I'd love to do something with Amy Lynn for the crowd.
You know what? These girls are just sex girls. We have to come up with stuff for them to do.
Right, you got to plan something for them.
Yeah. All right. I know what you can do. I know what you're capable of. I know what you're capable of.
What is this about an engagement?
She's not talking about
any
it.
idea.
Are you engaged?
Yes.
Oh, that
Who are
sucks.
you marrying?
Get away from me.
I got engaged last night.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Who's she marrying?
Who are you marrying?
This guy I met. He was up in Albany, actually.
And you just met him?
About 2.5 months ago.
Stan's working.
All right.
No, he's a little better looking.
All right, I got to move this along.
Does he have money? What's the deal?
Hey, Orlando, how do you like that? I get a girl in here, I strip her down butt naked, and then I bang her ass.
All you need is a movie deal.
Yeah, but you got to get a movie deal to do stuff like that. Who's next, Gary? Bring in more girls.
Okay, you come with me.
All right. Bring in another
Bye,
girl.
Elena.
Bye, Elena. Good job. You've definitely... Maybe I should have her. Yeah, I think I should have Elena down there in Cleveland.
Yeah.
You have to see your hair.
I'll be quiet.
You over there. Let me see what you
look like the Queen of Hearts.
Come here. Stand up.
Nuts.
Stand up.
All right, I got to take a break, and then we'll be back with a couple other babes. And then I got to stop these auditions.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Who's next?
Oh, you had a commercial.
All right, I'll do a commercial break. Who is going to be next? I can work up my juices.
Well, it's either Tempest, Nicole, or the two dog walkers. And then Miss Howard Stern will be here any second.
Well, we got to get through these auditions.
Yeah, we have to, yeah.
You have to move them along. You can't spend so much time.
All right, why don't you do Tempest next?
You've been slowing them down.
Why don't you do Tempest next?
Okay.
And then Nicole Bass.
Oh, you don't want to break it up and have Nicole in here?
All right, yeah, maybe I need a rest.
Yeah.
Right. She's going to get on your lap?
No, she's getting anywhere near me.
She's going to be butt bongo.
No,
She's going to audition.
She's going to butt bongo you.
And I want to see a screen kiss this time.
Hell, you ain't seeing nothing.
It's Gary first.
All right, I'll take a break. We'll be right back. Back. All right, Robin, in my attempt to somehow figure out who's going to Cleveland with us, I've ended up with
Have you made any determinations?
I don't know, but it's fun looking at everyone.
So far, they're all going. All right, you have.
I got to really buzz through this.
You have Miss Howard Stern.
Yeah.
The dog twins, Tempest,
well, why don't
and Nicole.
Why don't you get Nicole and Tempest, the dog twins, and then Miss Howard Stern?
That's the order.
Yeah. Nicole Bass is a phenomenon. If she is a woman, which she claims she is, and I've seen birth certificates.
You have?
Yes, I've seen her high school yearbook picture.
Hey, fella.
Kick your ass, Fred.
So beat your ass, Fred, like a piece of
her
bass.
husband has a higher voice than she does.
Yeah, and she say hello to everyone, please.
Hi, everybody.
When I get her talking, her voice will lower.
Yeah, right.
When she starts laughing, it sounds like a guy.
It does not.
Oh, your laugh does sound like a
It
guy.
does not. not.
It does.
It does not.
You know who you sound like?
I was saying, who does she sound like?
Any of those guys at La Cage au Fall.
Isn't in the same room with you guys.
Because
I'm a real woman now.
I wish I had arms half as big as Nicole's.
You were a real woman.
Jeez.
Her cleavage looks like barbells. Look at that. I know. Well, anyway, the point about Nicole is she is the world's largest woman, and I always thought it was.
No, I'm the world's largest woman bodybuilder.
Yeah, right. There's plenty of women bigger than
you.
Yeah, we
and really,
make fun of the fat ladies.
You are on my 1-800-52 Stern tape, and there are some amazing things where backstage Nicole picks up one of the other contestants and lets her do sit-ups against her. I've never seen anything like it, and it's quite phenomenal. But anyway, the point is you are the world's largest bodybuilder, woman bodybuilder. And
you know, if you bring me to Cleveland, I'm like a walking advertisement. That's free, and
for
free
what?
is good.
But
for 1-800-52 Stern for the tape, for everything.
That is true. But is there some kind of shtick you could do?
Well, I think I'm a shtick in my own right.
I mean, by people seeing you on stage.
People seeing me on stage. You know what I do best?
Well, she is a phenomenon.
Yeah. I still wish I could see your vagina once and for all.
Oh, no, Howard. Once I show it to you, then I have to show it to Jack.
No, you don't.
Show it to Fred, and Robin's going to want it. Before you know it, everybody's going to want to touch it.
You know, it was unbelievable. Don't bet on it. All right, anyway, the point is that she's a very unique woman, and I say this. Look, I mean, when I first met Nicole, I really was confused. I thought that Nicole was
Howard,
a guy.
You've always been confused.
I know. But I thought you really were a man who basically had a sex change operation.
And you told me you never met a woman who you could have as a friend.
Well,
just a friend.
I could be friends with Nicole. Because really, to be with Nicole as a man, to me, it's like being with another guy because you're so big.
And hard.
See, but
and
you know
hard. It is like
once you've had
and the hands are huge.
My fingers are long. My hands are not huge. Give it a rest.
No, you have big hands and nails.
And big breasts.
Are you
big
saying
shoulders?
Are you saying you're less confused now than you were?
Here's what I'm saying.
You
the
really
first
saw
time,
a birth certificate.
I saw her high school yearbook.
You didn't see a birth certificate?
Yeah,
I think I did. I saw the birth certificate, and I said, hey, someone could change the birth certificate. Let me see her high school yearbook picture.
Oh, you can start.
And I saw that, and I got to admit...
What did she look like?
It is her. And then I saw her before she started bodybuilding, and she did look more like a woman.
Yeah.
I don't now. I am the
No, you do not. You
woman.
really look like a guy.
No, I
Be
look
honest.
like a guy
you know
would
you
want
do.
to look. Look at Jockey. He's got little skinny arms and a big tummy.
Yeah. No, every guy would like to look like you.
And so do women.
Well, I've heard a lot of guys say they would like to have breasts.
Well,
and that's sort of like...
every woman would like to look like Amy Lynn and Elena. Anyway, here's the point. When I first
you
met...
You want to wrestle?
Because you'll beat me up. I first met you. I thought, when you bent over your G-string, I thought I saw scars where your testicles had been removed.
Yeah, it was more like the sunbed line.
Whatever it was. I don't know what was doing back there, but I was looking and trying to check for things. I said, Robin...
You know what the weird thing is?
Watch when Nicole bends over.
Everybody sent in videos to be on that Howard Stern New Year's show, which you have to call 1-800-52-STERN.
Very good.
Now, I was invited. All right. Now, after I told the person who called me up and invited me, I told them no.
Right.
Absolutely not. And this woman spent like 45 minutes on the phone making sure I would be down there.
Right.
I finally show up. You don't terrorize and traumatize me. Robin does.
I don't know how.
No, Robin really thought you were a man and didn't think it was fair that a man would,
Robin was jealous.
She wanted...
She's black.
Oh, is it?
What is that?
Weirdest thing I've heard.
You've heard weirder.
No, I thought she was entering the contest as a transsexual.
That's what I thought too. And then
I thought I was making it clear. I didn't know Nicole.
Sexy and you
but I think I now believe that she's a woman.
You do?
Yeah. I believe it. I think I believe it.
But I was shocked that she broke down and cried.
I broke down and cried.
That was funny when you were crying.
Awfully cruel.
You know what?
It was funny.
That's the only that's the one single thing that kind of convinced me that she would be a woman. That
but transsexuals are all crying and weeping all the time too.
You're calling me a wuss?
To me, I thought it was like a guy trying to. You know how like
really
transsexuals
act like a woman.
really try to act like women? They over exaggerate everything.
See, Howard, you've been training so long, and you're not as big as I am. And your arms are really skinny.
Puny.
Yeah, puny.
I know.
I saw those legs, too, on Jay Leno.
But you took steroids, didn't you?
I did at one time.
Yeah, I mean, if I took steroids, I'd be big, too.
No, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's how you train.
But you also have the genetics. You also have the genetics.
Yeah, I'm genetically gifted.
She is, because I've seen her before she started working out.
Well, I
she was
must
a burly
admit, she has
woman.
a very positive attitude.
Yeah, you were burly. You were a burly woman.
Burlesque.
Yeah, you weren't ripped. Maybe we should bring Nicole, too.
I think Nicole is interesting.
I would definitely be a plus on that.
You would?
Yes.
All right.
And if I was in the movie, I could carry your wife's coffin.
There you go. For the fantasy
In the
scene.
fantasy.
This is sounding more and more like a Fellini movie. Well, anyway.
Went from porn to Fellini.
When I see you, it does make me believe you should be with us. All right, so everyone now, Nicole doesn't really have
And
anything.
you are serious now. You believe that she was always a woman.
I think so. I'm almost 80% convinced.
Because every time she leaves and I say, you really believe that? You go, no.
I go back and forth. You know what? I just don't know.
So I don't know
I
what
think
you're
I
saying.
should kiss you and then you would
No,
know.
you won't. No, you won't, ever.
Why would
Because
you
you're too
do
close
that?
to a man. Because I'm not kissing no man. And even if she is a woman, she's still close to a man.
If you're as much man as you say you
No,
are,
I'm
it
not
won't
kissing
make a
Nicole.
difference.
Yeah, kiss
No, no.
Yeah, French kiss.
Hey, Fred, by the way, Nicole's sitting next to you on the plane.
All right.
That's right.
I dig him.
That's right.
See, I think you could do
I
just about
dig him.
everything with Nicole, and it wouldn't be cheating.
Look at the hands on Nicole. The hands are like monster-like.
They are not. Let me see your hands.
I'm a guy, Nicole.
And I'm a girl, and my
You're a
hands
gorilla.
are smaller than yours. Let me see yours.
come on.
Jackie has finger
All right.
Yeah, I know. Don't touch his hands. You'll get disease.
They're
like
All right, Nicole, let me bring in some of the other girls. I
Okay.
get the point, and we'll call you.
1-800-52-STERN.
Yeah, you can see Nicole. It's pretty amazing. Thanks, Nicole. All right, Gary, bring in the next girl because I got to really wrap this up. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you.
What are you wearing underneath your dress? He's wearing a miniskirt.
Oh, God.
Pull up your dress. Now, there's a girl.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hi, Tempest.
No, that's a girl.
Now, that's a girl. Tempest is a girl. That's a girl to me.
That's a girl. No question.
Yeah, there's no question. Hi. Oh, yeah, you missed me, huh?
I do miss you. I called up Gary a few days ago to tell him to tell you I missed you.
Can I squeeze your butt?
You want to squeeze my
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. Oh, man. That's a girl. I don't care what anyone says.
You know she's a girl. There's no doubt in your mind.
Yeah. All right, so Tempest, you want to come to Cleveland. I say you come.
Guess what?
What?
I can't go, but I'm going to tease you and tell you what I would do if I could go.
Oh, no.
All right, what would you do? Why can't you go?
Well, because I have a booking at Goldfinger's that week, and it's been about 2.5 months, so I can't renege on the contract.
Oh.
But you know what?
Hey, Letterman asked me to do his show.
Stern? No.
Letterman asked me to do his show on June 10th, and since we're going to Cleveland June 10th, I had to turn it down.
Could you write me a Dr. Stern note?
No.
But this was booked before the Letterman show.
That's true. Although I am doing it the 24th.
Yeah?
I will be on Letterman.
Oh, good. So they're not angry.
No, I'm Mr. Guest. I'm in demand.
Mr. Show.
I'm just saying this at Tempest will be really horny.
I see, okay.
I mean, I'm really going on there, but I just...
You just decided to announce it to Tempest.
Yeah.
Forget us.
Yeah, I'm not announcing it to the rest of the audience. I'm going to wear a Jay Leno mask. Missed me?
Yeah.
What would you do if you could go?
Okay, well, first, I'd wake
Show
up
me.
real early.
Yeah.
I'd wake up real early before you got up.
Yeah.
I'd find out what time your wake-up call was.
Yeah.
And I'd go down to the kitchen and make you a fat-free, good breakfast. I'd come give you breakfast in bed.
Yeah.
Start off the day.
Yeah.
Then I'd bathe you.
You would?
You have to be bathed.
Yes, I do. I can't
then I'd
bathe myself.
bathe you.
I can't bathe myself.
Yes, you're like a baby.
So then I'd bathe you.
And you
then
would get in the tub and bathe me?
Of course. And then we'd go off and do our thing, and I'd get on stage with... You can hire a band. You're Mr. Stern, you know.
And I'd be sure to be dirty.
And I'd sing,
my bath.
I'd sing a song topless.
You would?
Right to you. Yep.
You would?
I would.
So you ought to come.
Assuming they said...
Now, that's something interesting.
There's a girl with an act.
God, you feel good. This is a woman. She wears no bra, no panties, no nothing.
I got panties.
Oh, you do? Oh, God. What a body on you.
Bra. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? So you can't come is what you're saying, but you just came down to say hi to
Write me a Dr. Stern note.
Okay. What's a Dr. Stern note? I'll write it.
It's a medical excuse for why she has to get out of her contract.
I got my love voice on, too, you notice?
I know, yeah, you're talking about
Yeah. I got that love voice. Yeah, I really do. I think about you all the time.
Good.
If anything ever happens to my wife, I'm coming to you first.
Wait a minute. There's so many firsts
Well, first I go to my editor, Judith Regan, so that
how can you go to Tempest first?
Yeah, but I'm not going to have sex with Judith. I'm just going to let her, just do something to me.
Oh, she gets to do you.
Yeah, she'll just do something to me to mellow me out so I can make my decision as to who to go first.
Because you were wondering whether it would be Amy Lynn or Tempest or who.
The thing with Tempest is I'm always worried if she'd really put out for me because, she's been good looking her whole life and she's never had to really please a man.
You never made those, you don't think that about Amy Lynn?
Yeah, I think that of Amy Lynn, too.
Oh, yeah?
No.
I'd be great for you, Howard. You know I would.
You would? You'd really put out?
And you know.
And you'd do everything?
Oh, you know.
You would?
Yeah.
I think I do know. I'm convinced. You want to be in my new movie?
Yeah, I just heard you got a movie deal. Congratulations.
Even though as much as I love you, I'd have to audition you.
Okay, audition me.
All right, here's the scene.
How and where?
Right now.
Yeah, but this is radio.
Yeah, but
we can't say anything nasty.
Well, I don't want it to be too dirty, my movie. You'd have to work clean.
Is it a family film?
No, not family. It's NC-17.
Yeah.
So, my wife just died, and I'm all broken up about it. And you come in, and you're trying to convince me, you're begging me to go off with you and make love to you.
Okay.
And you're trying to seduce me.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Well,
you're
a couple of questions.
Okay.
How soon after your wife had died?
She just died yesterday. But you don't care.
I would have to console you first.
Right.
And then I'd have to wait
Right. You come into the room, walk into the room. No, you don't wait a few months.
No. In the movie scene, you can't wait
a fantasy.
few months.
It's like...
Yours or mine?
It's mine. And then all of a sudden you...
Can it be mine or does it have to be yours?
It could be yours too. But go ahead. So you walk in and you go, Howard. Howard, I want it. Go ahead.
Is this radio or not radio?
It's film. The fact that we're on the radio, forget about it. We're in the movies.
Okay. All right, now we're in the movies.
Yeah. You write. You're a writer. Go ahead, write something. Here we go.
Okay. Howard, I heard your wife died.
Yes.
I'm very sorry about that. And please let me be the one to console you. And I'll take very good care of you in any which way, shape, or form.
I don't know if it's the right time. I mean, I feel kind of guilty. My wife just died. I mean, there's a 10-second respect period that you have to go through.
Well, call me after the 10 seconds is over, and then I'll console you.
See, this is not... You see, she's not acting.
No, she doesn't...
Tempest, you're not doing it. You're not nailing it.
See, what it is, Tempest, in the fantasy, let me direct.
Well,
you're not a good director.
I wouldn't really say much.
Well, that's the whole thing. You have to...
Talk. You have to talk and do.
Yes, but you're going to do to Howard what you've been imagining. You know, like, this is your opportunity. You've been waiting all your life, and you've been stopped by the fact that he was married.
And now I'm single.
And now, all of a sudden, he's single. You cannot control yourself anymore.
And I'm feeling a little guilty, so I'm afraid to make the first move. So you're on fire, and you're like, I don't care. I want you. I need you. I've been a bad little girl. My bad thoughts have been with me.
I wouldn't say any of that.
No, Tempest, this is not you.
This is my fantasy. I'm a director. I'm telling you what to do.
I would just grab you, right, and I would caress you. And I'd hug you.
Yeah.
And,
well, come on, let's do it.
There. This is radio. I can't say.
All right. Thank you, Tempest. Okay, good. Well, I mean, I'm not mad. I'm just saying that I just wanted to see a little acting. That's all.
I can't say what I would do.
All right.
It's a family show, right?
Hey, where are you appearing? Why don't you give yourself a plug?
Okay, Goldfingers the week of the 6th. It's the 6th through the 11th. 3 shows a night, and that's in Queens.
Okay. Thank you, Tempest.
Baby.
Okay. Bye. Oh. All right, I'll see you later. Oh. Bye, Tempest.
Bye.
That's Tempest, Robin. Tempest doesn't know how to act. I'd have to teach her.
Yeah, you'd have to work with her.
What a body.
Send her to Strasbourg.
She knows how to dress. That's what I like. Who else is left?
Do you want to talk to Fabio?
Because Fabio? He's a guy.
He wants to go to Cleveland show?
Fabio wants to go to Cleveland?
No.
What does he want, Fabio?
Fabio's got this new magazine, and if you look at it, it's got this really sexy fold-out of Fabio and a poster.
Of Fabio?
Of Fabio?
Yeah.
Where's the girls?
No. It's not a skin magazine. It's a health magazine. It's Fabio's Healthy Bodies.
You know,
and
Fabio...
this is going to come out every month?
Fabio has about 19 billion businesses.
Yes.
And I don't know. I mean, he must make a lot of money.
He's got a phone line and everything.
He's got a pretty good deal going. He doesn't have to talk or anything. He just lets people take pictures of him, and then he has a lot of sex. You know who he was getting on with, I read?
Who?
All right, let me get him on. Hey, Fabio. Fabio.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How you doing, Howard?
All right, you're on the air.
Hey.
So,
Hey, I'm trying to catch up with you. You know, you got as many business as me.
What?
You have as many business as me.
Yeah, no. Fabio has like a perfume business. That English is still a stumbling block, Robin. Fabio, you got to learn how to speak.
Governor.
Yeah.
You got a book? I got a book.
Yeah. Hey, turn on your radio, Fabio.
Huh?
Turn off your radio. You're all confused.
Turn off the radio.
That's that manager guy you hang around with.
Yeah, right. It's too much.
Yeah, he's got to monitor what you say.
You need a manager?
Listen to me, not yours. Listen to me. This guy has more businesses. The new magazine is a health magazine because it's healthy for Fabio's bank account. I'll tell you that. But Fabio has it's called Healthy Bodies. He put out a new magazine because he's into health, obviously. You can see the guy's built like an ox. So,
well, will help me, Howard, if I put you on the cover. We'll help you to sell more.
Yeah, that'll get a lot of people interested in health. They'll be so frightened. This is what you might look like.
Yeah, how not to look like this.
No, so here's the point. So, I don't know, like Fabio has like a perfume. Mm-hmm. He's got a whole...
He's got the album.
He's got an album. He gets like 1 million deals. And then he doesn't even have to do anything.
Then he runs contests. Weren't you just running a contest where they were looking for your replacement?
Really? What the hell's that?
I don't know. It's like, hey, so Howard, when are you going to invite me in one of your castings? I would love to come in already and, do some casting with you with all this, beautiful women coming over.
For the movie.
You don't see enough women.
For the movie.
Yeah, this guy doesn't get laid enough. I'm watching TV. They said he was doing the Barbie twins.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it.
Come on. You were having sex with those Barbie twins, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No, actually, I was going out with your editor.
Judith Regan?
Yeah.
No, you weren't. You bastard. He probably was.
Maybe. Who knows?
Nah, you weren't going out with her, were you?
No.
I
would love to.
You dog.
I would love to.
Look at you. Look at you. How many times did you get laid this month?
This month?
Yeah, this is Fabio talking. He'll tell you, too. He's honest about it.
He's counting.
Right. Shh. Give him some time. Tell us first in Italian and then tell us in English.
He knows the English for that.
Okay.
Watch, he speaks perfect English when he tells you how many girls.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
10.
How many?
10.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell him in English.
About 5.
Wow. 5 this month. That's
Wait a minute.
No,
Does that
morning.
mean 5 different women?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the morning.
No. He means 5 different women.
Okay.
He got laid 5 different women this month, and he could do a lot. What's the best month he ever had?
The best month?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Was it like 20?
No. I'm not that promiscuous, Howard.
Not that promiscuous.
Promiscuous. You know what? Fabio once told me, he confesses to me, he says, I hate the month February. It's too short. It's too short for me. I cannot get laid as many times.
Wait a minute. I was reading in one of the tabloids or something about some girl's date with Fabio?
No, that was TV Guide. That was Meryl Marco.
No.
That was ex-David Letterman's girlfriend.
Yeah, you went out with David Letterman's girlfriend for a date. Like, you were just giving her a mercy. Meryl's a nice-looking girl, but, she's not Fabio in Fabio's league.
How do you know what Fabio likes?
Because he likes the Barbie twins.
No.
No, I know what he likes. Listen, he goes out with models and stuff. You know what's nice about this guy? Here's a guy who's good-looking, and he's not a homo. So he can get all the women.
You're saying every good-looking guy is gay except Fabio?
Most good-looking guys in Fabio's league are gay.
Oh, stop it.
So that's why he gets so many women. He's real good-looking and he likes women.
I remember what his thing was now. This one had one...
Howard, you're not gay. You're in my same league.
I'd probably have sex with you, Fabio.
No, what it was...
Bend you over a table.
This girl went to one of Fabio's signings, remember? Yeah. And she walked up there, and Fabio said, okay, I'll sign your book, and why don't you come to my hotel room tonight?
Yeah.
And when she got there, she just talked about all the food Fabio had.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Wasn't that Meryl Marco?
No.
Well, what happened when you went out with Meryl? You should have done her just because it was David Letterman's old girlfriend.
Just to make Dave upset.
Yeah, why don't you just give it to her? She's horny.
Yeah. You sure really? Oh, you went out for a date too?
I know her. I know her pretty well.
You know her?
Yeah, in fact, I just got a letter from her. We write each other.
Is that right? You have a correspondence?
Yeah, we actually do. I'd do her just because she was David Letterman's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Like, hey.
Well, maybe we can organize it. We can both bring her out.
Yeah.
Let's tag team her.
Let's tag team her, Fabio.
Maybe people will like that.
Oh, what a life this guy's having. I'll tell you something. It's unbelievable. Anything to annoy Dave. Me and Fabio in bed with his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, it would be off.
Oh, he'd be crazy. He would go crazy. He would lose all the ratings.
go into a funk.
I can't do anything.
You know what we should do? We should do the cover of my new magazine. Me, you, and her between us.
Yeah, doing her. Right on the cover.
Oh, geez.
Now, Meryl's very women's lib. She would never do anything like that.
You think?
Yeah, but I mean, in my fantasy, we do Meryl like a pig on a spit. We just get her. You know what I'm saying, Fabio?
He knows.
He knows. He's laughing. He knows. Now, Fabio, let me mention this because I know it's important to you.
Yeah.
That's the reason you're calling in. The book is called, it's not a book, it's a magazine.
It's
it comes
a magazine,
out. And actually, it really, if you want to get into shape, Fabio has...
Now, is this going to come out every month, Fabio?
Yeah, it's going to be out every month starting September.
Because when I met Fabio, I said to him, hey, man, you're in really good shape. What'd you do, steroids? And he goes, I swear to you, Howard, on a stack of Bibles, like I swear on my mother's life, I do not do the steroids.
No.
And then I go, Fabio, why are you doing... I said, Fabio, why are you doing a French accent? And then he goes, what the hell? I know. And then I said to him, so how do you get, like, that muscular? And he starts to say, how I could get you in the same shape. This is what you do. And he starts to, like, I said, well, why don't you put it on paper for me? So that's essentially what Fabio's done. He wrote this magazine for me so that I can read about how to get healthy and all that kind of stuff. So it's on the newsstands, right, Fabio?
Yes, but no, really, Hal, I'm very serious. I would love you to have you on the cover.
Really?
Yes, because what I'm trying to do with this magazine is trying to reach all America and people that are not as good in shape. You know, and
so Howard would be your poster.
No.
Yeah, I'll be sticking my belly out.
What is great is because people in Middle America, they don't care about bodybuilder, but they care about celebrity.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why magazines like People magazine, they're very popular in the Middle America and not Muscle Fitness.
Now he's been studying magazines.
Look at Fabio. Now he's mastered the magazine world. Now he knows what the people want. You know, it's amazing. Guy was a model. Now he...
Little America.
Here is what America wants. Fabio, you didn't even grow up in America. You don't know what America wants. America wants.
Middle America.
You know what Middle America wants? About 50% of them, meaning women, want to get into the sack with you.
Yeah, Fabio. They just want to look at you.
And perform illegal acts of sodomy. That's what they want.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
What do you think I came for America?
And he's doing everything he dreamed of. I know it. The guy is a tremendous womanizer. It's fantastic. And why not? Hey,
you
listen.
applaud that. Womanizing.
I certainly do. What? He's not married. Why not?
Well, you have daughters, Howard.
Well, stay away from my daughters. All right, listen. Everyone pick up an issue. It's a brand new magazine. Look for Fabio's Healthy Bodies. Thanks, Fabio.
Oh, hey, Howard. It's always my pleasure to be on the show.
Pleasure to talk to you. And hey, come in here and tell me who you had sex with recently. All right?
Okay.
All right, very good.
Okay,
There's the fabulous Fabio. Thank you, Fabio. Fabio, of course, the guy really does. He's not a homo. When I first met him, I thought he was a homo. I said,
you figured it was a for sure bet.
Yeah. Then I met we hoped. And then there was a couple of girls we knew who weren't the best looking girls in the world. They had sex with Fabio. I knew it for a fact. I said, I can't believe that guy's not a homo. Because, you see guys like that all muscled up and oiled.
And, such a gorgeous face.
Yeah.
You figure he's just staring at himself all the time.
Yeah, right? But you see guys like, guys like that are homos.
Yeah, but he's just good looking and built so well that we kind of want him to be.
Yeah, you hope he's a homo. Because that would be funny.
Because there's no competing, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you can't compete with a guy like that.
Yeah, I mean, when you go into a bar with a Fabio...
Yeah, well, let me tell you the reality.
You wait for him to get occupied and leave.
Let me tell you the reality.
What?
It's like, like I see him and I try to put him down and go, look at his breasts. They're so big they're hanging down to his knees and all that stuff. But I'll tell you the reality. When I was doing my E-show, I interviewed Fabio.
Yeah.
And there's this female producer, I won't give her name. She is real conservative. Women's lib, the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, hate.
I think some of that is just talk.
Yeah, well, evidently, because she goes into a room with Fabio, comes out like 10 minutes later, and she's all red. She's like one of those real white people.
Uh-huh.
She's all red and blotchy.
Oh.
And it's very obvious there's a problem.
Yes, what was the problem?
She goes, I can't believe this. I'm a married woman. I got a kid. I swear to you, I never thought about Fabio. I walked in the room and I started having sexual feelings.
Oh, good.
And I got flushed. Can you imagine? And I've sat in a room with this woman for years.
And nothing happened. She never had to leave.
Never got flushed.
Never got red.
Nothing. And she was like, I can't believe, I'm so embarrassed. I can't control myself. I have to really calm down. Because she had all these sexual desires.
Oh,
involuntary.
Yeah, like imagine having that kind of power over women. And the goof would be if he was gay.
But he ain't. I don't think he is.
If he was as queer as a $3 bill, I would be happy.
You pray.
Right, you pray that he is.
Take him out of circulation.
Exactly. Not that I'm in circulation, but it would just be nice to know.
But I'm just saying, you know, your nightmare is to be hanging around with Fabio at a club trying to pick up women.
Oh, please. I wouldn't even dare. The guy's not a bad guy. I mean, why should he be a bad guy after all?
He's a happy guy. Listen to him.
Oh, he's a happy son of a bitch. The guy always laughing like a mental patient on the phone. He's always happy like that. Howard.
Can't understand it.
Yeah. He's ha.
It's like, but he doesn't speak good English.
Yeah.
What's his motivation?
Right, like why would he learn? It's like, hey, Fabio, your mother died.
People will wait for Fabio to get it out.
Well, they call the big part.
I don't know about you, but I pray every night.
That's one of your prayers.
Yeah.
Please make Fabio small.
You make Fabio get a pimple. No, the guy is pretty good looking.
Gifted.
Yeah. Gifted, as Tiny Tim would say. Robin, I got to take a break, and I got to get the rest of the women through the door here, so we got to move along quickly. We got to get to news, and again, it's just another jam-packed show.
Time is ebbing, Howard.
Right. We'll be right back.
Back with the Howard Stern Show.
I have to move along quickly now. There's 2 or 3 more women who need to get in here who want to just pitch us on coming to Cleveland with us real quickly.
Yes, we're backed up.
Who is next, Gary, please? The 2 girls from the Dog Pound are out there.
Yes, and then I saw Miss Howard Stern.
Miss Howard Stern's always a crowd pleaser.
Oh, stop that.
I see her husband isn't here with her today.
No, she's alone, it looks like.
She dumped Corky?
I don't think she dumped him, but I think she gave him the word. She's
For this particular trip.
He got lost in the...
Who's coming in now?
Elaine, but she was in the bathroom.
Elaine Marks, Miss Howard Stern, 1994. She's in the bathroom.
Oh, you don't want to know that.
We don't want to know.
Yeah, who wants to know that?
She was touching up her makeup.
I thought one of the prerequisites was that Miss Howard Stern would not go to the bathroom for a year during her reign.
It's in her contract.
Yeah. And she might be in violation of her contract.
You can take back the sash.
All I can say is when you hear her voice, you think she's not good looking, but she's really good looking.
She is
she's
trying
really
to work
hot.
on it.
Oh, man. Look at the body on her.
As long as she
oh, man.
It's like a genie out.
Where's your husband?
He's home.
Oh, whoa, what happened?
What happened? I don't know.
How did you get here? I didn't think you could get here by...
What do you think? I don't drive?
She's trying to change her voice.
She is. She's working on lowering it.
Yeah. Are you lowering your voice today?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Boy, you look better than ever.
What was your other voice?
My other voice is like that.
She is Miss Howard Stern. Did you get a belly button ring?
That's a fake.
Oh, that's a fake? Let me see.
Yeah, it's called achieving the look without
Without going through the pain.
Right.
How do you do that?
It's not the pain. It's the piercing that would actually bother me.
That looks just as good.
Stuff. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm checking that out. Don't worry, I look everything
How
out.
do you make it look like a belly button
Well,
ring?
it just goes in. It's made. I mean, that's what you buy it as, a belly button ring, a fake belly button ring.
Oh, yeah? You went to the store and bought that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I was getting a hairpin, and I saw it, and I said, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then did any girls seduce you at the store like the last time?
No, not this time.
I mean, you look real good. What'd you do? Did you put in like a fall or something? A hair? Something's different with your hair.
No, I just did my hair different.
Yeah, I like it this way.
You always had a lot of hair.
Yeah, it looks good.
Like that.
Long.
Yeah, it looks good.
Really long.
Yeah, you should grow your hair out. Stop cutting it like a Guido.
I don't cut it like a Guido.
You know what I mean?
don't cut my hair, no.
All right.
You like it like this?
Yeah, it looks good. You look real good. You look real buxom. And those are real.
She's always been buxom.
She looks more buxom than usual.
I have a bra on today.
That's a bra?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I do have a bra.
Prove it. Oh, yeah, you do. Wow. That's a cute bra, too. It's got flowers all over it, little roses and stuff. So obviously you want to go to Cleveland with us.
Right. And I want to be in the movie, too.
Oh, you do?
Oh, you want to audition? Yeah. Well, you did do a scene from a movie for your contest.
That's right.
You know, I might have to put
every movie.
Yeah, but I can't. You know, that was a scene from Scarface. She has to rehearse this movie.
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, did you discuss this with your husband, acting opposite Howard?
Yes, I did.
He said it was all right?
Yes, he said it was fine.
Really? What is it, Baba Booey?
One of the things that you're going to have to discuss with Elaine about going to Cleveland is, you know, she does travel with something of an entourage. Like we were in Rochester this last weekend.
I don't have to bring them.
There's a husband, a child, and a nanny. So something we have to.
I got to admit, you know, when you have a sexy woman around and you're presenting her as Miss Howard Stern 1994, it is a little disconcerting to see her husband, the
who
nanny,
always pushes right to the front of the stage.
Yeah, and the guy's like really like. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, you're the best thing that ever happened to him. The idea that your husband is a nice guy and everything, but he has you. I mean, I could see why he's insecure. I'm not even going to say he's insecure. I just can see why he has to protect his interests.
Okay.
So he's very protective of her.
Yes.
And the kid is always with him, and the nanny's with him, and it's like, oh.
I said I don't have to bring them.
Yeah, but I don't want to come between you guys.
No, you're not
Howard,
coming between us.
I want to talk about shattering the illusion. So last Friday night we were in Rochester. She was wearing this really cute, like floral print dress, and she was going around as Miss Howard Stern. She looked great.
Right.
And the next morning we're in like the restaurant, and she's chasing the kid up and down the table. You know?
Yeah, I know. And she doesn't realize. You really don't realize how much of a turnoff that is. Because it's a turnoff.
Yes.
And we're begging you.
Okay. Well, forget them.
Get your kids and husband and get in line.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a family man too.
Are they here?
You don't see me bringing my wife and kids everywhere I go.
I didn't bring them here either.
No, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah. So how'd you get here? You drove yourself?
Sure.
Because her husband had her convinced that she couldn't drive herself.
I drive a motorcycle. I drive a truck. I drive a car. I drive
I didn't know
stick.
that.
I drive everything.
All right.
See, I didn't think he allowed her to drive.
Hey, Gary, how come you're in here staring at Elaine? What?
I've been staying in for everybody.
He's taking Corky's place today.
Yeah, it's really weird. No, you haven't been staying in for everyone. You must be in love with her. You're not? Yeah, sure. Did you see him staring?
Yeah.
Like just hang-dogging?
Well, this glass started to fog.
Yeah, right. He's staring at her and junk. Listen, I got to move it along quick, but in other words, you would come to Cleveland.
Yes.
And you would do what?
You want to hear my act?
Okay, yeah.
I would impersonate Michael Jackson and do a moonwalk topless. How's that?
That's as good as anything I've heard.
We haven't heard anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it sucks, but it's better than what anyone else had to say.
Can you moonwalk?
Yes, I can.
That
Can't
might
do it
be
with my heels on. I can move on.
What are you wearing,
moonwalk.
heels? Let me see those.
Backwards, forward.
Whoa.
And
what do you go shopping all day just for different cool outfits?
just right before I'm going to see you.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll do it in
I
blackface?
have to look great for... In blackface?
Well, Michael Jackson is black.
No, he's not blackface. I have to change my shade of tone lighter for him.
I think we almost, guys, and stop me if I'm wrong, Robin, we almost have to take Miss Howard Stern 1994.
Well,
don't do it for that,
the
Howard.
show.
Don't do it for that.
No, I am doing it for that.
It is kind of a given.
It is a given. I mean, she is Miss Howard Stern.
She's Miss Howard Stern.
Right. She has to be representing the
But
show.
do it because you love me and you want me to come.
Well, I do love you.
Are loved, of course.
But you can't expect to be in my movie because you're Miss Howard Stern. The one has nothing to do with the other.
No, I will audition.
If you want to audition...
I don't even have to audition for you. I'll audition for someone who doesn't know who I am.
No, you have to audition for me.
Okay.
I'm the guy in charge. Despite what everyone else thinks in Hollywood, I'm in charge. All right, now here's your scene.
Okay.
You've heard the scene, I imagine.
Okay.
My wife just died. I'm very upset about it, but you have to seduce me because you want me so badly.
Okay.
All right, it's a fantasy scene that will appear in the movie.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right, begin.
In the movie, you're single
Can I go over there?
Yeah, yes, this is acting. This is like the movie. You're in the movie.
Okay.
This is an improv. Obviously, I don't have the script. I don't have it all
You will
scripted
have someone dub in her voice, though, right?
Yeah, someone else will do her voice. Fred will do her voice.
No, I'm working on that.
No, you sound
okay,
very
tell
good.
me when to start.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, all right, wait, I didn't tell you to start yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You got to say action.
This is it. All right. Wow, what a body on you. What are you wearing, panties?
Yeah, today.
I thought you don't wear panties.
Well, not usually today.
Why are you breaking the rule every time you're around me?
I won't wear them next time.
All right, let me just set you up, okay? My wife's body. My wife's body. She's getting like the look of love. She's doing it better than anyone. My wife's body is still thrashing with a death rattle. Okay? All right? And I am broken up about it because, after all, you know it's going to be a bad scene.
Yeah.
She's really acting. Now, you're doing everything to seduce me.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
I didn't bring my mirror.
Tell her
wish I
that
would've
films
known.
aren't silent, Howard.
Yeah, films aren't silent, so you have to talk to me. You have to convince me. Listen,
Howard.
Elaine, I can't go off.
I don't want to hear about that.
I just can't go
No,
off
I
with you.
don't want to hear about that, Howard.
You don't understand something.
No.
You're a very nice girl, but my wife has died, and it wouldn't be proper for me to just jump into the sack with you.
No, I'll take care of you. Don't worry.
You will?
Yes.
I don't know.
Let me help you through this rough time.
Look, her body's still in the room, Howard. Do I have to give you lines?
Howard.
The body is still warm.
So is yours. So is mine. Come on, Howard.
You're tempting
I'll make
me.
you feel better.
I don't know. You don't make me feel that
Oh,
good.
Howard.
You know,
I can make you feel really, really good.
You can?
Yes.
All right, I'll go with you. I forget my stupid wife. You know what? Life goes on. You're absolutely right.
Oh, my.
Don't you think she's good?
Yeah, she's doing a good job.
Fred's watching the movie. I don't know.
Oh, you have to know.
I don't know about kissing you. I feel wrong. My wife.
Don't feel wrong.
The only woman I've kissed in 20
You don't
years.
have to kiss me.
I don't?
No.
I can just have sex
Keep your
with
mouth closed and let me lick your lips slowly.
you. Really? Hey, you see, she'd be good for the movies.
This isn't a movie.
This isn't a movie. Jackie got fooled. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You want me to do it right now?
You better not.
Your wife's not dead.
What do you think of this movie? What do you think of this movie, Robin?
Well, she's acting the part very well. She's been the best actress this morning.
Thank you very much.
How do I know you really love me?
Oh, Howard. Of course I do.
Howard.
You.
I really
You
love
have
you.
to ask that.
You think she's acting good?
I can prove it to you.
Yeah?
Any way you want.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll give me everything?
Anything.
Everything I ever wanted?
Everything and more. I'll give you things that you haven't even thought of yet.
Really?
Yes.
Like what?
Like what? I can't say over the air.
I've got an Oscar in my pants for you.
Really?
You've already won the Oscar.
Oh,
What are you wearing, a chain?
No, I'm not wearing a chain.
Oh, okay. Because if you're wearing
Why,
a
you
chain,
want
I
me to
can't
wear a
have you.
chain?
Yeah, I do want you to wear a chain. I want to drag you around by your hair like a dog.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to smack you around a little bit. In a nice way. I had to hit the delay on that one. No, I just better spank your butt for radio purposes. Well, I think this is very good. What do you think of Elaine?
I thought she was very good, don't you guys?
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you. You haven't
She
seen
is
the
a good
best job I
actress.
could give.
Yeah, you are a very good actress.
Good, thank
You're
you.
better than the other girls.
Thank you. That's
Yes,
why I
you
miss
are.
Howard Stern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't think she's acting, Jackie?
Well, that's the sign of a good actress.
She's acting great, but I don't think she's acting.
You think she's really in love?
Perfect for the role, but yeah, she's...
No, I am acting.
She is acting.
What are you saying, Jackie?
Hey, Jackie, what are you trying to do? Take the role?
She looks like she's in love.
But she is in love.
No,
Because
no.
she's acting. You're not
I'm in love.
Right.
I am in love.
Right.
But I am acting. I am acting in a professional sense right now.
I think she could be in my movie. I think that was very professional.
She did a great job.
She did a great job.
Great job.
And I could turn it on and off.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens. You certainly deserve to be in the film.
So your husband wouldn't have to worry about you still being in love with Howard when you came home.
Right, because it is acting.
Right.
Yeah. The audition's been over for 5
Then I
minutes.
could
She
act
hasn't
like
let
I
up
love
yet.
She hasn't stopped yet.
She still got that look.
Hey, can I touch
I'm
your
still
butt?
in character. Sure.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
How's that?
That's good. This is some audition. Can you go to jail for auditioning girls like this?
Yes, if they should try to bring you up on charges.
Yeah, I
they
think
got
I'm
a
in
good
big trouble.
case.
Who cares? I want to go to jail.
Larry
Yeah.
Ambrose is on the phone.
Yeah. He has to measure your buttocks. Well, she does it for me, I'll tell you that. Yeah, you're my special girl.
She's doing it for us.
If my wife ever dies, you're going to have to divorce your husband.
Oh, in a minute.
In a minute, you're going to have to, of
But
course.
she's just acting.
She's just acting.
Yes, I am just acting.
Just a game.
That's only for the movie.
Right.
That's scripted. It's right in front of me.
Yeah, she's a lovely, lovely girl. All right, here, spin yourself around.
Okay.
All right, and congratulations, you've got the part.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you certainly can go to Cleveland with us. You deserve to be there.
Thank you.
You'll have to give me my bath at night with Amy Lynn.
Yes. Yes. They
Hey,
can all come.
It's gonna be some show in Cleveland. It's gonna be like a porno house. It's gonna be unbelievable. I still look good to you?
Oh. Better
Absolutely.
than ever.
Better than
I like
ever.
these glasses.
You do like these better.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Howard, you realize
Yeah.
the only person so far that's not going to Cleveland is Tempest because she can't?
Yeah, I know. So how many tickets do we have to go to Cleveland?
I don't know. Gary never made that clear.
Gary's about to come in and make it clear.
No, Doug Bodell said that he had plenty of tickets.
He did?
Yes.
How many
Doug
tickets do we
Bodell?
have? Doug Bodell. Because what his name is. Hey, how do we look together as a couple?
You look like a couple.
We do.
Yeah.
So she's acting.
Well, she's acting good.
Yeah, she's doing a good
She's
job.
acting like she likes you, which is a lot better than some of the women that sit on your lap do.
Yeah, right.
Because sometimes they're just not that good at it.
How many tickets do we have for Cleveland?
I don't think we're limited. In other words, I mean,
really?
I really don't. Doug said that, we can bring as many people as we need to bring.
We're going to bring the whole damn tri-state area. If they're good looking, blow them onto the plane.
New York to Cleveland.
Yeah, right.
If we were to bring everybody that you saw this morning, I don't think that would be out of control.
Right. Okay, so probably we'll just do that. What about those two dog girls?
Well,
They
they're
wanna come
waiting.
in?
They're waiting to come in.
All right, Elaine, I got to say goodbye to you.
Stay in here with them. I like
What?
them.
You like the dog girls?
Yeah. My sister took her dog to them.
Oh,
They
really?
did a really good job.
Hey, is this a little bit of belly flab here?
No, are you kidding me?
Hey, you better work on that.
Oh, come on.
I don't want to see any flab here.
Is there any flab there?
Let me see. All right, that's good. Better. Do you got flab, I throw you right out the window of the plane. Let the window suck you right out of the plane.
No flab here.
All right, because I'm perfect, you have to be perfect.
Do the dog women want to go to Cleveland?
Yes, they do.
All right, why don't you bring them in so we can wrap this up? Right, Elaine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She really is in love. You know what? Why don't I take a break and then we'll bring them in, Rob, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right.
And then we can certainly go to the news right after these words. Well, yes, Baba Booey?
With the Howard Stern Show.
I was just contacted by Doug Podell.
In Cleveland?
In Cleveland.
Yes.
And he says that we have room for 4.
Oh, 4 women.
We're going
How many
to
candidates?
There's Amy Lynn, Nicole, Tempest. Now, Tempest has already been able to work out. She thinks she might be able to make it. If she flies out after her last show, last show was at 1 in the morning.
Oh, this is tough.
She can be there, and then we just have to fly her back. So she's in the running. There's Amy Lynn, Nicole, Tempest, Miss Howard Stern, and now we're going to see the 2 pet girls who have to work really hard to get in with this crew.
So you better lower the lights for the pet girls.
That's already 4.
Yeah, right. I mean, they're not professional strippers.
Neither am I.
Oh, I don't know. You were in Playboy.
Oh, God.
I never took my nose out before either.
She's a terrific girl, though.
Wow.
Miss Howard Stern has got to go. Whoever's in here has got to go.
I know. Every girl that's left during the commercial, you're going,
has made it.
Come on. Isn't she the best? Isn't Amy the best? And then Amy goes, isn't Tempest the best?
I know.
Amy just said to me, gee, I hope I get to go to Cleveland.
Yeah, I know. How do you turn that down? All of a sudden, everyone's fighting to go to Cleveland. Cleveland, the last place on earth you think anyone would fight to go to.
Cleveland, doesn't this make you feel good?
Wants to be near you.
What?
Everyone wants to be near you.
Oh, aren't you sweet? All right, you're going. All right, let me bring in the 2 dog girls. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, we did a show where 2 girls said, hey, we want plugs for our new dog grooming business. And we said, well, if you get it totally naked and do anything we say, then you can come in. And they did come in and do it. They certainly did. You give a hell of a massage.
Thank you.
I think one of them's getting naked in the hallway.
Is that right? You girls already naked? You better remind me.
First of all, should I take off my pantyhose?
You take everything. Just get naked again so I can
He
remember.
always says that. Should I take off?
Hey,
no.
I like a girl who asks permission.
We brought bagels and cream cheese.
Well, thanks, girls.
All right.
Girls, first of all, why do you girls want to go to Cleveland? What do you want to do?
Around you, First of all, we already planned the slumber party with Tempest and everybody.
It's going to be a little panty party.
And I can watch?
Absolutely.
We'll have
the
to
pillow sites where the down feathers fly all over.
It's going to be in my room?
That's right.
All right.
Howard, we're going to see Elena at AJ's on Friday night.
Is that right? You made a lot of friends out there.
Oh, they're all our best friends.
Howard, that's what we're going to do for you.
I don't think they're going to be in the dog grooming business much longer. Everything's coming off. Oh, that looks good.
She always does this.
She loves being naked.
That's it.
What is your name again? Nancy?
Yeah.
How could you forget her name, Howard?
Nancy just ripped off all her clothes.
I felt like we were like close personal friends.
We certainly are,
like
honey.
That you had a meeting of the mind or something.
Absolutely.
Like one big family.
I remember Amy. It was Nancy.
Oh, thank you, Howard.
Yeah. Now, Amy, you want to take your clothes off?
Now,
do you want me to?
Yeah, sure. Why not? As long as you're doing it.
Thanks.
We'll have a big slumber party the night before.
Really? So you girls are up for that kind of stuff, even though you're not strippers or anything like that.
I'll tell you, Howard, you've brought up like a whole different side of me.
Have you two?
Howard, I have to tell you, of all the women that came in, they were naked immediately.
Yeah.
You didn't have to beg, no begging, no asking.
No begging, nothing. Nothing, no asking, no begging.
We go so far, though. We know that.
Yeah, we know. Where's my... Oh, how are you?
Well, we don't have here.
How are you, darling?
No, there's going to be a fight.
Now, this is what I dream of, Robin.
2 women fighting over you.
And now come around here for a second. Let me look at you. You're completely naked, so you take Miss Howard Stern's place. What?
Well, we don't have breasts. We'll make up for it.
Well, no, you are beautiful. You know that. You have a beautiful body.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She is pretty good.
Compared to mine.
Well, please. We're not going to compare each other's chests. It's not. Whoa, all right. Put Miss Howard Stern back next to me. Everyone's ripping their clothes off.
Oh, dear.
I'm not
What happened after you guys were naked on the show?
Yeah, how did the opening go?
It was an unbelievable response. Robin was the greatest plugger in the background, just constantly promoting. Everything Howard said was wonderful.
Right.
He got 700 phone calls just within.
Are you walking a lot of different dogs?
Walking a lot of dogs, grooming a lot of dogs.
The business is booming, huh?
Business is overwhelming.
Did a lot of guys call up and really didn't even have dogs? They just want to see you guys
we
naked?
have a man coming in on the weekend who's bringing his ex-wife's dog because he had to find a dog just to bring in.
Right. So
people are adopting dogs.
Adopting dogs, everything.
We didn't have that many obsessed seen, like, I expected, you know, like, oh, I pulled over on the road. But we had normal people that just wanted to meet us. We were signing champagne bottles.
Nothing negative.
You know.
Have you girls gotten naked in anyone's house?
No.
No, no one's asked to...
Well, pretty much we say to them, only Howard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you're completely naked right now.
Right.
And I see you even shaved a little bit more in class. You use the depilatory?
Yeah.
We had to teach each other that night how to do it.
Hey, by the way, the last time we had Amy and Nancy here with their dog business, I rubbed chocolate pudding all over the bodies and had them lick it off each other.
Does everyone remember
for that?
Did you girls try anything since then?
I'll tell you what, not yet, but Elena outside, she's so cute, the Shannon Doherty one. I bet you I could get her to shave me.
Really?
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
Well, maybe we'll try that in Cleveland.
Everybody at once.
Well, Robin, I can see that it's going to be a tough decision who to
How are
bring to
you going to
Cleveland.
make a decision?
What?
You have to bring us all.
I know.
I mean, we'll figure out a way.
They'll
We'll
sit on each other's laps.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure out how to get you all there.
We'll be there.
Where's the body shop stuff?
Oh, wait, Howard, but we have to describe what we're going to do for you there.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Well, look, we're going to give you a day of beauty, treat you like the king that you are.
Yes.
We're going to give you a hot oil treatment, a body massage. We'll bring out a little bathtub full of bubbles, and we'll rub you down.
And you'll be naked a lot and stuff. Well, you know what? What these girls lack in physical beauty, because they're not like strippers.
Howard, don't make us sound like...
No, you're not. No, you're good. No, you're good-looking girls. The dog girls are good-looking.
Could you be any nice?
But what I'm saying, you're not professional strippers, but you certainly make up for it in desire and spunk.
Howard, look. Howard, we got the oil for you.
Wait.
We have the foot scrub for your pedicure.
Did you notice my hair?
Pedicure?
Did you notice my hair's better?
Yeah, it's better. You're growing it out. Yeah, keep working on that. It looks silly the other way.
But do you like it like this?
Yeah, you're pleasing your master.
I think
you like my hair better now?
Yeah, I like your hair better now. It looks much better.
And do you like me as much as you liked Amy when she first walked in the first
Yes, I do. I like both of you both equally.
Thank you for saying that.
All right,
We've been
girls.
fighting ever since. And then we have our lotion for you.
Howard, what we're going to have to do is this.
Yeah.
After the girls leave, because you just can't
make a decision
now.
Yeah, you
we're
gotta
going to
throw all
have
the
to
girls
pick
out.
the 4.
Okay.
And we have to make that decision today.
All right, we will. And let me just remind you that the girls are available to walk your dog at 908-522-4510.
There's our plug.
All right, there's your plug for your pets
Howard.
stay in, all right?
I think, Gary, there's going to be a problem because I think all the girls, like Tempest and Amy Lynn, they all want us to come. We really got everyone.
Oh, and they won't come without you? Is that what you're saying?
All right, we'll contact you girls. Now go put your clothes on.
Also, I want to be in the movie.
Oh, do
you want to audition?
You want to audition?
I want to be like part of the crew. Like I'm always here. Let's bring Nancy in. Nancy. And Amy.
What movie do you know is like that? What do you mean? Let's bring Nancy in.
Part of the pack, though. She
should have been in the
Or you just want to hang out at the movie? I'll make you an
I
intern.
want to be in the movie.
Oh, you want to be in
if
it?
I have to be an intern, I'll be an intern. But I want.
You got to do a love scene. You got to. You got to come on to me. It's a whole. I don't know if you're equipped. You're a dog groomer. You're not an actress. You're not a professional.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Your wife has died. You're really upset.
Right.
Who's going to take care of your kids? And then you start envisioning. You have the bubble and the dream sequence in the movie.
Right.
And then you think, I wonder if that dog groomer could take.
All right. Well, show me. Come on to me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How are we going to do the scene?
Oh, you're doing it.
Doesn't he need to take off his vest and you need to start massaging with the oil?
Well, forget it. I don't have time for this. We got to get the news.
No, I want to do it.
Oh, please. I don't have time. I had enough auditions today. I have to be sexually frustrated the whole stupid day.
Whine. I can't.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'm so sorry for whining.
All right, my wife just died. Go ahead.
And I feel so bad for you.
Yes, you feel bad?
And
I can see we're going to be acting,
I
so.
think you need someone to take care of you, Howard.
Hey, this girl's naked. That's good acting right away. Yes, I do, baby.
And, I think I want to give you your freedom, so I'll just be there for you at night.
Yeah.
To make love to you.
Yeah.
And then I'll let you bring other women into the picture so you can fulfill all the fantasies that Allison can deal with.
Oh, is that right, baby?
I'll take care of
I don't know. I'm not in the mood. I don't know. You're not turning me on.
Well, let me take your clothes off.
I don't know about that.
Let me take your clothes off.
Go ahead, baby. Yeah,
okay.
Don't be shy.
Move the mic. Come on.
Never a problem.
Go ahead. Yeah, look, she's like the horniest girl I ever met for a dog groomer. That's right, baby. Go ahead.
And we have to rub oil all over that beautiful chest.
Damn right. That's right. Look at her, man. She's really going for it.
I'll tell you, Howard.
Yeah.
I want Miss Howard to be there with us.
Miss Howard Stern?
Yeah.
Well, you're not selfish at all, are you, darling?
No, I want to share.
That's right.
Because I know it'll turn you on.
So, hey, what are you, crazy? Are you nuts?
Was I not? I mean, you're not stopping me, so.
That's right. Hey, now this girl knows how to act, Robin.
Come on, this is great acting.
Are you crazy?
No.
Howard, you know what's really funny? all the girls at strippers come in here, and it really is acting. She'll just keep going.
Oh, yeah. She's like insane.
And I'll stay on my knees.
Oh, really? Boy, she is really horny. Maybe she should be in the movie.
You don't know the phone calls we're going to get now.
I really just want to take care of you.
You do?
And allow you to fulfill all your fantasies.
All right. Thank you, darling.
We'll have one big... We'll have Amy Lamb. We'll have Tempest.
Kiss my stomach. Kiss it. Kiss it and worship me. That's it. Good. Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Am I getting too low, Howard?
You're never too low.
Am I too low?
I didn't say that. You said that.
No, that's
She's
right.
wild for me. She's like pulling my pants off, Robin. She is absolutely wild.
Right. He is so sexy.
I know.
And you have got to stop saying you want your hair
See,
covered.
that's good acting. Keep telling me how sexy I am. All right, get out of here, all of you. I don't believe one of you.
Doug Podell's on the phone. He's got a very big announcement.
What is
They
it?
can extend the guest list.
What is it? Is that the announcement?
Yes.
All right, okay, good.
Everyone can go.
Good. What?
Everyone asked me, so how does he look in person? I swear to God that I told everyone that you were very
All right,
good-looking.
stop kissing my ass. You're going to Cleveland, all right?
You know
All
who
right.
she's dating.
You don't have to. What?
Can I be in the movie?
Well, we'll see. You weren't that good. You were talking too much and not enough action.
But you kind of hesitated. You sat down. So I
Yeah, of course I sat down.
If you stand
If
up,
I pulled my pants down, you wouldn't do anything anyway.
I swear to God I would.
Well, I don't need to see that. My wife will be at the Dominic's office in 2 minutes.
Cleveland.
Think Cleveland.
I want to think movie, too.
All right. Well, we'll think movie. We'll
think
see.
movie, we'll think Cleveland.
All right.
we'll
Very
think...
good, girls.
I mean, maybe Robin.
Gary runs out of here and leaves me with these yentas, and I can't even get to know him.
For them, he leaves.
Yeah, for them he leaves.
So you need 2 yentas
He leaves
on
me
every
alone.
trip. And one more thing, the bagels we brought, the oat bran,
Yeah.
you will fall in love with them.
All right,
They're the
thank
best
you.
bagels I've ever tasted in my life.
Gary, these girls don't stop talking unless you get rid of them.
You know they never leave once they get in here.
Nancy, put your clothes on.
Yeah, that's it, Gary. Order them around.
And Miss Howard Stern, please.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can take your hands off of Wolf.
I want to say goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Howard Stern.
Well, she's already dressed.
Bye, my
Yeah,
darling.
she's dressed. She never takes anything.
All I got to do is get her to walk out the door.
Miss Howard Stern, of course, you will be in Cleveland with us.
Yes, and I will
there is absolutely no doubt that you will be there.
I will also be at Moving On Sounds and Security on June 25th. And my poster's still available on 1-800-4MISS-94. And the scrap metal business is booming. Maverick Metal.
How is she in scrap metal business?
I don't know. And you know what?
What?
I'm in the magazine that you guys are advertising. They have a commercial here. New Rave.
Yeah.
It's a new magazine. I'm in there.
All right, there you go. Elaine Marks, Miss Howard Stern.
One more thing.
You know what it is? These girls come in here and all they do is plug.
And they plug and plug and
Why
plug.
don't we'll hang out and we'll all go out to lunch after this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, I'm busy. I got to get home. I got commitments.
Oh,
He's got lunch at home is what he
That's what I got.
See, that's the difference between this Jewish girl goes, forget it, we got dogs to walk.
Yeah, right.
Robin, will you go out to lunch with us?
I can't.
If I was single, I'd go out to lunch with you, believe me, and we'd have some party.
Yeah?
Yeah, you'd get a real good workout.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we'll save that for the movie.
You would get an excellent workout.
We'll save it for the movie.
You certainly will, darling. That's where you can do anything.
Yeah, then you can hang out all day.
That's right. What are you looking at?
I lost something.
What'd you lose? Rolling around on the floor.
Oh, she lost her belly button ring.
How did Elaine's shirt accidentally get open?
Well, she got jealous about the other girls getting naked, and she ripped open her top.
I want to see Gary here.
No.
Oh, dear.
I do.
Okay.
Wow. Beautiful.
That's okay, I have the poster.
Oh, okay.
That's right. We have Elaine's poster we can look at. All right, girls, thanks.
We'll hang your poster up in our store.
Okay.
Girls, go ahead.
We gotta go.
Even though it's really good for her store because
All these girls do is come in and plug.
Goodbye, girls.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
I just have to say goodbye to you.
Robin. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cleveland.
Bye. Okay, we'll see you in Cleveland.
Okay. Bye, Howard. Be good.
Yeah, you better get that lipstick off.
Hey, come here and take off your pants.
I'm going to take off my pants.
Let me see how you look.
Oh, hold on a second.
I thought we had to do news.
Well, we got time.
She has her time of the month. She can't take her. What do you mean don't say it?
Don't say that.
Did you get your time of the month?
Yeah.
I thought you told me you don't get
See,
that.
girls in magazines never have that.
Yeah. So let me see in your underwear anyway.
Underwear.
It's a big deal.
Underwear.
So what? I don't care. Let's see. God, you look good. I don't care if it is your time of the month. You look terrific.
God.
Oh, no wonder she was being a little standoffish. She really was.
Otherwise, I would have been naked.
I know.
You know me, Howard.
It's colorful.
Oh. Okay.
Bye, Miss Howard Stern.
Oh, wait, she left her stocking.
What's going on here? Every minute this thing is going
You keep
on.
hitting it.
Bye.
I didn't touch it. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Elaine. I can't turn it off. That's the EBS thing, emergency broadcast. Maybe, hey, maybe there's a disaster happening out there.
Yeah, maybe the world has ended, and you're in here fooling around.
Fooling around with chicks.
Way to go.
You want to know something? Out of all these babes, you know who I'd like to have sex with?
I know.
Go ahead.
Elaine Marks.
Wrong.
Wait a minute.
The dog groomer. The naked dog groomer. What do you think of that? That girl would... what she lacks in looks, she's got such desire in her heart.
She's very convincing.
Oh, yeah. The way she was ripping at my pants, she wanted it.
It's like she was hungry.
Yes, and all she has to do is be passed by the next biggest star. And she's right off your lap into theirs.
Whoever's last, I would have sex with.
Got your last.
I'm like a dog. Well, Cleveland will be an interesting trip. We'll have like 900 naked women just running around on the stage like madmen.
Man. Is there like a night before?
Are we going to be on the flight with them?
Is there a night before?
I don't know.
We fly out like Thursday.
We've never been on...
I always end up missing the night before because I have to go to bed early to make sure my voice is there the next day. And you guys have all these parties all night, and I miss it.
But you got the early afternoon.
What happens is we get someplace...
Do you ever know what Fred's talking about, Robin?
No.
I'm saying you have the early afternoon to do that, to like have a little fun or whatever.
No, but it never seems to work out that way.
Let me tell you what happens. Any place we go, we get there in the afternoon, you take a nappy, and then me and Fred come over at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and we sit around and eat dinner and shoot the breeze till like 8 or 9 o'clock, and then you crash out. What we should do is eat on the plane or something and have your little get-together with everybody in the afternoon. So you can
we never get to... Imagine putting all those girls in one room and let them go wild on each other.
Well, that's what Fafa Foley should organize.
Yeah, Fafa Foley's... If I don't see any action there,
he's
wild stuff going on.
organizing for himself.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, I was hanging down in the restaurant in the hotel, and this one came in, and he has a great time.
Right.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, both. We had a great time. Everything was all set up for me.
Terrific.
Oh, I got great stories for you, both.
I was networking.
I found Cleveland's Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, what happened?
Robin, let's do the news. I don't know. Never works out for me.
We'll make it happen.
Oh, what is this? I got a break again?
Yeah.
We got a break, Robin.
All right.
And what will be the top story when we come back? Just give us a tease. News tease. Please.
I mean, look at my list.
Oh, you mean you haven't decided yet?
No.
I always thought you made...
commercial break. I don't decide until the last minute.
I always thought you decide early in the morning.
No.
You don't flip that.
No, you decide just before a newscast.
Really?
Yes.
You have to shuffle the order.
Oh, I have a great story about the Four Seasons hotels in Boston.
Oh, don't tell me anything bad.
You'll enjoy it.
I will? Okay. Well, at least I'm not the lead story. Allison Stern divorces Howard Stern.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow's show. All right, let's take a quick break.
After declaring your love yesterday, you really redeemed yourself today.
You see why my wife had a party yesterday? I had to declare. Today's my wife's birthday.
Yeah, look what you did to celebrate.
Yeah, we celebrated, didn't we?
I just realized her whole family is...
Oh, yeah, well, that's the point. That's why, and my wife's birthday party, I had to get up in front of all of her friends and declare my love for her.
You better play that tape for her.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because no one believes, hey, he's always talking to this woman, that talking to that. When I'm home with my wife, I'm in love with her.
Well, it's a good thing you did that then.
I hope that speech lingered.
I say play the tape. Just have it on every set of the house.
All right, well, yeah, they should make a shrine. I know when I die, my wife will put it over my gravestone, that tape of me giving her the tribute.
There'll be a little video screen.
She had all her friends gathered there, and I had to sit there and make a speech about how much I love my wife to all her friends. Oh. I don't have to prove my love to my wife. I love my wife.
Say it again.
I love my wife. I love my wife.
Say it.
All right, we'll be back right after these words. Must be getting old or something. I need more thrills because the girls come in here naked, then they're across my lap, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
You get jaded.
You get jaded.
No, you're just a dirty old man.
Yeah, I've turned into a dirty old man. I used to be a young guy who just had a lot of naked girls around. Now I'm a dirty old man.
Fine line.
Can you imagine, though, like you're at the Hamptons, with your wife and kids, and all of a sudden you see Amy Lynn walking along the beach.
Lonely.
And she's lonely.
And she's lonely. And she's walking around in one of those little outfits.
Oh, please.
You're down by the water, and she's walking along, and she walks up and says, what is there to do around here?
Yeah. Some girls know how to dress, too. She's
the kind of girl who, when she walks down the beach, the women who are sitting in little clumps because they're also looking for men, they get angry.
Yeah. Oh, look at how they...
Oh, look at the way she's dressed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. That means, hey, guys, take it easy.
I would never be seen in an outfit like that.
I think you've said that.
I was just going to say that.
That was too real. Today's news is brought to you by Budweiser.
You don't know that I can act too.
You certainly can.
Me to audition.
Don't need to. Not after that. Proud to be your Bud. Budweiser bringing you the news. I like that, Robin, that your newscast is sponsored.
Yes.
Makes it more important.
Official.
Yeah, makes it seem like, what you're doing is even more important.
Puts pressure on me.
It does. I know you've been nervous ever since Budweiser came aboard.
Don't want to disappoint them.
All right. Budweiser, this news is for you.
All right. Well, up in Boston, one of your favorite hotel chains has been levied a big fine.
Not serving black people?
No, what happened was an Indian dignitary
like the
from the country of India came to the hotel.
Do not kill the cow.
And there was an internal memo issued that he should be served by only white employees.
Oh, really?
While they're at the hotel.
Now, the Indian guy requested that no black serve him?
No, it wasn't a request.
Please.
It was an internal memo issued by some management person in the company.
And no gooks. Thank you very much.
That they wanted to really impress the dignitary, so only have white people serve him. Not give him good service. Just have white people serve him. The Indians like it when the white people are subservient.
When I stayed at the Four Seasons here in Manhattan, I don't think I had any black people serving me. No.
Really?
No, I don't know. I don't think they were trying to impress me. I was already impressed because there was a fax machine in my room. I couldn't care black, white, or anything. Give me the fax.
So now they've gotten into trouble, and, I guess somebody ratted on them in the organization. Somebody found the fax and let the proper authorities know about it. The Four Seasons would like to... They issued an apology. I love it when they apologize.
We're sorry.
What are you sorry about?
Well, let me say something.
Exactly what are you sorry for?
Unfortunately, you get one guy...
Caught?
Well, you get a guy who's at the hotel... he could be a loose cannon, writing his stupid memos.
But, when they apologize like that, it sounds kind of funny.
Yeah.
They don't say, we grabbed this guy and we jerked him around and he's gone because our company doesn't do things like that. We apologize.
Well, it's the right thing to do, to apologize and then make sure.
Who?
When I go in there now, I want to make sure I'm only served by whites, Robin. I didn't realize you can get that kind of service. Call ahead.
Who are you apologizing to? You should apologize to your employees who you've now determined some are better than others.
Oh, mellow out.
No, it's a stupid thing to do, to say, I'm sorry.
No, it's the right thing
I got
to do.
caught for being racist.
No, you're being silly.
Just I'm a racist, so...
Oh, come on.
Wake up, white people.
The best solution is not to hire any black people. And in the first place, you wouldn't have to deal with a memo like that, right, Robin?
There wouldn't be any need to issue such a memo.
Exactly.
They say it's not a company policy, but they will institute sensitivity training.
I'll tell you how much the Four Seasons doesn't respect Fred Norris. Fred goes there, all black served him. He didn't have one white.
We don't want him back. Only have black served.
There was a memo issue. Only black served Fred.
Man, you get one day, you go to the kitchen yourself.
So the Indian guy had all whites, huh?
Yeah, that's what they decided to do for him.
Hey, Indian guy, how is that being served by whites?
Oh, it's very nice. Thank you very much.
Come over here. Let me push the dot on your forehead so I can get the elevator.
First floor, mezzanine.
What else you got there, Robin?
Well, I understand that...
What is that dot, by the way? As long as you're doing the news, I might as well ask you that.
Isn't it something to do with marital status?
You push the button, it tells Leroy to go away.
Oh.
Go away, Darky.
His coffee's ready.
Yeah.
It's done. No, I think... but men wear them, too, so I don't know.
Do they? Yeah, I don't know.
It was something
Do you know what it is, Jackie? Seriously, no joke.
No, seriously, I thought men didn't, and I thought women wore them when they were engaged or married.
I thought it was your love of, whatever kooky god they pray to.
No, that's Ash Wednesday. No, seriously,
no.
I'm sure it's some kind of symbol of marriage. I think it means you're engaged or you're...
I always thought they were on their period.
Oh,
like that was a way of telling Indian men.
Period.
No. It was a way of telling.
Stay away.
I always think it's funny when I walk through, like there's certain neighborhoods on Long Island that have been invaded by Indians.
Yeah.
And, like, Indians are cool and everything. Don't get me wrong. It's just they like to stick...
Wait a minute. Invaded? What are you talking about? You mean they moved in?
Well, they invade.
Infest.
Yeah, because they... Not infest. They invade.
No, they move.
They decide, like
buy
Indians...
property.
Indians like to live amongst Indians, and they don't really like to...
like white people don't.
Oh, would you stop?
Jeez. But it's true. How would you say that?
But I'm not bringing it up. I'm just saying...
White people constantly running to each other.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
She doesn't even know who she's defending.
I don't know. The Indians move into neighborhoods, and they like to be grouped together. So they all walk around these neighborhoods in suits. The guys wear, like, regular American clothes.
And turbans.
And the turban.
No. They wear regular American clothes. They make their wives wear, like, Indian garb. Like with their bellies flopping over their saris and junk. And they make them wear the dots in their heads and the diamonds on their bellies.
So they're in full native regalia, and the guys look like Americans.
And they skate.
I'm sorry for pointing out that people of like persuasions like to live with each other.
No, I know that. I'm not, but that's not what I'm getting at.
You said it like, the Indians like to live with each other.
But they do. They like to live with each other.
He's saying there's no consistency. You'd think that if she was going to be dressed like that, he'd be in white with a turban.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Yes, well, say that, but don't say the Indians like to live with each other.
Yeah, but the Indians like to live with each other.
And whites like to live with each other.
Yeah, but that goes without saying.
Chinese like
I don't have to point. Listen, I don't have to be politically correct every time I say something.
And the point is, it's not politically correct. It's the truth.
Yeah, but I don't want to make that point.
Is not about the truth.
But I don't want to make that point.
But
the point I want to make...
Then don't bring it up.
You mean I'm not allowed to say Indians like to live with each other?
It's not the point of your story. And everybody likes to live with each other.
I want to say it, though. I want to say it.
Even if it doesn't make any sense or hold water because it's like white people love to live everywhere.
Meanwhile, she doesn't live with anybody.
No, she lives alone.
I am the only person like me.
But I'm not pointing that out. Anyway, my point is...
Oh, you got a point?
How do we get soup around here?
All right, go on with the next story. Who cares? Go ahead. Oh, shut up, Jackie.
What?
I don't know. Jackie got that... I put that microphone on too much on Jackie. Go ahead.
Darryl Strawberry has been released by the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Has he really?
Yes. He was a superstar here in New York, but things haven't worked out too well since he went to the West Coast.
Yeah, and he had to get away from New York. He hated it here.
The entire season so far this year because he was in drug rehab.
Yeah, he wanted to live with other blacks.
So he was released by the Dodgers yesterday after reaching a monetary settlement on the remainder of his $21.25 million contract.
Well, let me ask you a couple of questions. Now, Darryl Strawberry was here in New York, and while everyone admitted that he was a great player, he had never lived up to his potential, and Darryl blamed New York and the New York team and said he had to get away from New York. He's really clearly a troubled, disturbed, he's just childlike. Obviously an immature guy. And you're telling me that he finally got his dream. He gets to go to Los Angeles.
Wanted to go back home.
Right. When he gets to Los Angeles, does he have any good seasons? I mean, did he play good at all?
It was always a problem. Inconsistent was the word I always heard.
Yes, Stuttering John.
I have a woman on the phone who talking about people staying in the same race, whatever, and she refuses to swim in the same pool as black people.
Oh, really?
And she wonders if anybody else has this feeling.
Did Jackie raise his hand? Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Howard.
Hi. Now, obviously, you have a racial insensitivity.
No, it's not that. It's just I really don't have a problem with black people. It's just when I'm in like a swimming pool or on vacation or whatnot, I don't know what it is. Like I'm afraid the color's going to slide off or something.
What do you mean, slide off onto you?
Yeah, we're like into the pool. Is that the weird? And I know I'm not.
Oh, I have that.
I know I'm not the only one that can think that this way.
No, I think this is a new one on me.
Would you like to move to a neighborhood where people like you are?
If you go into a pool with black people, you think their color will slide off onto you?
Well, yeah.
Well, you know what? The honesty of this show is good because people feel comfortable calling you their phobias.
Well, believe me, black people. Some black people are wonderful, just like some white people, and vice versa. But I just have this real phobia.
Vice versa.
If I saw people black people in a pool, I wouldn't go in. Isn't that sick?
No, but I don't think you're being totally honest with us. I don't think you...
You wouldn't marry a black person.
Of course not.
I don't think... Well, that goes without saying.
Oh.
I don't think you genuinely...
You don't like black people.
Yeah, I don't think you genuinely believe that black people's skin color is going to come off on the pool onto you.
You don't think they're as good as you. They're not as clean as you.
Although I had an experience.
Really
I went swimming on an Indian reservation once. I came out bright red.
Now, how...
No, you know what your problem is? You don't really like black people.
Yes, and you don't want to say you're a racist.
Right.
I think you're reading
No, you're a
too much into
racist.
it.
No.
I think you're reading too much into it.
No, not at all. There is no way that a rational
Wait a minute,
grown
Howard,
woman
Howard,
believes that black could come off someone's skin.
Yeah. Howard, if you
all
on
this
vacation,
time it would have happened.
What do you think? It's like dirt and it just like floats onto you?
No, it's like if you were on vacation and you saw a hotel in a pool and you saw some black people in it. It doesn't make you stop before you go in.
If I'm stopping, it's not because I think their black skin's going to come off on me. I'm afraid you're going to beat me up. It's not because I think their skin is going to come off on me.
It's not even. I don't know why I think this
You're
way.
afraid of black people.
It's almost irrational. I know.
No, listen. Let me tell you about power in this country. White people hold the power in this country. They have power.
Mm-hmm.
They have money.
And you have quite a bit.
No. Listen, it's not about me. Are you a nitwit?
I'm not a nitwit.
All right, that's just checking. White people have a lot of power. One of the ways that black people in our society get a form of power, it's a meaningless power, but there are kids who grow up in the ghetto, they become physically threatening to the white man.
Mm-hmm.
They stare him down, or they like to, hey, man, what you looking at? What you looking at?
So you're saying that she has reason to have this fear.
Well, let me finish. Please do not put words in my mouth.
Wait a minute.
Because I would point out a few years ago what was going on.
Right, let me just say something.
It doesn't keep me from going in the pool. It just makes me stop.
The reason you're afraid to go into the pool with a black people...
And you're telling me I'm the only person that ever thinks this way.
No.
There's other people who won't go in the pool.
Yeah, but there's nobody who... You are the first person to think that the black will rub off on you.
Well, it's sick, isn't it?
I mean, they might bully you, but they won't stain you.
And guess what? And especially if they're really, really black.
Well, if they were really black, there might be a chance of some of it coming off. I would say the chances of it happening are 1,000,000 to 1. No, of course that wouldn't happen. No, there is no evidence of a black coming off on you.
Like a scientific study is going to help this.
I swam with black people twice, so I know.
And he's as white as he can be.
I'm as white as a ghost. I wish a little black would rub off on me.
Well, I'm just telling you, this is a very personal thing.
That's a ridiculous thing. I'll tell you what's really going on, and whether you really, I don't know if you put me on.
I'm not putting you on.
You're not comfortable around people of the black persuasion. You probably grew up in a fairly lily white community.
Absolutely.
And you're just not comfortable around them because you see the news every night. You see different killings.
Has nothing to do with it.
Robin, you're right. It doesn't. It's just, especially if they're like coal black. If there's
she thinks she's better and she doesn't want to be with them.
No, that's really not it.
This is a ridiculous conversation. There is no way she believes that.
It's not.
All right, listen, I got to go. My head's going to explode from you.
Okay, goodbye.
All right, goodbye. Absurd.
Man.
No, she doesn't like black people. She's uncomfortable around them.
Yes.
Took me years to get into the pool with black people.
Oh, please. You still don't. Don't be ridiculous.
Yes, I do. Of course I do.
When? I've never seen it.
I happen to go to very exclusive places.
And that's why.
Of course. I go to the Four Seasons.
Anyway, I was talking about Daryl Strawberry.
She's scared the black will come off on her and her friends will hate her because her friends are all racist.
She doesn't want to go anywhere where there are black people.
Yeah, that's right. There you go, Robin. Now you're talking sense.
Because she likes to stay with her own kind.
Right. Come on, tell me about Daryl Strawberry. Answer my question.
What?
So
he had mediocre seasons. He was often considered inconsistent. They said, as soon as he got there, he stopped bending over to scoop up the balls. He didn't hustle. He didn't hit. He didn't hustle. He was not the factor they expected him to be for the Los Angeles Dodgers. A couple of weeks ago, Tommy Lasorda, the manager of the Dodgers, was on a cable TV show, and a caller called and referred to Daryl Strawberry as a dog. And Lasorda said, "You're wrong. Daryl Strawberry is not a dog. A dog is loyal and runs hard after a ball."
He's worse than a dog. And you know something? That is the most disrespectful guy, this Strawberry. First of all, how he got that idiotic last name, I don't know. Strawberry. But anyway, I never heard of that. I don't know anyone else named Strawberry. Strawberry.
There were no presidents named.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I don't think there were any plantation owners named Strawberry, as far as I know. And I've studied that era in history, Robin. You know. In fact, there's a scene in my new movie where I'll be a plantation owner.
Oh dear, that's another one of your fantasies.
Well, there's a lot of. Hey, this is a movie about me. Wait till you see. I have In Vogue. You know the rock group In Vogue?
You've already gotten them.
I buy them at auction. I take them home. Wait till you see what I do to them in this movie. Oh yeah, I've already signed them for the film.
They rise up, even in your fantasy.
Oh, they rise up all right. Turn that off. It's racist music.
Oh, like what you're saying.
Well, it's part of a movie. It's a depiction.
The soundtrack.
Eddie Murphy's like on my plantation. Wait till you see who I have. I pick all show business blacks.
How come you haven't picked anybody big that could beat you? There's no Mr. T there, right?
No Mr. T's there, but I cut off his feet in the movie, so he can't attack me.
Who was the person we were saying you would never want as a slave? Who was that
Mike
guy?
Tyson.
Yeah.
I have him.
You don't have him on the plantation?
I have him. He's born into the plantation. I sell him. The overseer cannot get him in line. He's like just completely route. We can't even hold him still to cut off his feet. Oh. You should see, I got Sinbad in there. He opens the door for me. Everywhere I go, opens the door. I got to go to the can, Sinbad opens the door for me.
Let me get that for you.
Yeah. I got Bishop Tutu in there.
Oh, what does he do?
He's on the plantation.
What does he do there?
He picks cotton. What do you mean, what does he do? What else is he going to do?
I just wondered if he had a special
very
role.
tired.
What was that, Bishop?
My fingers are very tired.
Yeah, well, I didn't pay all this money to have you sit there and complain about your fingers. Keep picking.
All right.
Oh, the movie's going to be big.
It's a shame I won't be able to see it.
You'll be vomiting through it. Branford Marsalis plays harmonica for me while I have sex with black women. While I'm there with In Vogue and I'm trying to get Dionne Warwick. Gary Coleman pulls up my zipper afterwards.
You don't do anything for yourself.
Nothing. I'm like a big blob too. I don't even walk. I mean, people carry me.
Hello, Captain.
Hello, Captain. How are you? Oh, this is gonna be some movie.
Well, you know the movie can only be 2 hours long.
Oh no, this is the first 9-hour movie. There's gonna be 3 intermissions. Studio loves it.
Well, anyway, Daryl, they believe, reached a settlement to be around $2.5 million. He was owed $3 million for this season
wrong.
and $5 million for next season.
Here's a guy given a great opportunity, and you know what it is? He gets millions of dollars. This is what every ball player dreams of, and then he loses his motivation, or maybe he never had motivation. I don't know what it is.
Howard, can I say a few words about Darryl?
Sure.
Because I'm a big Met fan. I just want to remind everybody, he was such a disruptive force on the Mets that they won the World Series in spite of him, not because of him. When they took him out of Game 6, he complained. Right. He was always for himself, and he said if he could ever just get out of New York and go to another team, then he'd be fine, because it was New York. New York fans didn't like him, and it was management that didn't like him.
There's a guy who has
now, what's his excuse about L.A.?
He has
better drugs.
He has no internal peace.
Good riddance to him. If he comes back to the Yankee Stadium, they should boo him. The Yankees are thinking about picking him up.
Yeah, can you
Are they really?
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sakes, the guy's proven that he's just not an energetic force. He's disruptive.
He really was, you know.
He's a disruptive force like Jackie.
He was one of those
we
guys.
Keep Jackie around.
He was one of those guys that like wouldn't chase down fly balls.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if a ball was catchable, if he wasn't in the mood, he just wouldn't run for it.
Right. Well, I don't know.
Well, good luck, funny man.
Good riddance.
Well, if he comes to the Yankees, I'm never going to another Yankee game.
Like you did anyway.
Oh, you see? What, are you down on me today?
No, Captain.
Okay. Well, that was a good audition. I know what scene you're going to be in. You're going to be in my bed, servicing your master.
James Earl Ray, the man who was...
Fred's going to play James Earl Ray.
Of the shooting of Dr. Martin Luther King, was taken before a parole board for the first time. He told parole officials he did not kill Dr. King. Now, he...
Yeah, right. Someone's going to believe that.
To the murder in 1968, but now, he, a couple of years ago, he recanted and came up with all these conspiracy theories as to what happened to Dr. King.
Good move.
And when he was speaking yesterday in court, he says, you see, I think it is a tragedy that Martin Luther King was shot, and not only King, but a lot of other individuals were killed in the 1960s.
Is that right?
And also various foreign leaders were killed. Apparently, by the intelligence agency of the United States.
Oh, yeah, that's who they have to kill.
Now, the courts had said to him, you know, if you have some witnesses who can corroborate any of these statements you are making, we'd certainly be willing to entertain them.
Right.
I don't know that he has ever produced any witnesses. He's just come up with all these theories.
Huh. He's a wild man. I'm going to put him in my movie. You know who else is in my movie? Clarence Williams III.
What does he do?
He scrubs my body with his afro. It's wild, and you're in that scene.
Oh, boy. I didn't agree to do this movie.
Well, yes, you have. You, don't... you can't say
put
no.
Me in scene.
You can't say no.
That would be slavery, Howard, if I can't say no.
Robin, come on. It's your pal.
Remember last week I told you, or a week before I told you about some...
I hate James Earl Ray more than any man on this planet. What do you think of that? That's how liberal I am.
Wow. What,
he
you
ruined
want me to give you a medal
right.
now?
Well, I'm trying to get you my movie. If he had lived, he could have been in my movie, Martin Luther King. Could announce the girls as they come into the bedroom.
He was a great speaker. He could have entertained you.
Right.
Can you imagine you have the girls and Martin Luther King at a lecture?
Dr. King, please bring in one of my slaves. I'm horny now. I have a whore. That'd be wild.
He could be the guy who announces people as they come into the party.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
Yeah, I'm Joey Buttafuoco.
Here I am, Joey.
That's horrible.
Here I am, Joey. Here I am, Joey Buttafuoco.
I have a dream.
I have a dream. It's going to be some movie. I have a cast already casting alone. We have 10 million people. Can't wait to start shooting.
Too many people. It's a cast of thousands.
We're going to get Joey Buttafuoco and Martin Luther King and Clarence Williams III. Can you imagine if I make my movie and I just have all these people in my movie? In Vogue, Clarence Williams III, Gary Coleman.
It probably would cause a riot.
It would cause a riot. To be rioting in the theater. Eddie Murphy as Howard Slade. Be wild. Be the greatest movie of all time.
Instead of filming a movie, just film the casting.
Right.
You know, just have a camera on when you propose these parts.
The making of the movie.
I want to see you tell Eddie.
You don't want to know something? That would be a great film, seriously, but no one will ever make that movie.
Too funny.
It's too funny. It's too funny.
You know, with his whole entourage standing around him, and you say, Eddie, let me explain this part.
Now, hold on, yeah. All right, what else is in the news, Robin?
A couple of weeks ago, I told you about this husband and wife who were hiking up in the mountains in California.
Yes.
And the wife was killed, and the husband managed to crawl away somehow after being attacked and robbed, and he got to the hospital. Well, now with his help, police in California have made some arrests in that case. We've got a lot of these tourist murders going on in various places across the country, and you said, well, this is odd because blacks usually don't hike, is what you said.
Oh, I didn't say that. No, that was a shocking story. I didn't know that black people were into hiking.
Well, they say here that 2 men with ties to Southeast Asian street gangs are under investigation for the death of this German tourist and the wounding of her husband on a mountain highway in Riverside, California.
Listen, let's make a point. All the crime going on in the United States, it's not done by any one racial group. And that's what I was trying to say that day before you interrupted me.
Sure. Okay.
And I was kidding that day. Thank you.
What is the most...
I'll be quiet, Jay.
What is the most popular car for car thieves these days, Howard?
The Cadillac?
No.
I'm going to say... Okay, I'm going to say the Toyota.
No, it isn't.
I'm going to say... The BMW?
Yep. No.
Okay. Mercedes?
Mercedes? No.
Is it the Jeep?
Jeep.
No.
Chevy.
No.
Is it the Chevy?
No.
The Edsel.
The Edsel?
No.
I'll take a guess and say...
You haven't been guessing
No,
so far?
I'm going to be serious now. I'm going to say, because I know the answer to this, Trans Am.
No.
What is it? Corvette?
It is the VW, the Volkswagen Cabriolet.
Really? Now, why is that? Because
the cabriolet is a convertible, and convertibles appear to be the hot car now. So, in fact, the first 4 cars on the list of most popular stolen cars are convertibles. The second on the list is the Ford Mustang convertible. So if you want to buy a car that is less likely to be stolen, get something middle of the road, big and boxy. They say station wagons
just
don't
like Miss
get
Howard
stolen.
Stern. Yeah. Right.
The Buick LeSabre, which is a 4-door and is a large vehicle, was the least stolen.
Is that right?
Yeah. Had the overall lowest theft losses, so that's what you want. You want some big family car if you don't want your car stolen.
Yeah, but you don't look cool.
No, it's not a cool car.
Right.
The hot cars are more like, especially if they're fancy and flashy, they're more likely to be in demand. I have a question for you. Now, this is very serious.
Do you want to sleep with me?
Yeah. Should a first-rate surgeon be barred from the operating room because he is HIV positive?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Very quickly, without any thought at all.
Yes. The answer is yes, and everyone agrees with me.
Do his patients have the right to know about his condition?
Yes.
Well, a Philadelphia surgeon has had his surgical privileges suspended at the Mercy Catholic Medical Center because he is HIV positive.
Listen, we all feel bad when... So listen, if somebody had tuberculosis, should they be banned from the operating room?
Well, tuberculosis is much easier to catch than AIDS.
All right, name a contagious disease.
VD.
All right, if someone has VD, should they be allowed to operate?
Yes.
Wrong. Wrong answer.
How do I know whether they have it or not?
They have to tell you if they're a doctor. I just told you that. Look, let me explain something about AIDS. When you're operating, that means you're coming in contact with body fluids, meaning the blood. If the doctor has an open sore or some sort of, I don't know, he spits into your blood or something, I don't know what the hell the guy talks.
Well, they wear masks in surgery houses.
Yeah, okay. So, come on.
And gloves.
I don't want somebody with a toothache operating on me. How's that? I don't need a guy all tense. The point is, at some point, and I don't say that this is necessarily right, but in Cuba, they have identified everyone with AIDS. They have put them in a beautiful separate area, all accommodations, all delicious
like the Four
foods,
Seasons there.
like the Four Seasons. You only get served by white people. It's a fantastic place they put you in. And they let you live out the rest of your life, and now there has been no spread throughout the population. We are in a plague situation. I would, in a perfect world, I would say everyone stop having sex with different partners. Do what I do, have sex with your wife.
And moan about it forever.
Let me tell you something, my wife can still put out. So what I'm saying is, you got to, at some point, hedge your bet a little bit. What about this woman who got AIDS from the dentist? All right? Some point we have to be rational and be adult about this and talk about it.
Well, Dr. Doe, which is what they're calling him because nobody wants
because he makes so much money. These doctors are thieves.
Stop it. No,
Dr. Doe. That was his name. He changed it legally.
Mask his identity.
Dr. Moneybags.
Dr. Doe is an orthopedic surgeon.
Those guys make big bucks.
And he doesn't believe he has to tell his patients. Of course. And he doesn't believe that he should be banned from performing surgery because he's HIV positive.
As Jackie just said, of course he doesn't believe. Right.
But he says, they've combed the entire world looking for evidence that you've had patients come down HIV positive because their doctors transmitted it to them in surgery, and there has never been one case.
A lot of things I don't have evidence. I got to just use common sense.
Well, anyway, they will be examining this issue on prime time, live tonight on ABC.
Examining the issue should take 1 minute.
You already have the answer.
I'd like to produce that piece. It'll be a 1-minute piece. Oh, it's so silly, isn't it? Of course. Go ahead, Robin.
The Daytime Soap Opera Awards were given out last night.
To the worst actors. You ever watch soap operas? They got the worst actors. So what they do is they give each other awards. And to make it seem legitimate, they also throw in some, Phil Donahue talk shows.
Right, anything that comes on daytime.
Right.
But do they have a game show award?
Sure. Sure they do, Robin.
Because I don't see why they wouldn't.
And each year, you know, it's the same stupid people on that soap opera awards. Tony Geary and that other girl.
Oh, they haven't been nominated in a long time.
And the same people, and what they do is they trade awards each year back and forth. I don't even think they make new awards. They make the winners from last year bring in their awards, and then they give them to some other soap opera star. They scratch out the name and the year. And they all act like wood. You'll see in my movie there won't be one soap opera actor or actress. You can be sure of that.
This year they avoided the whole Susan Lucci controversy by not nominating her at all.
She is the worst actress. She can't even win one of those awards. And
she lost the award 14 times.
She's another one. She can't even win a soap opera award. Boy, they must really hate her that they keep voting her down.
I don't know what she did.
And she's lucky she never won, because that at least makes her special. Now you know Susan Lucci's name. I want to know Susan Lucci's name.
Yeah, you can't tell me who won.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Lucci.
In fact, I tuned on the TV the other night, and I see this Susan Lucci in a commercial. And now, not only won't I buy that product, I won't buy anything for a month. I tell my wife, I'm turned off to buying in general. Wrecked everything. Wrecked the whole economy. That's right.
Oprah Winfrey won her 4th consecutive award for Outstanding Talk Show Host and Best Talk Show.
Yeah, like you could tell the
she
difference
took home too.
between any of those shows. The guy who invented all that was Phil Donahue, and he didn't even get an award.
Well, Oprah says if you've been watching her show this year, you have seen it evolve. She says as she's gotten older, she has become less enthusiastic about having people on to confront each other and yell at each other.
Yeah.
She'd rather her show be about changing people's lives now.
Sure. Watch the ratings go down.
Well, I thought it had become just hang out with Oprah. You know, it's like, come see my closet today.
Right. Come watch me lose weight.
My favorite room in my house. Here's the woman who cooks for me.
Right.
It's all about Oprah. That's what the show should be called.
I'd like a show about you. See what's going on in your house. Your favorite room.
Yeah. Hillary B. Smith won the Outstanding Lead Actress Award.
Well, she happens to be very good.
About her.
Yeah, Hillary B. Smith.
She did win. Ted Turner has come up with a novel idea.
Oh, I got to hear this.
He wants to do something for people who can't afford cable TV.
Good news, Jackie.
He says we have food stamps.
Yeah.
We should give out cable stamps as well.
Yeah.
Oh, is that absurd?
Yeah.
He says the government has already taken too much away. Let them give something back. Yeah. And they could pay for the cable stamps by taxing broadcasters.
How did he get rich, Robin? Remind me so I...
All I know is this means money in his pocket, obviously, if he's behind it.
I listen. This is ridiculous. There's enough handouts in this country. I have to start handing out...
Who needs cable?
Right. And let me tell you something. If a person is on welfare and they're that poor, they should be sitting home watching TV. They should be
trying to figure out how to get a job.
Devising ways to get a job. That's right.
Not have more channels to watch.
Give them reason to stay home.
Yeah.
Another reason to make their hotel more comfortable.
There's some new networks and channels in the works, Howard. There's going to be the Game Show Network.
Yeah.
The Outdoor Life Channel.
That's a good channel.
The Golf Channel.
Right.
And there's even going to be something called the Adam and Eve Channel.
I already subscribe to that.
No, you don't.
Adam and Eve channel.
It's going to have X-rated actors and actresses.
Eating apples.
Model and demonstrate adult products on its home shopping segments that happen between the movies, I guess. And then you'll see X-rated movies all the time.
Fred, tell Robin your idea for a channel. I think it's pretty good. It's a, I'll tell her. It's a blank screen.
The Fred channel.
The Fred Norris channel.
Very zen.
So I think they're going to sell it either by the movie or by the block. So they're thinking of some innovative ways of selling themselves over at the Adam and Eve channel. There's also going to be the Fashion and Design Television Network.
Any joke channels?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. God bless Cablevision of Long Island, because I get none of these channels. I don't get anything but the crummiest channels. God bless them. I don't know how they get away with it. They charge enough. I don't know why I only get 30 basic channels when Robin gets 500 channels.
Because I'm black.
Yeah, and everyone says the white man has it so good in this country. Stop saying you're black every minute. You're Indian. I tell you something. It's 1981 on Long Island Cable. Like, you would have thought they just invented cable. If you go out there, it is the 11th largest market in the country, and they cannot bring good cable to my cable system.
Well,
I cannot get the E channel.
You're going to miss. You're going to miss the singles network.
I would love a singles network. I love that.
The Home and Garden television network.
I would even like that. I'd like to learn. I'd like a computer network where I could watch about computer. I'd like all these networks. I love all that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do something. Well, do something about it instead of just reading about it.
No, I'm going to be like the Four Seasons and just apologize.
Right. Kid, what do I look like, a black man? Can I get cable?
Maybe you need those cable stamps.
Yeah, give me some of that there cable stamp.
Give me some of that there cable stamping there.
We have the line for the cable.
I'll give you an old tomato. You give me the cable or that? I'm going to stab you.
With a screwdriver.
Like Phillip head. Make a lot of damage. Stick it in your spleen.
Your spleen?
Your spleen.
Oh.
Right by your cock.
Hey, what's today's date?
It's the 26th?
You sure? I think we moved into the 27th.
It might be.
It's the 26th. It's my wife's birthday. I have to make an on-air love statement to my wife
Okay.
at the end of the show.
I will break for that if you want to do it in the news.
No, that's not newsworthy.
I just want to apologize to my wife Nancy for the Jessica Hahn death of incident.
All right, that's enough of that.
Senator Alphonse D'Amato is pushing for Whitewater hearing.
Whitewater?
In Congress.
Everything in white.
That's right. They always getting all the break.
The Republicans have vowed to attach a measure to every bill on the floor when Congress returns on June 7th after the Memorial Day recess if the foot-dragging continues on the Whitewater investigation.
Let's talk about cable.
A resolution that D'Amato backs calls for the creation of a 16-member investigative panel and would be co-chaired by the Senate Banking Committee chairman. So they really think that Whitewater merits a congressional investigation, and they're tired of Democrats stopping it. And they say they'll just tie up Congress in red tape, and nothing will pass.
That's a whole lot of red tape.
That's right. With that Senator Tomato.
Unless something is done about it. I also see in an article by Alan Dershowitz in the Post today that the... You behave.
By the way, can I ask a question here, Paul?
Yes.
What?
Robin know where the welfare channel is?
All right, very good.
And Emmett Freed.
Emmett Freed? I don't know. They say here in the column, Dershowitz says anyway, that he doubts if Paula Jones will ever see Bill Clinton in court while he's in the president's office.
Really?
Yeah, because they brought up the issue of executive immunity. He says that they could keep this thing tied up in the courts long after Bill Clinton has finished his term.
That executive immunity is a cool thing. You basically can do whatever you want.
How do you get that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I wish I was an executive.
You're basically above the law.
Yeah.
For a while, anyway. Till you come down.
Yeah, then by the time you come down, no one cares.
Hillary Clinton pointed out something I meant to mention to you. Did you know that Jackie had a living will? Jackie Onassis?
Oh, I thought you meant our Jackie. I said, what for? All he's got is that crummy house.
Oh, will you stop?
Yeah. What else?
I forgot that Jackie had become the one named Jackie. Yeah. No, it's Jackie O I'm talking about.
She left a living will?
A living will is something that says, I don't want extraordinary measures taken should it become evident that I have a terminal illness.
Oh, I see.
That's what she did.
So, in other words, they probably could have kept her alive a little longer.
Oh, sure. They could have, done things to make sure. And in fact, she got pneumonia as a result of, the compromise of her immune system.
Right.
And even when she left the hospital to come home, she had stopped taking the pneumonia medication
Right.
So it was really the pneumonia that carried her out of here. It just progressed in advance, so she couldn't breathe, and then she was gone.
Well, I'll tell you what I want. I want an unliving will, or a non-living will, which says, I don't care what's going on. If I got pneumonia, give me the drugs. I want to stay alive. Keep me alive until they can find a cure. Because I say, in my luck, I'll drop dead and they'll go, hey, quick, get Mrs. Onassis on the phone. We just found a cure for what ails her.
Yeah, by some accident, somebody will stumble on the cure and you'll be gone.
Yeah, and I'll be gone, my luck. So keep me going. When I stop moving, put batteries in me and charge me up again. That's my will, and I'm saying it right here. And that's what I want.
It's on tape.
I know my wife. She'll pull the plug on me way too early.
Well, Hillary Clinton was advising...
She'll be dating.
She had lunch with a... They called them columnists, but they all seemed like gossips to me the other day. And I thought it was odd that the First Lady would come to town to have lunch with Cindy Adams, Liz Smith, Linda Stasi, and one other person.
Didn't Dee Dee Meyer say the president has a lot of important things to do? Why is the First Lady with Cindy Adams? Well, Cindy Adams, you can get her to print anything nice about you as long as you take her to lunch. Imelda Marcos, who was the biggest skivosa on 2 feet, took Cindy Adams to lunch in the Philippines.
Gave her a vacation, actually.
While Imelda Marcos had stolen from the Filipino people and all this stuff, Cindy, I love her. She's a very lovely woman, and all this talk about her shoes. After all, she's the First Lady of the Philippines. She should have a lot of shoes. I said, that's unbelievable. Cindy Adams has the conscience of a dog. She should be right. She's got the First Amendment on her. So write what you really think about Mrs. Marcos.
Cindy is not a dog. A dog is loyal and runs hard after a ball.
Yeah. Run after my balls. She's got the conscience of Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah.
Give me the money and I'll think about hitting the ball.
I'll just write whatever you say.
Right. Yeah, I thought I saw a cool story in the paper.
What?
Did you see the one about Andre Agassi?
No.
There was a little blurb that Andre Agassi was on the court, and I guess it was at the French Open.
Mm-hmm.
And he... I hope I got this right. He was on there and he hit a bad ball or something, and he just started screaming at himself, and he started calling himself a faggot. Did you read that?
No, I didn't at all.
Fred, did you read it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Agassi's...
Faggoty.
Moments later, however, Agassi criticized French chair umpire Bruno Rebouth for giving him a penalty point for shouting out faggot at himself after making an error.
You're not allowed.
And then he's yelling at the guy for objecting to him calling himself a faggot?
Yeah, the judge said you can't call yourself a faggot.
You can call me a faggot, but you can't call yourself a faggot.
Have you no pride?
What's the matter with you?
Don't you have any pride?
You stop acting like a faggot, you faggot.
Unbelievable.
That's interesting.
I once heard Jimmy Connors call himself a sea sucker.
Oh, but that's
never,
okay.
That's all right. He never got fined. But isn't that something? He called himself a faggot, and he was fined a point. A penalty point.
He's insulting himself.
Yeah, you can't even insult yourself. That's how.
Not in this day and age.
No. I'm a faggot.
No, you're fined.
Agassi's dramatic comeback efforts were nearly undermined by his language. He was warned once for an obscenity in the fourth set and received a penalty point in the fifth set for a second offense. A third violation and he would have been defaulted.
So did he win?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it worked.
Yeah, we played some guy named Munster. So, wait till he gets against Pete Sampras or something.
Yeah.
Really?
But if that works for the guy, you can't tell him he can't do it.
That's not obscenity, is it?
What, faggot?
No.
I mean, it's politically incorrect.
Yeah, it's not. It's kind of an obscenity, I guess. What is it, Tom?
Actually, he lost.
Oh, get on the mic.
He lost.
Oh, so it doesn't
lost
work.
To Munster.
He did lose to Munster?
Yeah.
Oh, Lily.
That's the story I read.
Andre Agassi left the court blowing kisses to the crowd after... Oh, yeah, he was beaten by Thomas Munster. I'm sorry. I'm not a big tennis guy.
I thought you were a big tennis fan.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it if it's around, but I was out playing the other day, and then after like a couple of times I hit the ball, I was like, oh, my neck hurts, my back hurts.
Oh, geez.
And then I just go in and I just sit down and relax.
Won't pick up the racket for another 5 years.
Take a few aspirin. I don't know what's with me. I'm not an athlete. I am just not. You saw me play basketball. I'm just not an athlete. I'm the worst. I can't do it. Every time I even get excited in my mind that I'm playing a game, I'm the worst. I'm like a faggot.
Don't do that. I'll have to fine you.
Fine.
Thank you, Tom. I was just testing you.
Right, you must go to commercials.
All right, let us wrap up, Tom.
Yes,
all right,
let us
please.
just end this whole
commercial.
marathon show.
Right.
Let's see, what shall I do? Oh, I just read in the paper that they've had a dramatic increase in the number of students who are complaining about sexual harassment in the schools. Students are accusing teachers and other school personnel of sexual harassment in much larger numbers. In 1991, they had 46 complaints. No, 46 in 1992, 16 in 1991, but last year, 137. Some of the complaints now under investigation. A teacher was charged with allowing students to compare the lengths of their penises.
Oh, yeah!
A teacher allegedly asked a mixed group of students whether the boys liked to perform certain sex acts and if the girls enjoyed watching porno flicks.
I like it.
Kids said a staff member repeatedly stared at young girls' chests.
Oh, yeah!
Touched one on the knee and asked what they did sexually with their boyfriends.
Jackie having a good time with us. Yeah.
He did all this stuff.
Yeah!
And people in the school board say the reason they're getting so many more complaints is not that the incidence of this kind of activity is rising. It's just that because of all the talk about it, the students have become much more sensitive. They now know what sexual harassment is, and they won't stand for it.
Yeah, like there's any perks to being a teacher besides sexually harassing your students. If you can't sexually harass these kids, what are you going to do? What, you getting such a great salary? What's going to attract people to teaching? Got to ask yourself these questions. It's like they're tips.
And Congressman Dan Rostenkowski, they say, has gotten the final offer from federal prosecutors in terms of a plea bargain.
Yep.
Because of all of his problems with some kind of mismanagement of campaign funds and hiring ghost personnel and that sort of thing. So he can either take the deal and plead to a felony charge and face a possible prison sentence, or he can go and fight this in court. So they expect him to leave the Congress pretty soon.
He's definitely retiring from Congress.
And
in fact,
what?
We'll have lots of time to go bowling. Rostenkowski. There he goes. Mr. Rostenkowski is working on a spare. It's a strike. Very good. Mr. Rostenkowski working on a strike. This is going to be it. Up. That's it. Mr. Rostenkowski has won. I like how they whisper at we ever watch bowling on TV and they whisper and why are they whispering? There are guys smoking cigarettes and drinking beer playing this game. You really think you need whispering to break their concentration? Yeah, the noisiest sport there is. People are eating pizza.
Yeah, you can't even hear anything in a bowling alley.
Mr. Rostenkowski. That'll take him up to the first position. But don't forget his enemy over there, Mr. Stolowski, will be bowling next. I want to keep my voice down. I don't want to interrupt the bowling match. Wait, there are people smoking, eating pizza, farting, belching.
Drinking beer.
Yeah, right, drinking beer, picking up girls. Arguing. Drunk. But the announcer's got to keep his voice down. The damn pins make a ton of noise. It's like hand grenades going off.
And the new Batman movie.
Robin talks softly. There's bowling going on.
The new Batman movie, Howard.
Yes.
Michael Keaton will be reprising his role as Batman. The Riddler will be played by
Steve Grillo.
Carey.
By Jim Carrey.
And Tommy Lee Jones will be playing, I think, a villain called Two-Face.
Two-Face, like Gary?
No, that's two is in T-O-W.
Oh, Two-Face. Robin, it's time for our bowling game, so we got to go.
All right.
All right, Miss Quivers. I will see you tomorrow for our Big Friday extravaganza. I'm looking forward to our fun together. I'm exhausted.
It's been a long show.
It's been a long show. It was actually 2 shows. We can stay home tomorrow. We can just play the second half of this show. Let's remind our friends that 1-800-52-STERN, if you can't get enough of us, which a lot of people seem to feel they can't, you can watch for us on our new video with the poster. And as you know, we'll take it off the market. And what happens when it's taken off the market, Robin?
Can't get it anymore.
And what happens to things you can't get anymore that are of value?
They go up in value, Howard.
Think about it. Leroy Neiman poster, Howard Stern videotape, Underpants Party now selling for hundreds of dollars, the book selling for hundreds. Now think about it.
You can't get your book anymore?
It's selling for hundreds and you can't even get it anymore. I mean, you can get it.
Yeah, you can still get it.
No, I can't believe it. A lot of things you can't get anymore, like Sex with Robin. That's been closed off.
That's
How many
right,
years?
For several years now.
How many years has it been since anyone has gotten any sex with Robin? That's worth a lot of money. Sealed up.
And really increased in value.
You ever wonder if you still remember how to do it?
I do. Sometimes I wonder if that's something you can forget.
Jackie, 1-800-52-STERN. That's our number for our tapes. And make sure that you order early, $39.95 plus $4.50 shipping and handling. And you must be 18 or older because the tape is definitely NC-17. And for sure, you know that it is brought by me and Infinity Ventures. All right, Jackie Platinum, Joe Page Martling, congratulations to you on all the big reviews you're getting for your new Wild Comedy CD. Only $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Price includes full-color Jokeland catalog. Call 1-800-323-5464. Tomorrow night, a big show at Vinnie Brand's Stress Factory. There's nothing like Jackie Live. In New Brunswick, New Jersey, for dirty jokes and info, call 516-922-WINE.
There is nothing like Jackie Live.
As you know, Robin, you see him after the show every day. And you know how you feel about that. And by the way, I'll be on Letterman the 24th.
That's right. We have to remember that.
That'll be exciting. I hope I'm on with some good people. I certainly don't want to be surrounded by losers.
Look at that plug there.
New plug. Wait a second. Our own Fred Norris.
Oh, a plug for Fred?
The Fred Norris Band. Obviously taking a signal from Stuttering John.
Oh, Fred's vying for a record contract now.
The Fred Norris, I guess the princess had a long talk with him.
The room is next.
The Fred Norris Band will be at Downtime Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's on 30th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue, Manhattan. Fred, you will be singing as well as guitar playing?
Yes, I'm there for 1 hour and 1 hour only. So.
What is that all
You're
about?
playing on a school night.
No, because what it is there's a whole bunch of bands, so we go in early, we play with.
And who is in the Fred Norris Band? Anyone I know?
Me, a guy named.
Well, we know
Dave,
you.
Who's a banker.
Who?
Dave.
Dave the banker.
Dave the banker. John, who's a construction worker.
And the drummer is from Humble Pie. Is that correct?
Yes, Jerry Shirley.
Butcher, the baker.
A butcher, a banker, and a candlestick maker. Well, Fred branching out. What brought this on? How did they get you to do this?
No, I did it myself. Now,
what do you mean?
I've been playing with these guys for quite a long time, and we finally found a bass player that we really like, and he sings pretty well.
Right.
And you think you're ready now?
I think we're ready to go.
I think you got to wait another 17 years.
Nah.
I'm going. Of course you're going. Original songs or...
Original.
I see.
All original. No
well,
covers.
Maybe a couple of covers, but covers that you don't care about or don't remember.
That sounds like a good advertisement.
Like blues stuff.
Is this mostly your songs?
Yes.
Yes.
You've written all these songs.
Yes.
Do you write with someone else?
I write with myself.
And you are and there's two of them. And like Bruce Springsteen, do you talk to the crowd in between?
I talk a little bit, yeah.
Do you explain what the song's about?
A little bit, yeah.
It's got to be taped.
This has got to be taped,
Do you have a
Gary.
song that you wrote for Princess Norris?
There's
Seriously.
probably a few.
Really?
Oh.
About your love for her?
About my love, about my hate, about my likes, my dislikes.
Right.
All in there.
So do you write about a shovel in the backseat of your car?
That's actually the opening song.
I see. Fred carries a shovel in the backseat of his car. We've never been able to figure out why.
You know, it's so funny. The other day I was complaining about all the different personalities on the show, and somebody goes, yeah, and that's just Fred.
Yeah. All right, very good. What is it, Jackie?
Congratulations.
What, the Fred has a plug?
You have Wednesday's show.
Yeah. And also, speaking of musicians, we have quite a few on the show. Don't miss Stuttering John's band appearing at the Pennsylvania State Fair at Philadelphia Racetrack in Bensalem. Oh, it's a Philadelphia Park Racetrack in Bensalem, Pennsylvania this Friday night. Stuttering John's band will be at the Agora in Cleveland next Friday, June 3rd. For more information, 609-546-STUPID. If you're planning a wedding or a party and you need a terrific disc jockey, call Scott the Engineers Rocket Entertainment toll-free from any city at 1-800-PARTY-MC. If you'd like to hire Scott in the New York area, call 718-BAG-5040. He really is the king of all music.
Yeah.
And that's about it, unless, Robin, you want to plug something.
No,
She wants to be plugged.
Robin, you have a book coming up. When will that be released?
Not for a while. Don't have a date.
Is that right?
Fall release, Robin, though, we hope?
We hope, yes.
I can't wait to read it.
I feel like going to a prom this year. Anybody else?
Yeah, let's do it.
Enjoy yourself.
No, you are coming.
It's too late.
Well, don't you bet. What do you mean too late? Have the proms happened already?
I think most of them happen in the next week or two. We have to get it together really quick.
Well, we want somebody who doesn't have a date.
I bet you there's some lonely girl who needs a prom date.
We never had trouble finding dates. We had trouble finding schools that allow us to come.
Well, now they won't have time to object.
Yes,
we always have too much time.
With my #1 book status and my movie deal, I'm sure that high schools will be willing to let me in.
I can't believe in this day and age that schools will throw gay proms but not let you go.
Exactly. And there's the point.
What if we say we're gay?
Then they can't deny us.
There we go.
All right, Robin, I'll see you tomorrow.
97.1 The Eagle.